Oh my goodness. The NFL draft, baby. It's here. All right. We're here. Finally. All the waiting, all the offseason anticipation. We're finally here. Whew. All right. Now we wait. Panthers are on the clock. All right. We just heard him talking about how Bryce Young hasn't been reached out to yet by the Panthers. Maybe he's not first off the board. Maybe he is. Maybe there's just something going on there. But we're here. You guys see the on-call right here. On-call, that graphic. We're going to have some people, some fans of teams join us throughout the show. You know, we're going to get their live reaction to the picks. We're going to get all this. We have Discord server set up, running, going right now. People can join in and talk about their team's picks and everything. Talk about their 2 cents on the draft. So I'm excited for all this, and let's get the draft started, man. I'm so excited for this draft. Let's get the draft started. Just get this out here on Snapchat real quick. Say we're live.
Welcome to Kansas City.
Get this thing rolling.
You know, Bomb, I think I get it now.
But man, oh man, I'm excited. Draft night, nothing like it. There's nothing like draft night trades either. I'm really excited for draft night trades. You know, Dolphins are rumored maybe to be aggressive going after Dalvin Cook. So. Oh yeah. All right, we're rolling here. We are rolling. Let's go, baby. Let's get it started. Let's get it. Draft night presented by Rambler, baby.
And once again, welcome to Kansas City. 2 months removed from one kind of celebration.
All right,
Tonight,
we
on
are
the same
live.
exact site, we have another. The NFL draft. With
Let's
crowds of
go.
people, roughly half the population of this city expected to join us and welcome the next batch of football stars to the league. It is a night where, quite frankly, we have no idea what is about to happen. The Carolina Panthers.
Man,
traded
I
up
don't.
from 9
Anthony
to
Richardson at
1
1.
on March 10th.
I don't know about that. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know about my mock anymore.
Have they even
Maybe
now?
some teams trade up. Some trades are gonna be exciting for sure. There's gonna be some good trades tonight. I can feel it. Trades started off very, very slow last year. And they picked up a little bit. I mean, Connor and I saw it pick up a little bit. But I have a feeling these are going to be hot trades out of the gate. I think that third pick by the Cardinals is going to be traded. I do not think the Cardinals are going to make a pick at that 3 spot. I think it might be the Raiders or a team like that.
Rated brand in cordless outdoor power equipment.
But we'll just have to see.
Universal
It all depends on if the
Pictures
Raiders think they're set with Jimmy G, anything like that. They have trading pieces they can use.
May
So
19th.
we'll see if they move up or anything like that. But it's going to be interesting to watch for sure.
We all have something we
About
love,
10 minutes out from the first pick.
a passion. Could be our job,
It's going to be
Travel.
exciting.
sports. It could be anything. But here's the thing. If you follow it, wherever it takes you,
I do think the
you'll
first
always
pick will be
find what
Bryce
you're
Young.
looking for.
Looking back at it now, I do believe it's Bryce Young. But hey, maybe I was right. Maybe it's AR-15. You know, the Panthers do like some of their taller quarterbacks. So
This is your last ride.
we'll just have to see.
Let's get to work.
I feel like there's 3 possibilities for the Panthers. CJ Stroud's a possibility for sure. Bryce Young, definitely a possibility. I mean, he's probably the front runner. And then Anthony Richardson, who's my pick, who's a little bit of a shot in the dark. Not a shot in the dark, but he's probably not everyone else's first option like he is mine. So we'll just have to see again.
You might want to buckle up.
And I'm just so hyped.
May 19th.
I had a driving lesson today and everything, and the only thing I could think about was coming back home and doing this dang live stream. I'm so excited for this draft. So excited to get kicked off. I'm so excited for this first pick to be made, and we roll throughout the night. I'm just so excited to get into this.
Hey guys, random question. Is it bad?
I'm
to
also
swallow
very, very
wine?
excited to get some people in the live, get the people in the stream, you know, get them on the call, see what they have to say about their team's picks and everything like that. But
No.
it's going to be exciting for
It's
sure.
alright. Limes are a superfood.
From the #1
8:05. We're probably now about 10 minutes off from the first pick. 8:15 is about the time they make first pick, I assume. So
drives like a car.
it's gonna be nice for sure. Going to be updating, as you see the line below right here with all the names of the teams on them. Going to be updating that throughout the night, obviously, as they make picks. So just ignore my keyboard if you hear it. I don't think you'll be able to hear it. I think it's going to be a little bit silenced. So I'm going to be updating that throughout the night. So right after a pick is made, if I'm not talking as much and I'm just typing in the name, it's because I'm updating that graphic down there. I am upgrading the timeline of the people, so you don't have to wonder who just got picked, or if you missed something, you come back, you won't have to wonder who picked what. It'll be on that line down there for you, just like the actual broadcast. You know, I'm not trying to take over the ESPN broadcast, everything. I'm just giving my own broadcaster experience, gaining experience through all this, and just seeing if we can grow a little bit from this. So it's really just experience and growth and all that good stuff. So down here on the timeline, it will be updated throughout the night. We'll be updated with the picks. If you guys are excited for the draft, if you guys are in here, say what's up in the chat. You know, drop something in the chat. Let's get ready. Let's get excited. Let's get hyped for the first picks. Let's get hyped for the trades that are going to happen. The maniacs, the craziness, everything. How different the league is going to look. You know, fantasy football implications on the line here too. You know, this could be big for fantasy football. So be watching that. I mean, you don't know. You have some rookie draft, something like that, fantasy football. After this could be very big because the scheme of the teams they're drafted to, the use, who else is on the team already. This has big implications for next year's fantasy football for you guys, for all my fantasy football players. And then, you know, just regular fans of teams, this has big implications, obviously. I mean, it's the future of the teams. So again, you guys are excited, drop something in the chat. Let's get it popping. Roger Goodell's out on stage now, so let's get it started. He's going to open up the draft. Not booing him loud enough. Boo! I'm so hyped. Let's get this started. I'm so excited.
Welcome to Kansas City.
I am so excited.
NFL Draft. For the first time since we took the draft on the road, we get to celebrate the draft in the Super Bowl winning city with fans of all 32 teams and the Chiefs Kingdom.
Yep.
As you can see, I have some friends on stage with me that you might recognize. They are Kansas City natives and love this community and their Chiefs. Give it up for Eric Stonestreet and Heidi Gardner of Big Slick, Kansas City.
That's cool and all, but let's get this draft started. Let's go, Roger. Come on. I'm hyped. I'm excited.
It is my honor to bring to the stage right now Chiefs legends Dante Hall and Will Shields. Give it up!
Dante Hall on the stage. Okay, he's coming out on the stage. That's sick.
All right, Kansas City, I want to hear you.
Oh, I'm here, man. Okay, man.
I get the distinct pleasure of welcoming two people you might recognize. Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce.
Coming out with the Lombardi, that's tough. They're walking out with the Lombardi trophy in hand. Travis Kelce, Killer Trav, and Patty Mahomes. That's actually dope. That's dope. Killer Trav with his sunglasses on. Not even dark out yet. Well, I'm stupid. You wear sunglasses because... okay, never mind. But Killer Trav with the sunglasses on. Patty Mahomes walking out with the Lombardi. That is actually so tough. They look... That is hype for a Chiefs fan. That's your team. That's your future right there.
Kansas City, I think we can do a little bit better than that. Chiefs Kingdom, can I hear you out there?
Damn, that was loud. They're there. First time draft's ever been in Kansas City, so.
All right.
Killer Trav.
Hey, Chiefs Kingdom, we in this thing or what? Hey, we fought for our right to party, baby. How about it? This thing shiny or what? Goodell, you gonna give me this mic all night? Hey, you ready to trade up for the #1 pick this year or what?
That would be wild. That would be wild.
right,
Chiefs
Kansas
straight
City,
up for the #1
it's time
pick.
to
That's
get this show
crazy.
started. The 2023 NFL Draft is now officially open.
All right, it's open. Carolina Panthers are on the clock.
The Carolina Panthers are on the clock.
That's what I just said. It's open, baby. It's open. Panthers have 10 minutes. And apparently they've known what they're going to do for about a couple weeks now. Not a couple weeks, maybe a couple days, maybe like a week. I saw some articles on Twitter saying they came to a consensus on what they want to do at this one spot, so shouldn't be too long on this clock.
Annual NFL draft is officially underway. And the words we've been waiting to hear since March 10th, not since the end of the season, but March 10th is when the Carolina Panthers traded up with the Chicago Bears, gave up a great deal to get into this spot. We assumed to draft a quarterback.
Yeah, this would have been the Bears. This would have been the Bears without that DJ Moore trade. But the Bears got an absolute haul out of that, so I don't think they're complaining. They're still at 9. They're at 9, and they got DJ Moore. And a first rounder next year.
It would be historical. We have never in the history of the common draft, dating back to 1967, had a quarterback his size, height, and weight combined go in the first round, let alone #1 overall. So at 5'10 1/4, 204. I said he had to be 195 or higher at the combine. He was at 204.
So
we don't
they,
think he can maintain it.
I mean, minute 30's coming off the clock. Maybe they're just finalizing everything, or I'm not sure, but minute 30's been off the clock.
And Bryce Young does advanced understanding of passing concepts. Mechanics, outstanding.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the argument of Bryce Young being too small, being like undersized, being too small to be good in the NFL, that's the stupidest. Bryce Young's a winner, you know, and if you're a winner, you're gonna find a way to win. So if you're like undersized, it doesn't matter. He's gonna, I guarantee you, Bryce Young's the type of guy that's gonna be in the facility every single day, putting in hours, working hard, going through all of his studies, making homework, doing homework, all of his studying, all of his homework, all that. He's gonna be lifting weights like crazy. He's gonna be making reads and practice like crazy. Who cares if he's undersized? He's gonna be the hardest working guy on that team, and he's gonna earn the respect of all of his teammates, and he's gonna be a baller. Ballers ball, winners win, and that's what Bryce Young is. He's a baller. He's gonna win. He's gonna translate fine into the NFL. Yeah, he might start off a little slow, but that's like the pace of play is so much different, so much faster in the NFL, so much harder. You give him time to translate, but once he translates, Bryce Young's gonna be a dog. 2022 Heisman winner. He'll be fine in the NFL. Maybe. I mean, Carolina takes him now.
Uniquely set up to support a young
That'd be really cool to go see Bryce Young play some games.
Set up to support young quarterbacks.
Not too far from Charlotte, go to watch him play games. Bryce Young, that'd be sick.
As a player with the Buffalo Bills,
I think Dolphins play Panthers this year, but it's in Miami, so I'm not going to be making that trip.
This is a guy who has seen the quarterback position in
But yeah,
every facet.
Frank Reich, head coach.
Now the offensive coordinator comes over from Sean McVay's staff as the assistant head coach, who's now the offensive coordinator in Carolina.
Frank Reich like Bryce Young? I don't know. Josh McCown's the QB coach.
In the play-action passing game, Josh McCown, the quarterback coach. Anyone who has met Josh McCown will tell you this young man gets it. He gets it as a player. He gets the relationship aspect of it all. Jim Caldwell.
I feel like Bryce Young to the Panthers is going to be inevitable right here. I feel like he's going to the Panthers right now.
Football knowledge that coach brings to the table. Any of these quarterbacks would right now, I'm sure, be praying, please, Carolina, take me. Just take me because you're set up to succeed right out of the gate.
Yeah, I feel like whoever they take is going to be good. Whoever they take is going to be a baller. Anthony Richardson, baller. C.J. Stroud, baller. Bryce Young, baller. Will Levis, we hate on him a lot as a joke in the podcast or in my mocks, but Will Levis he's legit. You're not going to be a top 4, top 5 prospect, QB prospect in the NFL draft and not be good. You know, maybe Zach Wilson might have been an exception of that 2 years ago because he's not good. But I feel like Will Levis, he'll need more time than others to translate, but I feel like he will be fine once he does translate. I feel like he'll go out there, he'll be a stud, he'll be fine. Excuse me, bless me. Bless me. But yeah, Bryce Young will be fine. He's high motor. Anthony Richardson's a baller. He's huge. he'll translate size-wise just fine to the NFL. If Bryce Young was Anthony Richards' size, there would not have been any talk. Any talk.
We'd be talking about him as one of the great prospects that we've ever seen. Chicago would have stayed.
Just said what I said right there. If he was bigger, there would not be any talk of who's one overall. They would stamp it right there. They would stamp Bryce Young. If he was 3 or 4 inches taller, maybe like 40 pounds bigger, they're stamping it right there. There's like no argument. But yeah, Panthers still taking their time. I mean, 5 minutes 30 seconds been off the clock. Don Rashawn in the chat. What's up, Don? What up, baby?
The night before each of the top prospects' pro days, they took them out to a really nice dinner. And Reich shared with me that at one of those dinners, sparks flew. And there was a moment when the Panthers guys looked at each other across the table, and they knew, or at least had a good sense, that this was their guy. But they still kept dating. They did their due diligence. And it wasn't until Monday when GM Scott Fitterer walked into Reich's office and formally proposed the question. He popped that question knowing that the answer was yes, that they both agreed on the same quarterback, and that was it. They had their consensus QB. Now the marriage becomes official tonight. Then Frank laughed when he said, like any great marriage, now the real work begins. Let's go to Morton Adams.
Sounds like Bryce Young's their guy. I mean, you just heard it. Bryce Young is their guy. That's who they're going to walk out on the podium. Panthers select Bryce Young and move on with it. So, I mean, who? Bryce Young to Adam Thielen, DJ Chark, Terrace Marshall Jr., Tommy Tremble. So, oh, something just happened to the clock. Oh, pick is in. Pick is in.
One guy they determined could compete as a day one starter in the NFL.
Well, as you can see on your screen, the pick is now.
So I do believe this is going to be Bryce Young.
To make their decision, but indeed they have. Now, if you were with us in our pre-show, right before
Anthony Richardson in my mock draft was kind of silly because now I do believe this pick right here is Bryce Young.
It's not beyond the realm of possibility. We're about to get one of the big surprises that we've ever seen. But the expectation is it will be Bryce Young. Now, let's just double back to the point we made a few moments ago. If he was 6'3",
unless they do something absolutely
what would you be saying about him?
Bonkers right here.
Generational, but he doesn't have the howitzer for an arm. He doesn't have 4-5 speed, so he doesn't have elite talent. What he is just a heck of a quarter. He sees things that nobody else does. He has eyes in the back of his head. He processes so quickly. He's basically has a photograph.
Yeah, I do think it's Bryce Young here.
Quickly. Give him the game plan. He'll have it done in a minute. So the bottom line with Bryce Young is, and I worry about it. I know you don't, Bo.
I don't.
I worry about him being able to withstand that punishment at only 5'10". And what's he going to play at? 185, 190? We've never seen that in the history of the NFL.
But if you see some of the bigger quarterbacks, Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, they've all been hurt.
Hey, Goodell's still not walking out to the podium yet, so
I worry about when he
probably coming out in a second. Pick has been in for about 30 seconds, though.
I'm telling you this, there are some mean quarterback hunters out there right now, man. And I would be holding my breath every time he takes a big shot.
The Panthers have had the first pick in the draft once before. They selected a quarterback then. It was Cam Newton. They're about to do it again tonight. The second time in history the Panthers have.
Here he comes.
The first pick. Here comes the commissioner.
There he is.
The announcement of the first pick of the night.
With the first pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Carolina Panthers select Bryce Young, quarterback, Alabama.
And there it is. He was one of the highest ranked high school prospects in a very long time. He became one of the most decorated college quarterbacks ever. The only Alabama quarterback ever to throw for 3,000 yards more than once. Finished second on their all-time passing list.
Panthers got their guy, Bryce Young. Texans on the clock at 2.
And just 12 interceptions.
I want to get past the Texans pick. I just want to see what the Cardinals are going to do. I want to see, are the Cardinals taking, are they taking Tyree Wilson, Will Anderson? Are they making a pick there? Or are they trading that away? Someone moving up? Texans take CJ Stroud. Does a team like the Raiders, Vikings, etc., maybe even like the Packers, that would be wild. Trade up to that third spot or something to take Richardson, Levis.
Just an unfortunate
unfortunate. Mistake in the Tennessee game.
That would be.
He had the injury, bottom line.
That would be wild. If something happened, someone moves up and they decide, hey, Anthony Richardson or whoever is our guy left on the board, that would be absolutely crazy. A team that's backed up, something like that, that would be wild.
Hold your breath. Like we
That would be wild.
In Miami, right? Hold your breath. You're going to have everything set up perfectly. This quarterback at that size, I know Boog, you're going to say, well, it happens to everybody, but at 5'10", about 185, 190, we know 204
Hey,
was inflated.
Panthers fans right now are going into NFLshop.com and trying to order Bryce Young jerseys. I saw Twitter memes about 2 weeks ago of Bryce Young jerseys for Carolina being out. So now he can officially stamp it. There he is. Bryce Young's a baller. Size, I hate. I already mentioned this. I hate the stupid size talk. Bryce Young will be fine. He is a baller. He's going to go ball out. He will be fine. Bryce Young is going to be a stud for the Panthers, star player, MVP level player when the time comes. He's wrong.
I will say this, though. In talking to some of the coaches down there, look, they don't want him to live in that environment where he's trying to make those special plays.
Texans only have 5 minutes, 40 seconds.
Give me a moment. Subway is taking us down to the stage, and Susie, who's standing by with the #1 pick. Susie.
Bryce, your parents said that from the moment you touched the football at 3 years old, they knew you were destined for this. What's it like to be standing on the stage as the #1 pick in the NFL draft?
What do you think it's like?
It's surreal. It's a dream come true. I'm blessed. I want to thank God for allowing me to be here, for my parents and everyone who supported me. Although it's my name being called, there's so many people that pushed me and allowed me to be here. And as amazing as the moment this is, and I'm going to try to live in this moment, I can't wait to get to work and start building off of it.
When you met with the Panthers, they talked about their plan for the future. What impressed you about them?
Yeah, how intricate they were with everything. Like you said.
Oh, Texans pick is in. Texans pick is already in.
You know, the way that they.
Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Is it Stroud? I think it's Stroud. I have
Stroud.
Stroud.
That I had, it really meant a lot. So
I think Texans just took Stroud at 2. Pick went in pretty fast.
Pick in the NFL draft. Congratulations.
So. Texans at 2. Pick is in.
Right, so
Bryce Young, it was cool giving credit to everyone behind him. That's really cool.
You might be wondering where's Joe Namath. Namath went in 1965, #2 overall in the old American Football League. That, of course, was before the common draft era. So
all right.
Bryce Young now the highest.
Texans pick is already in. What are they about to do here?
Of all time. So now we have gotten
this is actually interesting.
The evening that we foresaw. Let the intrigue begin. #2 is Houston. Mort and Adam, what can you tell us?
Well, Greeny, this goes back to the regular season finale when the Houston Texans won that day, but lost out on the #1 overall pick. They tried to trade up for #1, didn't get there. There's been a lot of debate in this organization about whether to go defense. In the end, it certainly sounds like now they're settling towards the offensive side of the football. It's been the biggest question out there.
Are they going Stroud?
People thought they would go defense. Now
are they going Stroud? Where are the Texans going? I think they're going Stroud. It's Stroud or Will Anderson. Stroud or Will Anderson. It's one of those two guys, honestly. In my opinion, it's Stroud or it's Anderson. I think it's Stroud.
At the opening, the Elite 11 finals, when CJ was the MVP. So he certainly has a lot of familiarity.
I think it's Stroud, for sure.
This is a decision
Pick is already in. Pick's been in for about a minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes now. Waiting for the commissioner to walk out. I think Texans just took CJ Stroud.
Surprise right now, Greeny.
All right, guys, thank you. And so for the last several weeks, Mel, the suspicion here has been that they would go defense. If the Texans were willing to.
If the Texans go Will Anderson here, that's not terrible. They could still take like Will Levis, Anthony Richardson, maybe if he falls to 12. That would be wild to get Will Anderson and like a Anthony Richardson. Anthony Richardson could fall to 12. I don't think he will. He could.
Once you knew Young was going 1, you thought it was Stroud. I will say this: you're chasing Trevor Lawrence.
I don't know, man.
When you're in the division, you better not be the 4th team in terms of
I don't think it's Anthony Richardson. I don't think there's a chance. Anthony Richardson is the pick right here.
Because there's a ton of great quarterbacks
Maybe.
in that conference. So for Houston, I said at 2
I doubt the Texans just take Anthony Richardson.
Come out of this first round with a quarterback.
Yeah, I think the
could be.
About
he just doesn't. I couldn't imagine Anthony Richardson on the Texans.
Go ahead and invest the time
I could definitely
to make sure you
see
have
this
a great
being Stroud.
With whoever this quarterback is.
That's my prediction right here. I'm going Stroud.
You're going to develop him, whether he's going to be a day 1
for
starter.
sure.
You're
Stroud
to
for sure here.
But I'm telling you, the relationships matter. and this is a critical pick for them. So I hope they are all on the exact same page about who this is going to be.
Gray, put your feet down, bro.
Quarterbacks in the first round twice in team history. Once was David Carr, number 1 overall. The other was Deshaun Watson. Let's see if they're about to do it for a third time. Here's the commissioner with the selection.
With the second pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Houston Texans select C.J. Stroud.
Wow. How many times have we heard this go back and forth?
Quarterback, Ohio State, C.J. Stroud.
Is on the quarterback many believe is the second best in this class. You can see the emotion.
C.J. Stroud was my QB 1B. Anthony Richardson 1A, C.J. Stroud 1B. That could get choppy there, but I don't know. But it's Stroud, pick number 2. I was correct there. All right, I will give it to Connor. Connor did get the young pick right, which I probably should have too. I was just being arrogant taking Richardson, but so far it's pretty chalked up. Bryce Young, C.J. Stroud, maybe as good amount of people thought it would be, but moving on to what I am very excited to see. I want to see what the Cardinals are going to do here. And if it's a trade, I'm going to have to edit the graphic and everything. But it'll be worth it. I just want to see what the Cardinals are about to do here. Be very interested with this third spot. They could trade back for sure. They've been on the clock for a good bit.
Receivers, having 5 stars and 4 stars all over the place. He did. A lot of it
they're still just talking about Stroud right now.
At Ohio State, but beautifully thrown balls. What he has to do, and he did it in the Georgia game, he did it in the Northwestern game at Evanston with bad weather, wind and rain, is beat a defense and stress a defense with his legs. He had 0 rushing touchdowns the last 2 years. Georgia, Northwestern, only 2 games he was ever a factor, extending and making plays and rolling and doing things with his legs.
What are the Cardinals about to do?
Never more than 13 rushing yards in a game. He said, if I need to do it, I can do it. I showed you in the Georgia game I could. If he can bottle that performance and take it on into the NFL with the Houston Texans, then you have something special.
Lewis, for
if the Cardinals do make a pick here,
#1 quarterback in this class.
It's Will Anderson.
What it was is because of the fact that, you know what,
I believe it's about to be Will Anderson right here for the Cardinals. But that's if they do make a pick. I mean, they're running out of time. 4:20 left. 4:20 left. Maybe make a trade here. I don't know. Maybe the clock resets.
His pocket awareness as far as being
I don't know if they're going to be able to find a trade partner in time. If they do, I think they do it. If they don't, they take Will Anderson.
Look at him surveying the entire field and then directing Marvin Harrison Jr. exactly where he wanted him to go.
J.J. Watt just retired. Will Anderson come in. Have some really big shoes to fill, but I think he'll come in and give his best shot and be a baller on that defensive line for the Cardinals. I think it's Will Anderson Jr.
If he needs to do it, he can do it.
Right here out of Alabama.
We just want guys who can do that when they need it and they can pull it out of their
Houston Texans fan look hype.
They don't want to live in that environment. The Houston Texans just need to make sure right now about
C.J. Stroud is a stud. I've been saying that.
Be on the same page to get this young man.
Any of these 3 big QBs are just ballers. Again, emphasizing that a lot too. C.J. Stroud to the Texans, like I said.
CJ, you've said that life can
I've
be
said
like a
also
roller coaster. Man, this process
multiple times this
felt
week
like that.
at the end of the draft, end of the night, the Texans are walking away no matter what with C.J. Stroud.
I mean, God is battle testing me. It's something that I feel like his enemy is not on me. He scarred me. So I've been battle tested. I have the armor of God on me. So everything I've been through is preparing me for this moment right here.
From this big stage here, what would you say to all the young boys whose life doesn't always go smoothly?
Man, believe in yourself. I was at a point where nobody believed in me, but I put my trust in God and my family and what I did. I had discipline and just consistency, man. You can do anything you put your mind to. And I'm a living testimony that you can really do anything because I come from nothing. So I'm blessed to be on this stage. And to that little boy, that little girl out there, man, you can do anything you put your mind through.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
You're on your way to the Texans.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, Cardinals. Hurry it up. Their pick is still not in.
C.J. Stroud goes number 2 overall.
2:20 left on the clock.
People ripping
Still
up their mock draft.
not in yet.
This was not the way we expected this to go. Meanwhile, Shefty, let's come to you. I'm not sure if this is the way the Arizona Cardinals expected to go. So how does this affect them at 3?
Greeny, we're going to have another trade with Houston coming back up to number 3, it looks like.
You're kidding.
Trade up to the Arizona spot. Houston's going to move in to number 3, get number 2, go number 3, and have its pick of the top defensive player in the...
You're kidding. It's buffering. I think the Texans just traded up to 3. Are the Texans about to get CJ Stroud and Will Anderson? Wow. That is wild.
Destroy our whole offense, right? They get schemed to be able to neutralize them.
Nick Saban right there standing next to Will Anderson.
A 10 to 12 sack a year guy.
Nothing's happened yet. Oh, trade alert right here.
Really, really good.
And the bottom line, if you're Houston, you have to get a guy that has football character in your building. They need somebody to come in and set the tone.
Yeah, it is the Texans.
How we go about winning, and they need a
wow.
trendsetter on the defensive side of the ball. He can be their alpha on defense.
Lewis, let me ask you a question about the strategy here as the crowd is reacting because the trade was just announced here and people
the Texans just traded up to 3 after taking 2.
So aggressive, you take the quarterback at 2 and still come up and make a trade to get to 3.
Look, this
Texans have something to prove.
All over. And look, he's trying to establish his
they have
program right
something
now. And
to prove.
The 2 most important positions are
taking CJ
the right quarterback,
Stroud
and D'Amico comes from San
and
Francisco
Will
now.
Anderson, I believe. I don't know who else they would have traded up for. Those are 2 stud players they just got.
Will Anderson told us on your show that, hey, look,
wow,
Nick Saban, it's no cakewalk being coached by Nick Saban. He's prepared for anything they can throw at him in terms of expectations because the D-line will set the tone for D'Amico's defense. And this is the kind of guy, when you're talking about makeup, his football and personal character,
the Texans.
Will Anderson has it. He has it all.
Is Will Anderson the right choice here because there are other fine defenders, including Jalen Carter?
They're going to have to use him the right way. Will Anderson needs to be on the edge. He doesn't need to be inside the tight end. He doesn't need to be inside the tackle. He needs to be on the edge, rushing the passer, using that speed and power, Greeny.
Okay, and so, again, it is the Houston Texans who had picks at 2.
The Texans may have just done something wild.
And at 12, who have now made the aggressive trade up to 3. We thought that our Arizona would move out of that spot. We largely thought that because we thought someone would be coming up to take a quarterback.
Yes.
That is not the way this night has gone. Bryce Young has gone 1. C.J. Stroud.
I'm trying to get this audio under control, guys.
Texans have gone up to number 3, and they're about to make the pick. I'm told Roger Goodell is making his way to the stage any moment here, and we will see what it is the Texans have chosen to do. Will they take the best defender on the board? Will that be Will Anderson? Could it be Jalen Carter, who Mel has at number 1 on the big board? So many questions. The talent is not one of them. We're going to find out right now. Here's Roger Goodell with the 3rd pick.
The Arizona Cardinals have traded the 3rd pick to the Houston Texans.
Crazy.
With the 3rd pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Houston Texans select Will Anderson Jr.
Crazy.
Linebacker, Alabama.
Oh, where to begin with all of the accolades? He was...
We have something to prove, and they're proving it. I mean, wow. CJ Stroud and Will Anderson. That's a pretty good haul, if you guys don't know. That's a pretty good haul. Go well with that. Derek Stingley Jr. at 3 last year, too. Goodness, they're building a squad down there in Houston. They're going to be back to To playoff form soon, no doubt. Goodness. Ooh. They are making moves in Houston. They are making moves. Stroud and Will Anderson.
Home run. He may never be a home run. He'll be an 8 to 10 sack guy, but he'll be a solid double. And for Houston, for an organization that's been through so much, he will set the foundation on the defensive side of the ball of somebody. This is how
So
we
I'm
play. This is
guessing
the way
that
we
means
work,
the
and this is
Cardinals
how we
got
do
moved to
things because
12.
the character, more importantly, the football character is impeccable.
I think, Booger, that is the absolute number one reason why Will Anderson is the perfect fit
So,
for D'Amico Ryan.
Yes.
If you
Colts are
ever
on the
watch
board now.
The San Francisco 49ers practice.
Colts,
And D'Amico's
is this
the defensive
Richardson?
coordinator out there, obviously. And you ever watch Chris Kacerek,
Is this
the
Richardson?
defensive line coach out there, coach the defensive line? I am just telling you now, it is not for the faint of heart. The kind of things they ask their defensive linemen to do, the kind of effort they ask to put forth is extraordinary. And that's why it's going to take an extraordinary individual to turn this around.
Texans
And they
pick.
need
I mean,
players
not
like this.
Texans.
All
Texans
right,
don't
I'm
need
being
any more
told that
picks.
we have more news here as we already are off to a rollicking start. Adam Schefter, what can you tell us?
Well, Greeny, we have the Indianapolis Colts coming up at number 4, and their offseason has been all about getting a quarterback. Now, keep in mind,
This
the
could be on the viewer
quarterback
day one.
coach that they
Guess
hired
so.
as their head coach was Shane Steichen. And who did he work with in Philadelphia? Jalen Hurts. Who did he bring the best out of? Jalen Hurts. So he would be looking for a quarterback that could do similar things. But the Colts are expected to take a quarterback, and Shane Steichen, their
Pick
new
is
head
in.
coach, is
Colts
going to
pick
loom
is in.
large in this
I
decision.
think this is
Okay, so that's
Anderson.
something to keep a close eye on here as we wait for that. In the meantime, am I told Susie is ready? Subway brings us to the stage, and Susie Culber has Will Anderson. Susie.
Well,
I
the
believe this is
emotions
Anthony
have been
Richardson right here.
building all day. But what does it mean to the Anderson family that the Texans traded up to come get you?
Man, it means they just see how special I am. I'm so appreciative of the whole coaching staff, the GM, the owner. Thank you for this opportunity. You won't regret it. I'm going to go and work my butt off every day, stay true to who I am. And, man, to my family, thank y'all. I love y'all so much for all the work and love that y'all gave me and the support. I'm so appreciative.
There was an instant connection
definitely
with this
Anthony
coaching
Richardson
staff, and
here
D'Amico
at four.
Ryans
If
tell
they take a
everyone
Will
why.
Levis here,
Yeah, man, they're good guys. They're
This is
smart.
Will
They know
Levis.
they want out a player. They know how they want to use
That
me, but they're
just-
good people.
that would
and for
be
me,
so
that's why I want
wild.
to be around good people.
D'Amico's a Bama guy.
Bama South Five, that's what we call it, baby. That's what we call it.
Congratulations.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Susie, thank you. The
Let's
Texans
see.
are the
See what the
third
Colts are
team
doing.
in the common draft era to make 2 picks in the top 3 overall. Washington in 2000, the Colts in 1992 were the others. They take C.J. Stroud at 2 and Will Anderson at 3. Quickly, Mel, as we heard Adam Schefter describing what we thought the Colts might be looking for here. Shane Steichen comparing a quarterback to Jalen Hurts. One would think that might suit Anthony Richardson before one would think Will Levis.
Also did a great job as the OC with the Chargers with Justin Herbert when he had 31 touchdown passes, most ever by a rookie in the National Football League. Jalen Hurts, 18 rushing touchdowns, most ever by an NFL quarterback. So Steichen is one with the pocket guy with the big arm, and Herbert is one with a guy who's a dual threat in Jalen Hurts.
They have tried so many different ways
Exactly.
in Indianapolis with veterans, and it just hasn't happened for them.
Yeah, and it's time for Chris Ballard to go out, rip the Band-Aid off, go out and get your quarterback. And with Shane Steichen,
I think it's
for the
Richardson for
quarterback
sure
to
right
use
here.
their legs, it seems like we're going to go Anthony Richardson here.
Yeah, look, he's just too good of an athlete. He's just too good of a thrower. Just watch the Texas A&M game from last year. You'll see everything that would make Indianapolis want to take this young man right here.
One would assume we're about to see the future of quarterback play in Indianapolis selected here in this draft at this moment. We've seen 2 quarterbacks go off the board in the first 3 picks. Are we about to see the third? Here's the commissioner.
With the 4th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Indianapolis Colts select Anthony Richardson.
There he goes.
Quarterback, Florida.
Wow. They go Richardson. A lot of upside and a lot of work to be done for a young man who grew up right there in Gainesville, Florida. Only started 13 games In his college career, the one everyone remembers was the opener in
AFC
September.
South
They ran for 3
has
touchdowns
Trevor Lawrence,
and a
Anthony
wild
Richardson, and
upset win
C.J. Stroud.
over Utah. The rest of the season filled with some
That's going to be a
highs,
division
more
to
than
watch
a
this
few
year.
tough days. The
That is
measurables, the
definitely
size,
a
the speed,
division
the
to
arm
watch.
strength, Mel, all of it off the charts.
Yeah, he can either make your draft or he can break your heart. But I think with his running skills, he's going to be ideal in this sort of dual-threat quarterback.
That
He's going
is
to go
going
into
to
the
be a
NFL
division
and
to
right away
watch.
be one of the top 3 to 4 running quarterbacks. Will the accurate passing evolve? Because
Think
at
who else? The
collegiate
Titans
level
are in that
Florida,
division.
With only 13 career starts, which in itself is a
With
big
Malik
red flag.
Willis.
13 career starts only. The accuracy,
Maybe
the
another
missing
team
of
that could make a
layups, easy
trade
throws.
during the
I know he had
draft,
some
trade,
drops by
do
the Florida
something.
receivers, but against
I'm just
Utah,
excited to see
he
what
was
happens with the
amazing.
Dolphins and
Go
Dalvin
back that
Cook.
first
All
game,
right, that is
September
something.
3rd,
That's an
he's at
area of
71%, 106 rushing yards, 3 touchdowns.
aggressive
He looked like the #1 pick overall,
possibilities. I
guaranteed.
mean, we
Next
saw on
week against
ESPN,
Kentucky,
they
he
were
goes
stating the
from
Dolphins were
71%
aggressively pursuing
to
Dalvin Cook, so
40%
we
with
were
only
willing to get
6
aggressive
carries
in the
and
trading
only
market.
4
So
yards rushing. Kentucky
knows?
contained them. I think they overmatched them, and he looked a little confused in that game. So for Anthony Richardson, they got a lot to work with here. You can about 6'3.5", 244 pounds, 40.5 vertical, and 4.4
that's a great pick
speed.
for the Colts.
You see
He's
the
going to fit
size,
in
you
really
see the
well.
speed, the
He's going to be a
power,
really
you
good
see an
quarterback for the
amazing
Colts.
running threat. Will his accuracy evolve in the NFL and develop into a quarterback you can count on to make the throws necessary? We'll see what Steichen can do with Anthony Richardson.
Well, and if you think about in Indianapolis, they got Jonathan Taylor, all right? So they're going to be able to run the football.
Yeah,
quote,
dude.
unquote, six-back
That's
offense, so you
Anthony
can run the
Richardson,
ball
Jonathan
downhill.
Taylor, Michael
But how
Pittman
can a guy
Jr.,
who's 6'4",
Paris
240,
Campbell.
144,
They're going to
not
have
be
some
the number 1 pick?
targets.
You talk
They're
about
going to
the
have some
13
guys in
There are
Indianapolis.
accuracy issues. He has
For
to get his
sure.
footwork better. That way he can complete the football
Now the
downfield.
Seahawks run the
And
clock. I
talking
think
to
this
the
is
coach
Jalen
down in
Carter right here for the
Florida,
Seahawks.
They simply said he hasn't played enough football. He hasn't seen enough from schematically from the defensive side of the ball. The more he plays, the better he's going to get. But will they have the patience in Indianapolis when he struggles to continue putting him out there on the field? They didn't in New York with Zach Wilson. Will they have it with Anthony Richardson?
Well, see, that's just the thing. They don't have to put him out there on the field right away. You can go ahead and play Gardner Minshew if you want. You can go ahead and play Nick Foles if you want. You need to take care of this the right way. You need to take care of him the right way. Look, he reminds
Seahawks
me
on the
so
board.
much of during my time in Philadelphia.
Still haven't done
of
anything
Donovan
yet.
McNabb.
4:40
As far
left
as
on their
being
clock.
Big, strong, physical. The way
There's
he
no
whips the
rushing
football
that, though.
out of his hand and can still throw the football. I mean, he has elite, and I'm talking about elite mobility inside the pocket and outside
see
the
what-
pocket. He can
Seattle
throw
here
the
at 5. I
line. He
think
can
it's
go ahead and
Jalen
break your
Carter.
heart. You saw the 60-yard
Detroit at
touchdown run against
6
Texas A&M. He has
probably be like a
4.4
Christian
speed.
Gonzalez,
I mean, Donovan can
Devon
do the same things
Witherspoon.
when he was at Syracuse. He can do the same things when he was at Philadelphia. You're going to tell me that doesn't look very similar? Those big, giant hands, 10-inch
In
hands,
Las Vegas
10
at
and a quarter
7 is
hands,
gonna be
just
interesting.
waving the ball all over the place. He can do both.
I
When you're talking about
doubt
arm
we'll
strength,
see Will
when
Levis
you
to
saw
the
Anthony
Raiders.
Richardson throw
I
the
doubt we'll
football
see
at the
Will
combine,
Levis
or when you watched it on TV
soon.
as far as his pro day. This ball, it's like he's throwing a Nerf ball. It's like he's throwing a kid's ball, man. And I've watched Donovan McNabb year after year in Philadelphia throw the football. And I'm telling
I
you,
had
those
Will
big,
Levis
giant
falling
arms and big
far.
forearms that he had, the
I'm
ball
probably
just
going to be the
flew
one
out
to
of
end
his
up
hand. It
doing
was
the Will Levis
effortless. It was
sweepstakes.
he'll work on his mechanics. He'll get his mechanics
You guys have seen the
down,
mocks.
and
You know
he'll
what we're
be able
talking
to
about, the
increase
sweepstakes.
his completion percentage, but this is a perfect pick for them. They need to be
To
excited.
the draft, you talked about visualizing what this night would be like. We saw you come to tears as you were about to hug the commissioner. What was going through your mind?
Wants to lag now.
The journey starts now. You know, I finally got picked up by a team. I know where I'm going. You know, shout out to Coach Nason for embracing me, but you know, you got to work, and it just all hit me at once.
And so much about this night is thanking those who helped shape the journey. And there's an image tattooed on your right arm. Tell everybody what Jobin Lane
Seahawks still
means
only
to
got
you.
3 minutes
You know,
left.
first, I
Still
want
haven't
to thank
made a
God.
pick
You know, he
yet.
the one who even helped me get to this point. You know, helped me get to this spot right here.
Probably
My
Jalen
uncle,
Carter
you know,
still.
he introduced the game to me. And I just feel like I had to get the tattoo to stamp him for the legacy. You know, so you know, I appreciate him, and I want to thank God and my family.
He'll be looking over you now as the quarterback of the Colts. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
The fourth time in the common draft era, we've had 3 quarterbacks selected with the first 4 overall picks. This year they are Bryce Young, C.J. Stroud, and Anthony Richardson. The surprises will continue. Seattle is up next at number 5. You are watching the 2023 NFL Draft on ESPN.
Will Levis still on the board. I don't. Seahawks
We all
take
have
him.
something
That's
we
just
love.
wild. I
Passion.
don't think there's any way the
Could be our
Seahawks are
job.
taking Will Levis.
Travel.
They pass on
Sports.
Jalen Carter for Will Levis.
It could be anything. But
that's
here's the
something
thing.
else.
If
I mean,
you
that's
follow it, Wherever it takes you, you'll always find what you're looking for.
I don't know. Seahawks, Will Levis. I've talked to some of my Seahawks friends, and they do not want Will Levis. They didn't really know who they wanted. They were asking me who they should want. And I said Jalen Carter. I mean, he comes with controversy, but he's just so dang good. I mean, you can get past that. He's one of the best players in the draft by far.
Okay, but this needs to
He's just so dang good.
Yep. Compliance standards?
Mm-hmm.
So they get the insights they need in real time to make quick decisions.
I mean,
and check. That's the hybrid
they're in a good spot right here. They can do whatever they want. Minute 20 left. They are taking their sweet time for sure.
Progressive's Home Quote Explorer makes it easy to compare home insurance options.
Man, I told my wife I'd been here for hours. What do we do now?
We live.
Coming up on a minute. This is the closest anyone's been to getting their picks skipped.
Save time and money with Progressive's Home Quote Explorer. What you do afterwards is up to you.
Oh, I was actually just thinking I would take a nap. Pretty tired.
Okay.
Get the first
Still.
man.
That's actually
All right, pick is in. Here we go. They did submit a pick.
Ottoman, report to underlegs.
They are not asleep in the war room. They did submit a pick.
No, Ottoman, back to leg. Come on.
Some like to get there first. We like to get it right. Reserve your Ram 1500 Rev today. It's the
I do think this is, again, Jalen Carter here.
Right.
Not really a lock, but I do have Jalen Carter. Just makes the most sense. You go fit that defense. Jalen Carter for sure.
He's all right.
I love watching the game with you.
Call 1-800-DIRECTV to get a $200 reward card.
If not
Because your
Jalen
lives
Carter,
are forever entwined.
I don't want to say Will Levis because
Love entwined. Exclusive.
I don't feel like they need a Will Levis. I don't feel like they need a quarterback here. I don't feel like they're going quarterback for sure. I feel like they're going Jalen Carter or the best defensive player. Heck, they took Tariq Woolen last draft, and he's a baller. He's going to be a stud for years to come, him and Sauce. So I don't think they're taking one of these corners. They're not taking Devon Witherspoon, Christian Gonzalez. Unless they want to pair two very young corners on two different sides, I don't think that's where they're going to go here. I think they're going Jalen Carter with this fifth pick right here.
Welcome back to the 2020.
Just get past that controversy, and he's one of the best players in the draft.
Presented by
This seems like a pretty, I
Courtyard by
don't want to say easy, but this seems like a little bit of a cake to take Jalen Carter here. Unless they don't want that controversy that comes with them. But if you can get past it, it's Jalen Carter.
It was possible they would take a quarterback tonight. Now one wonders if the quarterback they wanted has already gone off the board in front of them. So do they go on the defensive side of the ball? Could this be a spot for Jalen Carter? His name has been linked to Seattle over the course of the last few weeks. We're about to find out. I see the commissioner making his way. Number 5, Seattle. And here's Roger Goodell.
Let's see what they do.
In the 2023 NFL Draft, the Seattle Seahawks select Devon Witherspoon, quarterback, Illinois.
They did do it. Okay.
Oh, there he is. He's a consensus All-American from Pensacola, Florida. Won the award as the best defensive back in the Big Ten last year. Here's my favorite statistic. In press coverage for the season, he allowed one completion for negative
From, as Connor would say, Illinois. Devon Witherspoon from Illinois. If you guys didn't know that, he did say that in the mock draft. I cut it though because he said the wrong thing. Illinois, Devon Witherspoon. Okay. See, I was talking about how if they wanted, just like literally just now, if they wanted to take another young corner, match him on the other side with Tariq Woolen, and they did. They listened to me. They took Devon Witherspoon, best corner in the draft. Very respectable pick, yeah. Very respectable pick.
So when you figure that the Seattle Seahawks in the secondary gave up too many plays after the catch in terms of run after the catch, he will get people down on the ground.
Witherspoon is tough.
Press, he can play press. He will finish on the football. You need somebody to take the
Witherspoon
ball
is very
away.
tough.
He
He's a hard hitter too.
He will finish on it. Not just with PBUs,
He's a great ball hawk.
but he's someone who can
Right
come
there.
down with the football.
Wow, that's
he can
great.
wind up tipping it to a teammate.
I forgot you
Or
guys can't see what I'm looking at.
Run support
But
is
just
gonna be
disrupting the
important again,
pass,
because
pass
this is a team
breakups,
that
hard
needed
hitter,
to have more
good
talent in the
tackling.
secondary.
Yep,
Even
that's a
Tariq Woolen, who
great
last
form
year
tackle right
from
there.
UTSA wound up
He's
being
gonna
an
mess up
absolute
some.
steal
He's gonna
in the
disrupt some
draft
plays for
in the
sure.
fifth round.
He's gonna make
This
great
is
plays
gonna
on
be a
defense,
spectacularly
especially
young,
after what
physical, fast
Tariq
secondary
Woolen was able to
that
do
I am
his
sure
rookie
right now
year.
Pete Carroll is going
And
Legion of Boom
people are
2.
gonna watch
I'm
where they
building
throw the
that.
ball on Tariq Woolen's side of the ball. Maybe test Devon Witherspoon if he starts playing immediately, and giving him more opportunities to make big plays. So, two young, good DBs matched up for Seahawks. That's gonna be nice to watch. Got Quandre Diggs at safety too. Seahawks secondary is looking really, really nice. Some hard-hitting, great ball-hawking DBs. It's gonna be hard to throw against Seahawks. They're trying to rebuild that Legion of Boom right there. So it's gonna be interesting to watch next year for sure. That's gonna be a great secondary.
Take the cornerback. Where does Carter fall? We thought he'd definitely go between 5 and 10. Here he is at 15.
So
talking about Seattle needed him and passed on him.
So
the Lions, I mean, they took Aiden Hutchinson. Do they take Jalen Carter? I feel like they take Christian Gonzalez. Raiders, Jalen Carter, Felon, Raiders, they go hand in hand. I gotta stop hitting the mic, I'm sorry. But Raiders, Jalen Carter, look like a match made in heaven. I don't want to speak too soon, but it does look like a match made in heaven. Jalen Carter and the Raiders does not seem too far-fetched at all.
YouTube is now the home of NFL Sunday Ticket.
Is it?
Does this mean you can watch NFL
Christian
Sunday
Gonzalez,
Ticket
the Lions right
without
here.
putting a satellite dish
I
in
think
your
so.
booth? Does this mean you can watch your favorite teams out of market Sunday
Let's see what
games?
Ethan has to say.
Does this mean all the players are technically YouTube celebrities now? Yes, to every one of those things. Sign up now and get our lowest full season price of the year on
Let's see what he has
YouTube
to
and
say about
YouTube
Christian
TV.
Gonzalez.
I'll admit it, I'm a bath bomb guy.
Dude, you don't need to get that personal. State Farm Personal Price Plan just helps you create an affordable price.
Right. I mean, I'm not a bath bomb guy.
Call or click to get a quote today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Mom, what's that?
Nothing. Just get in the car. Let's go. Come on.
Who did that?
Get in right now.
You painted or something? Hi, Mr. Toady.
Is the Lions picking?
1 in 8 people have worked at a McDonald's.
Hi, welcome to McDonald's.
That's a lot of people who know things like teamwork, people skills.
It's just a
and
McDonald's ad
surprising
right
moments. Our experiences
So I'm not sure,
will always have.
but
Which NFL players depend on sleep number? That
I-
guy, that one. Holy moly, all these guys. This Walter Payton NFL Man of the
I
Year
feel
sure
like
does. I mean, just look at him.
Devon Witherspoon definitely fit that role for Dan Campbell of a hard-hitting, hard-working, bite kneecaps type of guy. But I feel like Christian Gonzalez could definitely develop into that. I mean, he's a hard hitter too. DB at Oregon, he's great, runs around the field very fast around that secondary. I feel like they could develop him into a monster in that Dan Campbell system too. So I feel like Christian Gonzalez 6 here, Jalen Carter 7, 8 could get interesting.
Now they're protected.
Who the Falcons take. Could be
I'm
Bijan,
gonna drink this now.
could be not, and no offensive lineman taken yet. I feel like the Bears are going to take the first lineman. I feel like it's going to be Peter Skronson to the Bears, then Bijan to the Eagles, then maybe Paris Johnson to the Titans.
Only from iHub.
I don't know,
Download
but
the
there
app
could
and earn
definitely
free
be
food with every
trades
order.
somewhere in that line. We'll just have to see what goes on. I'm very interested to see what the Lions do here. I think it's Christian Gonzalez. Could very well not be Christian Gonzalez. They probably have done a lot more scouting, I would assume, than I have. Maybe they see a guy they really like. Maybe they take a shot here. But I would assume they have a guy made up in mind. They probably have so many different guys for so many different scenarios in these war rooms. I think it's Christian Gonzalez.
Adam Schefter is going to tell you why that is no longer the case. Schefter.
Greedy, the fireworks are exploding. We have another
trade.
The Arizona Cardinals.
The Cardinals.
Up to 6. So to recap, Arizona started the night at 3, traded to 12, and now is traded back up to 6 while getting an extra 1 next year from Houston. And they have wanted to protect Kyler Murray and make sure that he is a top priority. I will not be surprised if it's an offensive tackle.
All right, and so we see Arizona now.
Could this be Paris Johnson right here?
So, Mel, if it is offensive tackle, in what direction should folks be expecting them to go?
If you want the pure offensive tackle, it's Paris Johnson Jr. You want the versatile guy, it's Peter Skoronski. I say versatile, it's moving inside from left tackle to guard center, which he hadn't done.
I have a feeling this is Paris Johnson.
1 year and a right guard for 1 full year. It's Paris Johnson Jr., who is the #1 player in the state of Ohio coming out of high school, 5-star recruit. Number 7 overall player, best offensive line. If you're an offensive line coach, you couldn't draw up.
Okay. The Lions got the 34th pick.
313 with incredibly
wow.
And for a
Lions just received the 12th and 34th overall pick for moving back 6 spots. And they were in a spot where they didn't really need anything crazy. So that trading back makes a ton of sense for the Lions. Just gaining an extra pick at 34. Building up, taking whatever they can. But here comes the commish or the Cardinals.
Will they go offensive tackle here? Will there be another surprise?
I believe it's Paris Johnson right here.
We're about to find out for the 6th pick here in Arizona. I see the commissioner making his way to the stage.
Oh,
here he comes.
now he's responded, which is too late.
Roger Goodell with Arizona.
The Detroit Lions have traded the 6th pick to the Arizona Cardinals.
Paris Johnson. That's my guess. Going in
the 2023 NFL Draft, the Arizona Cardinals select Paris Johnson Jr., Ohio State.
How cool is that?
It's a great moment for this former 5-star prospect out of Cincinnati. Mel ran
almost
through
like I know a thing or two.
Every game at right guard as a sophomore, then
almost like I know a thing or two.
All
right, well, I've been killing these
predictions.
predictions.
First offensive lineman in round 1 since 2018.
Let's see. Let's count them up.
Tough, and he works hard. Now, I'll tell you what, he's
2
not
for 3.
No.
This is, if there's a trade, it's after the trade. I'm guessing.
I watch him as
2
a
for
run
3.
blocker. He drops his head, has some balance issues, pass blocking, hand placement could be a little better.
3 for 4. I think I'm 5 for 6 right now. Just missed out on Bryce Young at all things. Well, actually, I didn't, but in the scheme of things, I did. Like mock draft, I missed out on it. Today, I said it was going to be Bryce Young, but it is what it is. Actually, I missed out on Devon Witherspoon anyway, so no. I said they were taking Jalen Carter to Devon Witherspoon, so. That's actually very, looking back at that Seahawks pick, that's very, very respectable. They don't have to worry about controversy. They just get a young stud corner to pair up with Tariq Woolen. That's very, very solid there.
They got it. And you know what? I'll tell you this. You need professionals down in Arizona, right? To change the culture of mature guys.
Raiders on the clock. This is looking like Jalen Carter territory. Like I said,
the coaches at Ohio State say Paris Johnson
a felon. The Raiders.
He is going to be the first guy in, the last guy out.
It's right there. I mean, it's laid out for them. The Raiders make this pick. This is just, they're saying this to be made fun of. The TikTok memes are going to go crazy. The Twitter memes are going to go crazy. Everything's going to go crazy. It's a match made in heaven. And that's what's going to happen. It's going to be Jalen Carter. That's really all I got. Jalen Carter to the Raiders at 7. ATL is in a good spot too. Maybe they take offensive lineman. Maybe they take a running back. ATL after this. I had Devon Witherspoon original. Maybe they take Christian Gonzalez. Maybe that's where Christian Gonzalez goes. The Falcons. I can see it. I can see it. Definitely not Bears. Christian Gonzalez and the Bears doesn't make sense. Eagles. I wouldn't see that. They re-signed Darius Slay. I feel like Christian Gonzalez goes to the Falcons at 8. 8 for sure. Bo's coming to say hi. He just opened up the door. You can see him in the background in a second. Oh, he stopped right there. Come on. You can kind of see him. There he is. He likes being on screen. There he is right there. Alright, so the 7 pick. Raiders on the clock. Jalen Carter on the board. Just saying.
Athletes and the homeless. Congratulations to Paris Johnson. Meanwhile, now it's time for a look at Mel's Best Available, brought to you by Courtyard by Marriott.
Well, we're at pick number 7 with the Las Vegas Raiders. My number 1 overall player, Jalen Carter, still on the board. Will Levis, my number 2 quarterback, still there out of Kentucky. Bijan Robinson. We want to see when's the first running back. He's number 6 overall on my big board. Running back philosophy for me, not in the first round. Teams, though, I think are in a good position. We'll have to see if Philadelphia does the unexpected at 10. Does Atlanta do anything coming up? Peter Skoronski would look great in a Jets uniform because he can be that tackle, guard, center, that versatility that you need on that offensive
Peter
line.
Skoronski, I don't think he's fallen to the Jets.
I'll say this for the Raiders. That secondary needs Christian Gonzalez. And I'll tell you what, you get a guy with length. They got it. I think Jalen Carter, you think about the need there. I don't think so. I think Christian Gonzalez makes sense. Will they take the quarterback? You got Jimmy
Christian
G.
Gonzalez to
You
the
go
Raiders
with the
seems
best
very solid.
corner at
That
this point
seems.
with Devin Witherspoon already off the board.
That
He was my
seems
number
solid.
one
They could.
corner.
I could
think
see
the guy
that.
was
Christian
kinda
Gonzalez to the
1A
Raiders.
at the cornerback spot, which is Christian Gonzalez.
Yeah, look, they're 31st in QBR allowed, 29th in passing yards allowed. They had 6 interceptions last season total. Look, when we were out there for Week 18, you know, for their matchup against Kansas City for Monday night. Look, Josh McDaniels said we need people who can turn the football over. We just don't have playmakers on the defensive side of the football.
Carter
we
or
get Max
Gonzalez?
Crosby some help. He can't just rush the passer. We need some
Jalen
people
Carter
who
or
can
Christian
lock it down in the back
Gonzalez.
end, so he has
One of the
more time
two.
to get there. Secondary makes
I'm
all
leaning
the sense in
Jalen
the
Carter.
world. Very good corner
The
select on
analysts
board.
are leaning
You're trying to improve
Christian
the pass
Gonzalez.
defense, but you do it from the back end. We always talk.
I think it'll be
Yeah,
Carter,
defense, front to back,
7,
inside out.
Gonzalez,
so Jalen
8.
Carter, Mel's number 1 player, is still on the board. They need somebody. They tried Chandler Jones. He hasn't worked. Max Crosby
We'll
can off
see.
the edge. They need a 3 technique. Is this a point where they go and say, you know what? The talent is too far to pass when it comes to Jalen Carter.
Again, it's about, you know, how does Josh feel about
Pickers
his
in.
program at this point? Can he absorb that? Does he have the resources to go ahead and say, hey, look, we have the people along the defensive line, which he may.
Yeah.
He may have some people on the defensive line that can say, hey, let me tell you something, Jalen. This is how to do it right. This is how to become a pro. Look, Max Crosby is one of the
Again, now is not the
best
time to
teachers of
buffer.
that, of anybody. So they could definitely consider it. But I just wonder how they feel about that compared to the fact that in the secondary and in a division where they need some people who can pick off the quarterback. They're trying to take down Mahomes.
And Tyree Wilson from Texas Tech, we had talked about maybe it's 2, that foot injury.
Absolutely.
In November,
Tyree
that
Wilson
foot
is
injury
still
may
on
be a
the
reason
board,
why he's
too.
not, because they could certainly use him.
Maybe
We'll keep an eye
Tyree
on
Wilson
him.
to the
We'll keep an eye on
Falcons,
Carter
but that
with
doesn't
the Jalen
seem
Carter with the
that
carry
likely.
concern. And my guy Will Levis, we talk about slip sliding away, right? Paul Simon,
AJ Terrell, Christian Gonzalez on the other side of the ball. That looks nice.
Slip sliding away hadn't hurt quarterbacks.
My
They turned out to be
original,
pretty good.
very
They do
first
drop
mock
this.
draft back in like February, I had Devon
he is the
Witherspoon
wild
going
card
8
here.
to the
Because I'll tell you what,
Falcons.
as far as pressure percentage this past year, he was number 2 in the country. He has some unique things. It's just, this is one of those times where I'll tell you
Raiders
what,
pick has been
Josh
in for a
McDaniels has to
while.
get with his medical staff and say, hey, look, just tell me
Still
what we're dealing
no
with here.
sign
When
of the
will he be
commission.
ready? What could be the possibility of him re-injuring this
I'm just
and
waiting
us not
for the
having
moment
it?
I'm
'Cause
sitting
we need
here.
him on the
There's a
field.
trade alert and the Dolphins are somehow
You're right. If you want to build it front to back,
Doubt it's gonna
I
happen,
believe in
but
too.
that would be so
This is the guy
crazy.
who you have to look. You have to trust
Or
the
if the
medical
Vikings
staff,
move
though.
up at all,
They
we
have to
have
tell you
to
you're
look
good
out
to
for
go,
those trade
send him the car.
details.
If
Maybe
not,
like a 3-way trade,
going
Miami
corner.
involved
The
in
Raiders
Dalvin
need
Cook
help
somehow
in
like
the
that.
defensive secondary, but it hasn't
Oh,
been
no.
for lack of trying. They've taken 5 defensive backs in the first round in the previous 10 years, which is
That's
tied for the
wild.
most in the NFL in that stretch, Mel. It just hasn't worked out in many cases.
No, it hasn't. And here's it's a tough debate because we talk about Jalen Carter's talent, but the character concern. And this is an organization I think needs somebody that's completely clean through the process. Christian Gonzalez had 4 interceptions. He had 0 at Colorado, so he showed the ball skills this year. He can't bounce back from that subpar performance against Georgia. That
I
a heck
think
of
it's
a year
Jalen Carter.
for the Oregon Ducks.
I mean, just think about it. You have Max
Very
Crosby,
well
you have
could be
Chandler
Christian
Jones,
Gonzalez,
and
though.
you still finished 27th
I
in
have
sacks.
Jalen Carter.
So you know that right now
They didn't
are
get a lot out of
definitely-
Chandler, though.
Yeah, that's true. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
That's why pass rusher has to be in consideration here.
So that sucks. Any Raiders fans, sucks to suck.
In the 2023 NFL
Just
Draft,
kidding. Here it is.
the Las Vegas Raiders select Tyree Wilson.
Wow.
Defensive end, Texas Tech.
All right, so there he is, a transfer from Texas A&M. He had a huge
Wow.
final season, 7 sacks, 15.5 tackles for loss.
Raiders said, we don't care who you think we're taking. We're taking Tyree Wilson. Tyree Wilson. I like Tyree Wilson. He's quick off the ball. He'll get to the quarterback. He's disruptive. He's a very good prospect. Not what I was expecting there at 7. But hey, the Raiders haven't had much draft success. They say, hey, let's switch it up a little bit. Let's take the guy that people don't think we're going to take, and let's see how well this is going to work for us.
Hey, if you're okay with the foot, drops down here. I think this is my 16th best player on the board. So I wasn't as high on
very, very good, very disruptive. Okay. Tyree Wilson to the Raiders, not bad pick at all. Not a bad pick at all.
And to me, he's the best 4-3 defensive end in the draft. You can line him up in a 5 technique, which is outside the tackle. You can put him head up on the tight end.
He's going to be very solid. Very, very solid.
You want him inside the tackle as a 4-eye. The versatility, the length. And when you look at the Raiders, Max Crosby had 46%
very
of their
solid.
sacks. That was the second highest rate in the NFL. They had to get a compliment. Chandler Jones wasn't living up to par. So to our point, how we improve the pass defense, we're not going to do it on the back end. We're going to do it up front and affect the quarterback.
Well, I'll tell you what, I look forward to seeing him out at the Pass Rush Summit out in Vegas this summer. I can tell you, he will be there. Max will have him there. And I think the thing that
now the Falcons are on the clock. Now this could be Christian Gonzalez. Match up Christian Gonzalez with AJ Terrell like we just saw the Seahawks. Match up Devon Witherspoon with Tariq Woolen. I think maybe Falcons take Jalen Carter. Maybe they take Christian Gonzalez. Now we can just carry those two to the next pick and they have choices.
With a lot more explosiveness. If he's healthy,
we also know Howie Roseman with his defensive lineman. If he falls to 10,
he really could.
Yeah.
I think the Eagles are eating that up.
I don't know if Mel can pull that off. I don't think Mel can pull that off.
Lift the commissioner right off his feet like he was a small child. All right, there are big names.
All right, Falcons pick is in.
Will the quarterback Will Levis hear his name called shortly? And how about Jalen Carter, Mel Kiper's #1 player, still on the board. The Atlanta Falcons will choose next.
Bless
the
me.
NFL Draft on ESPN.
Falcons, Desmond Ridder, Marcus Mariota. That's not going to be Will Levis. Bears, Justin Fields. That's not going to be Will Levis. Eagles, duh. That's not going to be Will Levis. Titans.
Romantic, sexual love.
No, I don't.
For her.
No.
All the laughs.
I don't know.
No. Try again.
Titans at 11. Could that be Will Levis? Could there be a trade going there? Who knows? But the Falcons pick is in.
That is sad.
I think Falcons are going.
You know what's sad?
I think the Falcons are going to go with Jalen Carter taking off the board.
Are you about to die?
I'm not 50.
Bears, Peter Skoronski. Eagles.
So what should we do next?
Start your summer.
Don't know what the Eagles are going to do. Oh, Eagles, Bijan Robinson.
With a happy ending.
Knock it off!
What?
You got issues, Quill.
Oh, come on.
Eagles, Bijan. Seems very.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Rated PG-13. Only in theaters May 5th. Tickets on sale now.
Interesting piece. Let me bring in my expert.
So many scratches.
Those are from my car keys.
Such a rich history. This won't do well at auction, but at AT&T, it's worth a brand new Samsung Galaxy S23.
Wait, really? What about this?
AT&T's deal is back. Everyone gets a free new Samsung Galaxy S23 with a Galaxy phone trade-in. Any year, any condition.
The all-new Prius. Toyota, let's go places.
What happened at Waco affected all of us. It affected the entire country.
The government refuses to take responsibility for its actions.
David Koresh, he was never gonna surrender.
Somebody has to fight back.
They talk about a holy war that's coming.
You realize who we are!
I think we helped create the monster we're trying to stop.
Ugh.
Only on Showtime, and now stream Showtime on Paramount Plus.
It's your igniter. We'll help get that fixed.
Well.
Any oven issues? Done.
Atlanta. Still on the clock. I think I know what Atlanta's do going here. I think they're going Bijan.
My oven. Yep, an app to fix your oven. That's correct.
Introducing Front Door.
Atlanta running that Tyler Algier, Bijan Robinson combination.
That's what I dreamed
I
about.
think Bijan makes sense right here.
Expert analysis.
He can do it all.
And behind the scenes access all off season.
Just trying to build that consistency.
NFL Plus. Get it all for $4.99 this off season.
Welcome back to Kansas City, where the Atlanta Falcons pick is in at number 8. They could certainly use help rushing the passer. There's 39 sacks in the last
Yeah, you've got
two
one
seasons.
pick correct, and that's the Bryce Young pick.
Than any other team in the National Football League. So there
That
are
is
plenty
wild.
of pass rushers still available, despite the top 2 names, Will Anderson and Tyree Wilson, already being off the board. We'll see if the Falcons will go in that direction or in another. The commissioner making his way to the stage on a loud night here in Kansas City. The defending Super Bowl champs hosting this year's NFL draft. And the commissioner enjoying a little Sweet Caroline. He seems to enjoy the Neil Diamond, and who among us does not? Roger Goodell.
How many have I gotten? Let me see.
The crowd to continue
One.
with the chanting back part of this, which has become so popular in many ballparks. Here we go. Here's Roger Goodell.
I'm trying to think. I think 1.
For the Atlanta Falcons pick, I'm joined by Chris and Shane from Big Brothers Big Sisters of Kansas City. Chris and Shane are a true testament to the power of mentorship. The NFL and its teams work closely with Big Brothers Big Sisters of America as part of our work on social justice through our initiative Inspired
Connor,
Change.
join the call. Join the
Falcons
Discord
are
call,
big-time
Connor.
supporters of the organization.
Join the server. I'll
and they're
drag you
thrilled
in.
to have Chris and Shane making their pick.
I'm gonna
Okay,
be honest.
guys,
We do not
take it away.
care. Oh, I was not talking about the Big Brother thing. That sounds bad.
With the 8th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Atlanta
Bijan.
Falcons select Bijan Robinson.
There he goes.
Running back, Texas.
Oh!
Arthur Smith strikes.
Wow. Holy smoke. In a word, Bijan Robinson is spectacular. Last year, almost
There he goes.
1,600 yards, 18 touchdowns, unanimous All-American, won the Doak Walker Award, also caught 60 balls in his 3 seasons, so he brings that too.
Sorry,
He's from Tucson,
Chase.
Arizona,
Not going to the
where he
Eagles.
was the 2-time State Player of the Year. Lewis, it is Bijan Robinson, 8 to Atlanta.
Yeah, look, he's the total package now. He has got instincts, vision, strength, jump cut ability, yards after contact, home run speed, catch the ball to the backfield. You name it, he's got it. He's got it all. And look, Arthur Smith, the head coach, he's the kind of guy who's going to say, hey, look, I need a bell cow. I need a guy who can do it all. Look at this elusiveness. Look at it. Spin with 1, 2, 3. Stiff arm. Stiff arm again. Sit down. Get off of me. I mean, he can do it all. Contact balance. He's going to need this.
Bears trade pick to the Eagles.
Play up to par last year.
Eagles
But just
jumping?
look at this.
They're on
Just
clock?
bounce off of this young man.
All right, we gotta get Chase in here now.
15 pounds at 5'11", so he is absolutely
All right,
built
Chase.
the way you want a running back to be built. He can catch the ball out of the backfield. As far as here, just running this halfback seam, and look at the adjust to be able to catch the ball back
Ooh.
across his body. He's going to be asked to do it all, and then in pass protection, the number one thing that all young running backs struggle with. He's going to stand in there, sink his rear end, hit a rising blow, low to high, stick and stay, and then the big playability. Can you create plus 10-yard runs, which is what they measure running backs by. If you can hit plus 20, if you can hit home runs, then it's all a bonus. Bijan can do all that. I'm telling you, this is an Arthur Smith pick. He needed that bell cow. He's used to having one. Now he's got one.
He wore the number 5 because his football idol was Reggie Bush. We'll talk more about him in a moment, but first, I'm told Shefty has more breaking news. Shefty.
Well, Greeny, the Philadelphia Eagles have moved up to number 9 here. And again, we look at the board. Jalen Carter is the number 1 player on Mel's board. And if we go back to where he played at college, he played with the Eagles.
All right, did the Eagles
Picks
jump to get
last year,
Jalen
Jordan
Carter?
Davis and Kobe Dean. The Eagles have done a lot of work on him. This is later than people thought Jalen Carter would go. We'll see if he winds up being the pick, Greeny.
All right, so again, this is that 9 spot that originally had been possessed by Carolina. They traded up to get to number 1, and so it was the Bears, and now the move here to Philadelphia.
And we talked about when he had the leadership Who was there? Jordan Davis. Who does Jordan Davis play for now, Green? That being Jalen Carter, the Philadelphia Eagles. Correct. So how ironic would it be if the Eagles go back and try to recreate the tandem that was at Georgia, Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter, Mel?
Yeah, I'm going to go back to Atlanta. This Bijan Robinson pick, I'm not going to let that go. This is a running back in the first round, guys.
Sounds like the heck of Philly.
Hey, this is a running back. Tyler Algier, BYU running back, had a really nice year running the football for Atlanta. They drafted Kyle Pitts. They drafted Drake London. Algier had a good back. This defense still has major issues. I think it's an interesting pick because, again, Derrick Henry, Arthur Smith, I get that. Is it a luxury pick when you got a really good back? Now, hey, if he's Saquon Barkley, I get it. If he's not, then you already have a good back in Algier, and you have Christian Gonzalez, cornerback Oregon, sitting there for a secondary that could have used them.
But to your point with Atlanta, nobody ran the football in the National Football League more than Atlanta.
All right,
so
what did the Eagles do? Jumped
season,
up.
But when you can get a back like Bijan Robinson,
Jumped the Bears, and see what they're going to do.
Saquon Barkley and Christian McCaffrey, because Steve Sarkisian said he was the best receiver on the team. I think that's too much to pass up.
You know what? And you know, look, I think we forget just how look, Saquon was like one of one type of talent. Like Adrian Peterson, those type of guys. Look, I get you have that discussion there. I'm with you, Mel. Mel's converted me. Okay? I'm one of these guys who now believes, look, there's just too much evidence that suggests that in the top of the second, late first, you can get running backs who are going to be Pro Bowlers, who are going to be MVP candidates. Look, Arthur Smith had one in Derrick Henry, who was a second rounder down in Tennessee. So he knows. But I'll tell you what, moving forward to this pick here with Philadelphia, you think about the veteran presence they have on the defensive line, it would be perfect to absorb a guy like Jalen Carter. Fletcher Cox. Remember that name, too.
Guys, Subway's taking us down to the stage, and Susie, who's with Bijan. Susie.
Another childhood dream comes true. How does this all tie back to your granddad, Cleo?
Holy cow, the Bears just got jumped.
I just want to say, give honor to God for blessing me to be here with everybody and giving me the gift to be out here. And my grandpa, he's so ecstatic right now, and just doing it with him and being a part with him, it's so incredible, so amazing. But can't wait to celebrate it with him and see what he says.
You've already been doing community work.
I think Eagles take Jalen Carter here.
Atlanta community know about what they're getting in Bijan Robinson.
Oh, I mean, they're just getting such a positive guy, that obviously loves football, but wants to help the city, just grow even more than it already is. And for me, my heart is out there for everybody, and I'm gonna bring my faith and my positivity, my happiness, my smile to every kid, every teenager, every adult, everybody out there. So I hope they accept me for me, and it's gonna be a great time.
Welcome to the NFL.
Thank you.
Susie, thank you. Lewis.
Yeah, look, when you're just talking about Philadelphia and them being on the clock right now, and we're having this discussion about Jalen Carter. I mean, just think of some of the other names: Brandon Graham, Fletcher Cox. I mean, Hassan Reddick. These guys are all pro. When you talk about strong
Eagles jumped them and gave him a fourth rounder next year.
Say, hey, look,
wow.
This is how we do it. We were a couple snaps away from winning the Super Bowl. No one's going to wreck what we got going on here.
Bears, I think, are still getting Peter Skoronski.
Bears move back.
Eagles here, probably Jalen Carter now.
Fourth-round pick for next season.
Pick is in. Commissioner probably coming out in a second.
Aggressive in this spot, moving up one place, maybe believing someone else was going to come up and take a player that they were interested in. Again, a lot of signals here maybe pointing towards Jalen Carter, who is Mel Kiper's #1 player on his big board. Mel, that does seem the direction that might make sense here, but we've not yet heard anything official.
Yeah, the Eagles tend to want to invest in the trenches in these first-round picks. That's why I thought it'd be interesting if Bijan was there. Would they take him? Peter Skoronski, offensive lineman out of Northwestern, is a kind of guy.
Here
they
comes the
need
commish.
Obviously, Jalen Carter in the mix as well.
Let's find out right now. Here's the commissioner.
The Chicago Bears have traded the 9th pick to the Philadelphia Eagles.
It's got to be Jalen Carter, right? It's got to be Jalen Carter.
In the 2023 NFL Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select Jalen Carter.
There he goes.
Defensive tackle, Georgia.
So there it is. The football part of his story is easy. 6 sacks, 103 tackles, caught a touchdown, 3 sensational seasons at Georgia, a former 5-star recruit out of Apopka, Florida. But as we discussed earlier at great length, the
Jalen Carter off the board.
Pleading no contest to charges of reckless driving and racing stemming from an incident in which 2 people were killed. So this was, in its own way, the most difficult decision of this draft. Let's go to Shefty and Chris Mortensen for the insight into how it was made. Guys?
Yeah, I can tell you here, Greeny, the Philadelphia Eagles went back and forth on this pick. And Drew Rosenhaus, the agent, called Howie Roseman today.
All right, well, now the Bears gained an extra pick next year, 4th rounder, and they're still probably going to get their guy in Peter Skoronski right here.
Jalen
Chase has
Carter.
left the
When
call.
board fell the way
Take
it
off
did,
his graphic.
he was the one player there that they
Now
loved,
I think
and
this
they
is
decided to
definitely
move
Peter
up one
Skronsky.
slot
Bears pick
to
is
try
in
to
really
take him.
fast.
But it was a tough
So
discussion for a lot of teams. I know at least 3 teams picking in front of the Eagles that took him off their draft board, Greeny.
All right, Mel, he was the #1 player on your board.
Yeah, great player for 2 years in a row, and I think what impressed me this year in terms of his football ability, he had the ankle injury against Oregon.
I'm definitely going Peter
season, right?
Skronsky
he's
here,
out.
10 for the Bears.
MCL against Missouri,
So
October 1st. Comes back from that against Florida.
what did I say? There's been like what three or four trades already this first round. I told you these trades were gonna fire off like that. So I did call that Cardinals pick. The Cardinals trading back up, and they took, who'd they take? Paris Johnson. That's right. Took Paris Johnson. Got that correct. Got some more picks correct. So I do feel like I'm not doing too shabby right now.
The interior pressure he gets on a consistent basis wreaks havoc, and it really affects quarterback. Jalen Carter didn't have any issues. He's in the mix to be the first, second, third pick overall guaranteed. The character concerns.
I want to see if the Titans are going to trade, they're going to do something, or they just take up straight up taking no lineman there. If I don't know who the Bears would go here if it's not Peter Skronsky, but if this isn't Peter Skronsky and it's somehow someone else, then the Bears are definitely taking. Not the Bears. If the Bears don't take Peter Skronsky, I feel like the Titans are definitely taking Peter Skronsky. But it's definitely the Bears here, Peter Skronsky. Again, I don't know who the Bears would take if it's not Peter Skronsky. So, oh, there he is. Philly sports guy. There he is.
He dominated when he wanted to. The key is the National Football League, you got to be able to do it snap in and snap out. He's about 15 pounds too heavy. He's got to get in better shape. If he shows up like the Jalen Carter when Jordan Davis
Commissioner came out, he went back in, so I don't know what just happened.
The guy that is now in Philadelphia, so they pair those two back together. Can he be that dominant player? It'll be outstanding.
All right, Subway is taking us back down to the stage. Susie is with Jalen Carter. Susie.
Jalen, you're arguably the most talented player on the best team in the country, but this process felt unpredictable. How would you describe just the range of emotions that you've gone through over the last few months?
I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot. I just want to thank God. I want to thank my mom, thank my family for being out here for me and supporting me. And, you know, it's time to work. The Eagles got the best player in the draft. I'm for the show it.
The Eagles guys got on the phone with you today. What did you tell them?
And I told them they got the best player in the draft, and you know, day one when I get there, it's time to work, and we're for to win the Super Bowl.
And you've got former teammates there already. What does that mean to you?
That means a lot. Jordan Davis and Kobe Dean, you know, I'm for to come there, talk to them guys, and we for the win.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's cool. He gets to link up with 2 former college teammates. That's sick. Chemistry is going to be welcome in that organization from day one for sure. Howie Roseman is defensive tackles, man. Howie Roseman. He loves them. He just loves them.
His quickness. When you talked about
he just loves them.
That forearm shift right there. I mean, he's going against offensive linemen now who are 3'10", 315, and he's just throwing them around. And then look at this bull rush. That kind of push-pull. You push him, you get him off balance and jerk him, throw him on the ground. He's got the arm over. He can get on an edge now. He can take an edge and win with it as far as on third down and getting pressure on the quarterback. But I'll tell you what.
I think right here, Bears, Peter Skronsky.
When you think of that combination, I can tell you this.
Connor.
And Fletcher Cox, the veterans along that defensive line, will get this young man ready to go. They will not allow him to lower the standard in Philly. And if he holds up his end of the bargain, they are monstrous across the D-line because it's just highlight after highlight with this guy, Book. I mean, that right there at 315 pounds is effortless.
And for a team that led the National Football League with sacks with 70 sacks, this is a position of strength. So they take a strength and they add to it. And now they have the ability to be one of the most physical units, not only offensively, but defensively. I love the pick for the Philadelphia Eagles. And this young man has got to go in and approach the game like a professional. If he does that, the sky's
I cannot hear you.
To reiterate, the last 2 times this happened, Warren Sapp, number 3 on my board, dropped to 12. Right, turned out to be a great player. Laramie Tunsil, number 1 on the board, dropped to 13. Turned out to be a heck of a player. Jalen Carter, number 1 on the board, drops to 9. We'll see if he'll be 3 in a row.
Bears pick's been in for a minute.
Concerns will turn out to be really good players.
Yep. No, I'm just looking. Philadelphia has followed their MO to a T. Ever since Jeffrey Lurie has owned this team, build it inside out, front to back, man. They don't deviate.
Yo. I cannot hear you.
In this draft after Jalen Carter went 9 to Philadelphia. Here we go.
Hold on. I'll work on it after this pick. Hold on.
The Chicago Bears select Darnell Wright.
Darnell Wright. Wow.
Tennessee.
Wow. Darnell Wright.
So the second tackle of our night goes off the board.
Not Peter Skoronski.
Small SEC player, finishing up a terrific career in which he played a lot and all over the line. Started 27 games at right tackle, 13 at left, 2 at right guard. In all, he played over 2,700 snaps in his 4 years. Lewis, great size and power, originally a 5-star recruit out of Huntington, West Virginia.
Look, I believe that this young man, when it's all said and done, has the ability to be the best player in this draft. At 6'5", 333 pounds, almost cracked 5 flat in the 40-yard dash. He is big, mean, nasty. Ask Will Anderson. I asked Will Anderson, who's the best player you played against? He instantly said, oh, that offensive tackle from Tennessee. I said, Darnell Wright, huh? Yeah, he's got feet, he's got punch, he's got lateral agility. He can absolutely knock you off the football and knock you 5. That's Brian Brzee right there. He's taking him on the other side of the center, 5 yards downfield. And as far as being a mauler, look, he's going to finish it, even in pass pro. If you let up at all and you don't get off,
just hop in a call. Hold on. I'll call you. I'll call you.
Right in your chest. And I can tell you this, as far as recovery, I'm telling you, if you're rushing against
that is
guy,
loud.
you're sitting there going, well, where should I go? What do I do?
Yo.
I can't run down the middle. I can't get on his edge. And if I get out in space,
What
and I'm
the
a
heck?
second-level player, make sure your chin strap's buckled. Just make sure it's buckled, because that's what will happen to you.
And just like Arizona, getting Paris Johnson protecting the quarterback, Chicago gets the tackle to protect Justin Fields. He was sacked 55 times last year. You got to protect your quarterback, and they got a guy that adds a mean.
Look at his feet. That's 333 pounds, folks.
Feet like typewriter, baby.
I'm telling you, guys, it wasn't just.
Oh,
Oh, there we go.
you hear me?
Yep.
Oh, I can hear you.
What?
Bro, I had no right going 31st overall, and bro went 10th.
You can hear me?
Yes.
Dude, Darno, I thought that was Peter Skoronski for sure.
Yes, I thought it was Skoronski too.
Darn, hey, they must.
I had Darnell going to the Chiefs.
They must know something. I think
something we don't.
I had
him 330.
Where'd I have him going? I had him going somewhere in the teens.
Got 2 picks right. And Bijan was the pick I thought I was gonna get wrong.
We were right. This draft with the trades is too unpredictable.
Yeah, no.
This thing is wild. Like, there's been trades, like, I called it too. At the beginning of the thing, I said trades are gonna be popping. I don't know right going 15.
Now Will Levis can't even go to the Texans anymore, bro.
No, because the Texans don't even have the 12th pick. The Lions.
No, but they're getting Will Levis at 12.
The Lions?
Yeah.
Lions still have 18 too. Lions have 18 too. And they have the 34th. They have the 34th now. They have 2 first rounds and 2 second rounds now. Lions just low-key won that trade. They're just racking up picks. Right now. They're racking up picks.
The Cardinals lost nothing from giving them. I don't know why. Texans would go defense when they could just wait till the 12th pick and maybe go receiver to help out Stroud. You got no one to throw to.
All the receivers are still on the board. Honestly, the Titans could take a receiver here right now.
Nah.
They don't really have anyone. Traylon Burks is not him, so.
That's a big one.
And the Big Richardson.
That's the sustainability solution IBM and a global real estate company created.
Yeah, they don't. I don't even know what the Texans are. They're not the Texans. I don't know what the Titans are gonna do here. They might take Peter Skoronski now that the Bears didn't take him, but this might be Peter Skoronski.
No, what does that mean?
It means you're gonna need more Tide. See? More likes. More Tide.
So I think it's Peter Skoronski now.
You do?
Yeah.
You're gonna need more Tide.
It's a mess out there. That's why there's 85.
I am waiting for something to happen with the Vikings trade.
Yes, bro. Wait, no. I'm waiting for. Yeah, I thought Vikings were going to trade up.
I did too. If the Vikings trade up and take Levis, then that means I win the Levis sweepstakes. All right.
No one's trading up for Levis.
Hey, they were talking highly on him.
Have you told him what? We're gonna tell him what to do.
We haven't told him
because I can't even get it right anymore.
We haven't told him the specifics, but
I can't even get it right anymore.
I think I'm gonna win because screw it. The Bills are taking Will Levis.
No, but
Bills are taking Will
it says
Levis.
it says the pick is in for 30 minutes.
I
Like
know,
I'm gonna be
it's
watching the Bills pick at in like 3 a.m.
Don't. Yours might be ahead, so I don't.
Oh, it says Ryan Tannehill 13 pass TDs in 2022 right now. Hello.
I don't even see that graphic.
They have the aging quarterback in Ryan Tannehill. They have the young quarterback.
So it was last year.
Last year, not quite clear whether or not he is the future there in Tennessee. There was a lot of speculation at the beginning of this night, Mel, that they may be looking to trade up for a quarterback, but we believe that was CJ.
What broadcast are you watching?
Exactly. So now you look at
ESPN.
The Marriott one?
Actually, NFL Network.
Oh, you're watching a different one. That's why.
I already know who gets picked. I don't know how, but I do.
How? Did they already
I
call
don't
it?
know. No. Like I haven't seen it yet, but I already know who they pick. I don't know how.
Like a guess, but.
No, I'm just him. I mean, I don't know. I just don't know.
It's Peter Skoronski.
Like I haven't seen it yet, but.
Last year, Tennessee started the guard that weighed 250 pounds. They need some beef inside, especially the way.
I have someone at the draft, like Roger Goodell just texted me.
Oh, for real?
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up.
Or Mike Vrabel texted me too. He FaceTimed me.
That's wild. I didn't even hear that.
30th in the NFL in receptions
and
receiving yards last year, and then released their leading receiver.
Yeah, well, tell him I'm right, because it's Peter Skoronski.
They could use help in a lot of different places on that offensive side.
I'm calling it.
Is he walking up for you right now?
He's about to be.
He's saying it right now for me.
He's walking up right now.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Let's hear from the commissioner.
With the 11th pick in the 2023 NFL
Damn.
Draft,
I don't know how I knew it.
Wow. It's almost like I know
actually,
a thing or
I didn't do
two.
that. I actually don't know how I knew that. I literally clicked on a website and it said Peter Skoronski like 3 minutes before it got picked. I think they have inside news, bro.
Or we're just that far behind.
No, because ESPN didn't even update.
All right,
Not
well,
behind.
Peter Skoronski. Who's up now? The
All right,
Lions.
Lions.
I know who it is. It's Christian
Dude, I'm
Gonzalez.
Am I the only? Yeah, he hasn't went yet. Damn. Am I the only one that's surprised that the Seahawks went Davon Witherspoon?
I mean, I was surprised, but it makes sense when you think about it. Oh yeah, it's definitely Christian Gonzalez. They locked in that pick so fast.
I don't even need it. Yeah, he shouldn't even fell this far. It's Levis.
I thought he was going 6 to the Lions.
Hey, if Levis goes second round to the Texans, hey.
I said.
I'm still in this. I'm still in this.
Just saying, I said Christian Gonzalez.
I just gotta make it through.
What?
They're showing like his dad right now, Bob Skoronski. It's a goat.
Peter Skoronski's a dog.
Lions are definitely going Christian Gonzalez here.
It's gotta be Christian Gonzalez.
He should have went like a little ago.
I had them taking Christian Gonzalez at 6.
Skoronski wasn't there?
Well, they traded back with the Cardinals. So.
No, like he wasn't at at the draft.
Skoronski wasn't?
No. I don't see him. I remember seeing him walking up, or did he?
They might.
Pick is in. Dang.
No, they locked that pick in like 3 minutes ago.
Yeah, but it's just showing up for me. You're showing Will Levis is cute right now.
Dude, if it's Will Levis.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I would be
They
very
just go from
surprised.
Jared Goff to the second generation of Jared Goff.
Jared Goff to Will Levis would be wild.
Oh wow, hey, Lions selection. He's already walking up here.
He's about to walk up from me.
He's already saying it.
Don't say anything, buddy.
Nah.
I know who it is though. I have a good guess.
We're going to find out right now. Here's the commissioner with the Lions.
Why'd he scream a little bit? Why did he make that reaction?
The Detroit Lions select Jahmyr Gibbs.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
This is the second
Yo!
Whoa!
Jahmyr Gibbs? I had him go to the Eagles. Eagles are pissed right now. Eagles are so mad.
Jahmyr Gibbs?
Nah, they have to see something in this guy.
Well, I mean, he's raw, but at 12?
Yeah, I know, but like
at 12? With
the guy
Christian
like
Gonzalez?
Ford and Will Levis?
What?
Broderick Jones.
I mean, he's raw.
Or Broderick.
But
Dude, Alabama. Pick after pick. Green Bay's next. Hey, Michael Meyer. Michael Meyer, baby.
Jahmyr
Gibbs.
Whoa.
Actually crazy.
That's like the first
Jahmyr
big,
Gibbs. Bro.
I don't want to call it a reach, but like that's a reach.
Bro. No. Like the Lions could have traded all the way to goddamn pick 20 and still got the same dude.
I don't want to call it a reach because he's good, but that's a reach.
Oh, no. Tell me this.
That's a reach.
Why wouldn't they take him at 18?
Well, yeah, they could have taken Christian Gonzalez, then waited off. They must have someone else they're thinking of too.
Maybe someone else was looking at him.
Maybe Will
Green Bay,
Levis.
no.
Maybe Will Levis at 18.
Patriots. Hooker at 18, bro. I won't be surprised if they pick Hooker.
Levis or Hooker?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Packers we're not gonna get him.
Oh, they
Patriots
are hype.
want it.
They are hype. They wanted
Patriots
Jahmyr Gibbs. They are hype.
Matt. Oh, maybe the Jets would have got them. Maybe the Jets would.
They got Brees Hall though.
Oh, I forgot about that, dude.
And Zonovan
Washington. Who's Washington?
And
Washington got
Michael
removed.
Carter. They don't need him.
Got that removed.
They have 3 solid balls.
Why wouldn't they take him at 18?
Jahmyr Gibbs
The only
at
person that
12
would pick him
is
was the
wild.
Patriots.
You know, I would have been very mad if the Dolphins had a first-round pick because that's who we were looking at. Jahmyr Gibbs, he's raw. He's so good.
Warner.
But now, this is going to be interesting.
Is first day only round 1?
Yeah. Now, do the Packers go with my original pick here? Jackson Smith-Njigba?
Nah, Michael Meyer.
Nah.
I didn't watch my my mock yet.
I don't think they're
Bro, for the past 2 weeks, bro, or like 3, I keep getting the same payment for $60 on PlayStation, but it never goes through because I don't have $60. It's just like random dude in California.
Damn. I think this is Jackson Smith-Njigba.
Let them come.
Can you stream it on Discord so we're at the same spot, or it won't let you?
I can, but it might just be a little laggy.
DirecTV, so he's watching baseball at his weird neighbor's house. He's all right.
It might be dark. You might not be able to see it.
Call 1-800
No, it won't work.
I didn't think it would.
Yeah, we love our house.
But, dude, Jahmyr Gibbs, holy cow.
Utility prices rising.
No, that's actually crazy.
Can you practice that?
I got Michael Meyer, Broderick Jones, and then Rashad Jones.
Harder to make ends meet. Hun? You mind?
Bro, that's so crazy. I had Darnell Wright at 31 and Jahmyr Gibbs at 30, and they both just went top 12.
They're both dogs. You putting Darnell Wright at 31 is criminal.
Oh.
You dropped him hard.
Love entwined.
Darnell Wright is a
No one needs.
There's like 4
Nah.
teams that need
Anton Harrison's better. DeJuan Jones is better. And Broderick Jones is better.
DeJuan Jones is not better.
Yeah, he is.
The Steelers could have taken him. The Titans could have taken him. The Bears could have taken him.
Well, the
Packers
Steelers called me yesterday and told me they wanted
The Steelers are taking DeJuan Jones.
Anton Harrison.
No, they're taking.
No,
DeJuan
they're not
Jones.
taking Anton Harrison. No, the Jets are
Mike
taking
Tomlin.
Jones.
I was on the phone with my friend Mike Tomlin yesterday, and he said they're taking DeJuan Jones.
No.
Yes, they are. The Steelers are taking DeJuan Jones.
The Jets are taking DeJuan Jones.
The Jets are not taking DeJuan Jones. I don't know who the Jets
Yes,
are
they
taking. 'Cause I
are.
had them taking Darnell Wright. The Jets are taking whoever the heck they want. But
Kansas City, and as you can see, the Green Bay Packers colors have taken over for the moment as the
Packers are taking Jackson Smith the Jigba right here. And don't be
They're not.
surprised if the Patriots take Jordan Addison. Honestly, Jordan Addison to the Patriots doesn't seem bad at all.
Sounds bad for his freaking future.
Who, Jordan Addison?
Yes, especially in the freaking East.
My thing's not even up. So annoying. Come on, Roger. Let's get this thing loaded.
Defensive end,
Whoa! Whoa!
What?
What is up with these
Bro,
picks?
what?
Alright, it was laggy, so you guys might not have heard. The Packers just took Luke Van Ness. My 28th overall
Oh my
pick.
god. Oh. Where did I have him going? I had him going 24th to the Jags.
I had him going 28 to the Bengals. But okay. 13. They must have seen something too.
Dude, Gonzalez is still on the board.
I know. No, don't let the
There's so much
Patriots.
league
Don't let
quarterbacks
the
on the board.
Patriots get Christian Gonzalez, dude.
Oh wait, they get the freaking Patriots and the Jets pick up next.
Dude, it's because no.
Oh, Will.
Will Levis to the Patriots. Will Levis to the Patriots. Will Levis to the Patriots.
Broderick Jones. Broderick Jones.
I just hope Will Levis goes to the
they
Patriots.
did-
That'd be the funniest thing ever.
No, who was that dude on the Packers with the long blonde hair?
Clay Matthews?
On defense. That's the next Clay Matthews. Oh. But Clay Matthews is a linebacker, wasn't he? Well, so is he, but he's
Well, he was like a DN linebacker. They just used him wherever. He lined up on the line outside of tackles and everything. Zay Flowers is still. He's going to the Ravens. Zay Flowers is going to the Ravens. Huh?
Yeah, I know. I got him going to the Ravens too, but like
all the receivers are still on the board.
Babe.
Oh my gosh. Who is
Trade,
it?
baby.
Who is it?
Trade, Steelers.
Oh crap. It's Christian Gonzalez. It's Christian Gonzalez.
Where are they going?
It's Christian Gonzalez. It's Christian Gonzalez.
Anton Harrison, baby, I'm telling you.
No.
No, they need a corner. It's Gonzalez.
Yeah,
No, dude. Imagine goddamn Gonzalez fell to the Jets and they had Gardner and Gonzalez.
Dude, I'm
lined up
so
in this-
glad the Steelers just jumped there. Oh my gosh.
Imagine they had Gardner and Gonzalez lined up, bro.
Connor, we just dodged the bullet. We just
That would've
dodged the
been-
bullet. The AFC East just dodged the big bullet there. The Jets would have been deadly if that happened.
Bro.
Alright. It's Christian Gonzalez.
Well, now Broderick's going to go to the Jets.
Oh, it might be Nolan Smith.
Nolan's not going this early, bro. He's going to the Cowboys.
No, he's not. I had Nolan Smith going. I had Nolan Smith going down. I don't.
You got it too early, bro.
Where'd I
And you
have
had
him?
Tyree Wilson going all the way up to like 20.
I forgot about him. That's why. I looked back on my graphics. I was like, oh crap.
Bro just threw him in there somewhere.
I did. I forgot about him, so I just threw him in there.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I had Nolan Smith at 8.
And that could be the difference in getting one of these offensive tackles for the Jets.
What are you wearing, Broderick Jones? You got a list. What's it?
here early in the draft.
Nolan Smith at 8's kind of wild looking back at that. But it's Christian Gonzalez. Steelers are hype. The Steelers are hype. It's Christian Gonzalez.
It would make perfect sense. Wide receiver would make sense. Look, I mean, they can really.
They're showing Broderick Jones.
You move into this position because you have targeted someone.
Dude, Connor.
But there's a number of different ways they can go with the
What?
They're showing Broderick Jones to the Steelers right now.
Would like nothing more than to give it to
Bro.
the Jets.
He's happy too.
Yeah, that's probably why they. No, that has to count as a point for me, bro.
Why?
That has to be because I had Broderick Jones going to the Patriots.
You ain't getting no
That was like
points.
2 hours ago.
You ain't getting no points.
I'm not going. I don't want to go to school tomorrow, bro.
Load. Why is my stupid thing not loading?
I have 2 points, Alex.
I have absences. Honestly, I have absences I can use.
Second round mock draft.
I can just stay home. And
I have like 2.
I have to ref tomorrow, so I'm not even gonna, should I just say I'm not available so I can watch the second round? Nah, I need money. I need that $100. This thing is not loading, dude.
Let's do the second round.
He's going to the Vikings or the Lions. He's not falling.
If he falls to the second round, does that count? Does that count?
If he gets picked up by the team you said.
If he falls to the Texans second round.
The Texans took CJ. They're not taking Will Levis.
No, in the second round. Oh wait, I forgot about
They
that.
took CJ. They don't. Texans.
I forgot about that.
They picked second and third, dude. The
I
Texans are
forgot
finessing.
I forgot that they got Trout.
I called it too. They took Trout too.
Wait, what did they trade for?
The New England
Just a
Patriots
swap
have
pick,
traded
or
the
what did they
14th
Holy
pick
crap.
for?
to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Wait, I'm seeing the pick.
Me
With
too.
the 14th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft,
Right.
the Pittsburgh Steelers select Broderick Jones.
Yep.
Offense.
Bro. Patriots pick him. That has to. Oh my god, bro.
Well, Christian Gonzalez is still on the board. Oh my goodness gravy. Christian Gonzalez still on
Yes,
the
please,
board.
please, go. It's gonna be what's his name?
If the Jets take Christian
Oh,
Gonzalez,
Deshaun Jones.
DeJuan Jones.
He's falling to Washington.
Who?
Gonzalez.
Dude, they're actually about to get a steal right there.
No.
Washington's
Commanders
about
are gonna
to
get
steal them.
Christian.
Yeah, it's gonna be a steal for them. If they get Christian Gonzalez, that's actually a steal.
I had them picking Joey Porter. I had them
had-
picking Porter.
I had the Patriots going Joey Porter, which could still very much happen.
The receivers and cornerbacks are falling so far.
No receivers have been taken yet.
Have their left tackle that can block the
Yeah, I think the
I
number one
had
thing that he
Washington getting Joey Porter because I thought Gonzalez was gonna go like top 10.
I had Christian Gonzalez going 6. You had Christian Gonzalez going. You had him going 7, I think.
Jones is the best offensive lineman in that draft class.
Whoa.
Broderick was the best offensive line going in that draft class.
Dude, this thing's actually not loading. It's making me mad. This thing's
I don't know
actually
how
not.
that's so
I'm
far
actually about to punch a hole in my monitor.
physicality in which he plays. Offensive line coaches, I think, are the second most important coaches on his staff outside of head
Oh,
coach.
you don't need a
They to clean
router.
up
We
his
have good
technique,
Wi-Fi.
as far as
Oh.
his posture is concerned, but the way he plays is the way Mike Tomlin
What are you
builds
even watching
offensive
on?
linemen to play.
Okay, so
My
the New
computer.
York Jets are now up
I was
at
watching
15
on the-
as they have acquired Aaron
Obviously.
Rodgers, and the overwhelming belief had
Am I
been
delayed?
that they wanted to add an offensive tackle to play in front of Rodgers. There were 3 real main tackles in this draft class, and all of those have gone. It's not clear, and I'll ask Todd McShay in a moment if there is a tackle worthy of going in this spot, or if the Jets should look in another direction as we see their draft room. One can imagine perhaps some disappointment there.
I
that
think
won't
they
have
are
the
taking
opportunity. Aaron Rodgers comes to a team that
Peter
has desperately
Skoronski.
needed him. You see, in the history of the
You already got
organization,
picked.
the Jets have one All-Pro season from a quarterback.
He's already off the board, bro.
That was a joke.
Joe Namath in 1968, the year that the Jets went on to win the Super Bowl.
They're taking DeJuan Jones.
The Jets have never had one, and so the question, Todd, I'll ask you first here.
Bro, I told you this and you said no.
That would make sense to go this high,
I don't even know at this point. My brain's scrambled with all the picks so far.
3 offensive linemen that they were considering at the number 13 and now the number 15 pick after the trade, they're all gone. And so now, if you're Joe Douglas, you're working the phones right now. I mean, he wants draft picks because they don't have a 3rd-round pick. They gave up one of their 2nd-round picks in the trade for Aaron Rodgers.
Tomorrow at
Joe
7
believes
p.m.
in loading up on draft picks. Plus, you just lost out on the offensive tackle. So
are they about to trade this
no
pick?
Tight end.
Joe Douglas will move back.
No, they would have already done it.
And there are some options here.
Bro, no Dalvin Cook's gotten traded. No Austin Eckler. No D-Hop.
I'm waiting for the moment a trade happens and the Dolphins logo pops up.
They could go in a couple different directions, but I know Joe's working the phones right now.
That's never gonna happen. What do y'all need in the first round?
I want Dalvin Cook. I don't want anyone in this draft class. I want Dalvin Cook. I do not want Sean Tucker.
He's falling 3rd round.
I don't want.
Actually, you don't want him.
I want a established running back. I don't want to take any more chances. We always draft a late round running back.
By the way,
never
from
works out.
20 to 31, there's gonna be like every.
There's gonna be what?
You heard?
What?
From 20 to 31, there's gonna be at least like 6 wide receivers.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
I feel like I'm delayed.
Simple as that.
I just can't get my stupid broadcast to stay going. It's so laggy.
Does back what Todd McShay was suggesting. Perhaps they're looking for a trade.
Like your YouTube?
No, just the
like the live stream.
Yeah, the draft broadcast itself. The stream's fine.
I'm going to say this is my favorite assignment of the year. If the Jets draft a quarterback right now, I'm leaving. Okay, it's as simple as that.
How many picks have you got right?
I have no clue.
I think you've gotten like 0.
No, I've gotten some. Like CJ Stroud, I got CJ Stroud. Some other ones too.
I think Will Levis still going to the Texans.
That said, let me get in between the two of you bickering.
We're going to trade Will Levis away for Dalvin Cook.
The next 2 minutes and 9 seconds. What direction should they go?
I would take Kalijah Campbell, defensive.
Who are they? We're going to pick, bro. Just pick. Y'all are a team that picked Sam Darnold and Zach Wilson. Y'all can't get any better. Even though they have the best draft class last year ever, but
he's got different speed. I've heard that physically, the Peck is going to be fine. He's going to be ready to go.
Jets are living good right now.
That's what I'm looking at.
Honestly, I would love any of those 3. You know, Nolan Smith, Will McDonald, wide receiver, Kalijah Campbell. Make it 4 options. They have good options. It's just not the option that everyone expects.
Well, you're in the AFC, guys. That's one thing about the AFC.
You got to get after quarterback. You have to. You got to have speed coming off that edge. 4-3 just sticks out.
I just see a team sitting down here when we're talking about Pitt Panthers. You know I love to talk about.
They're going to DeJuan Jones, bro.
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, held a Pitt, H2P.
Probably. Nolan Smith's still on the board.
Hey.
He's going to the Cowboys, bro. I'm telling you, the bro's falling to the shadow realms.
Jets have made their pick. I mean, their war room looks hype.
That the Jets wind up going. It took them a very long time to work out the Aaron Rodgers trade, and now it's taken them a very long time to make this selection. But we are seeing this is live pictures from their draft room, and they seem to be hugging each other.
They're happy about something.
It still suggests here that they have not turned in the envelope. It certainly looks as though they've made some sort of decision that has them excited. We'll see what it is.
Come on, guys.
Belief had been that they wanted to come
I'm ready for freaking James Rawls.
What
I'm
is
ready
that?
for James Rawls.
That's day 3?
Probably 31st pick.
No.
No, they're going to give him the first round, bro. They have to.
That's wild. They only give them like 4th, 5th rounders.
They're gonna be like Dolphins. What happened? How do you not have a first round pick?
I would just walk out. I would never turn on the draft again.
on the defensive side with their defensive
I would
minded
actually
coaches
quit
Robert Saleh.
YouTube if that happened.
It's the AFC, and you have so many great quarterbacks in this conference, guys, and you got a division with Josh Allen. I mean, when you got Josh, you got Tua. You want to get after him, right? Yeah.
Okay, stop talking about Tua.
With Tua. You got New England, Mac Jones, and Mac Jones right now is the 4th best quarterback in this division, by the way. And an AFC loaded with great quarterbacks.
Y'all are getting Levis in the second round. I can already see it.
Shut up,
I just
dude.
think if your tackles
I
are
don't
gone,
want Will Levis.
Two guys have been productive doing that.
You're gonna be.
What a baller.
Yeah, I love Will McDonald later, you know, and he's
If
your
we
guy.
draft
I'll
Will
give you that,
Levis,
but
I'll
it's
get a
either Nolan
buzz,
Smith
a zero
or Kalani
buzz.
Kancey. You're either getting pressure from the interior or the outside.
Bro, the Jets have been on the clock for at least 30 minutes.
They're so
Oh my god.
boring. The pick has been in for like 5.
I don't think they can miss with Nolan Smith or Kalani.
Call
Let's
your
not forget, they
pick.
tried to add some speed off the edge with Carl Lawson. He had the Achilles, couldn't quite get back. So maybe they want to add a dynamic guy coming off the edge.
Goodness, New Yorker, yeah.
We know how Robert Saleh, the head coach, wants to play.
They want guys with high motors and that can run all day long. And the reason why, like, I was just joking. Well, I wasn't really joking about Kalani Kancey because you know I love him. But I'm thinking Detroit down there at 18, right?
Be a great fit.
Think about him with Aiden
If the
Hutchinson.
Lions don't pick
Detroit's doing
Will
big
Levis, they're gonna
things
pick
right.
Quentin Johnson. They need that Calvin Johnson dude back.
Oh,
And he's like the next Calvin Johnson, Megatron.
And so with the Jets on the clock,
I wish there was 32 picks, but you know, someone had to mess that up.
I think I gave them Quentin Johnson at 18.
Yeah, but I don't know. That's kind of early for him, I feel like. He's like the second best. He's the best receiver in the draft class. I ain't going to.
Jordan Addison is.
But I feel like he's gonna fall.
The staircase, you see the
Nah.
fans
Yeah.
He's second.
These are heady days.
Who is that? See, if James Rawls can't do the first round, who's this dude?
That's some kid with bone
Oh.
marrow disease.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You know how embarrassing it'd be if you got the pick wrong?
Oh, no, sorry, go back, please.
Oh, just kidding.
Deji, pull the Deji. Jitty on.
Just kidding. The Jets
Oh, he
select
overcame it. That's good as fuck.
Will Levis. Just kidding.
He overcame it.
Oh, he overcame it. Now it's time to announce the Will Levis pick.
You're not picking Will Levis.
That'd be so funny.
That'd be a good locker room. Aaron Rodgers with the conspiracy theories. Will Levis eating a banana with a peel on it in the corner. Zach Wilson like picking his toenails.
Sauce Gardner burning cheeseheads in the corner.
Devon Jones. By Devon Jones.
Thanks.
Are you picking?
Thank you, Mr. Goodell.
Thank you, Mr. Goodell.
I'd also like to thank the NFL,
All right,
the
let's
New
get
York
on with it.
Jets, and the Make-A-Wish
I'm just kidding.
Foundation
I'm just
of
kidding.
Northeastern New York for
I'm
giving
not
me
kidding.
this opportunity tonight.
Can we please hurry this up? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
With the 15th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the New York J.E.
Bro, that's...
Oh my gosh. Get the pick on.
He's goddamn sleeper pick.
What? What?
Will McDonald had a fun. Oh, me.
Will McDonald.
Yeah, that's a good pick. Yeah. Hey, he's a 78 overall. That's kind of high. Dang. Hey, good pick, Jets. You know, you got to take a break sometimes. I get it.
Can't draft well all the time.
Dude, get Christian Gonzalez, bro.
Professional business-like approach, incredibly long arm.
He's not even the best edge on the board right now.
I don't know what they're doing.
Nolan Smith is better than this guy, so I don't know. If I was gonna pick an edge, I would pick Nolan Smith there.
Dropped back a little bit this year because he was
It's happening.
Hey.
to protect him against double teams. So for Will McDonald,
I'd probably pick Murphy over that dude.
proven to have bend, proven to be explosive, proven to be
I had a
guy who's
feeling this was gonna
businesslike and
happen.
goes out in a professional manner to work hard to get better. They say turns 24 years of age in June. For, like I say, the AFC in that division, getting after the quarterback is front and center.
Hey, Kuiper, Will Levis is still on the board, but this is one of your guys, Will McDonald. It's fitting
Damn,
that I'm over
he is
here
hot.
for this pick because you talked about him all all pre-draft process. He is the bendiest of the edge rushers in this class. And by that, when he gets to the top, he has that torso flexibility to work through the offensive tackle. And his pro day workout was legendary. My phone was blowing up because of some Iowa State pro day. He had an 11-foot broad jump, a 6.95 second three cone. They would have been the best among all defensive ends in the class if he ran.
All right, well.
Jumped it at the combine, but he did it.
All right, the Commanders have had 2 hours to make their pick. They got this.
The bottom line.
I'm gonna be watching the freaking Bills pick at. Yes, thank you, Washington.
Can
I'll
no
be back.
longer fit anymore. So the bottom line is done because it can no longer fit anymore.
The last pick of last year, who was Brock Purdy, who became very much relevant in San Francisco. We'll send McShay back over to ABC. The Jonas Brothers have vacated.
Keep an eye on this guy.
Do you want to hear what the hot take my brother just said?
Great to see you. All right.
Connor.
When will he hear his name called? There are actually 2 quarterbacks who are expecting
Connor.
to hear from before this night is through. Will Levis, who is here and waiting to be drafted this night, and he's not alone. Hendon Hooker is another quarterback whose name we may hear before the night is over. We're back in just a moment from Kansas City. It's the draft on ESPN.
Will Levis to the Commanders.
Ego, the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power, brings you the Select Cut mower, built to exceed the power of gas. Customize the cut with Ego's revolutionary dual-blade cutting system with 3 interchangeable blades. Featuring Ego's patented lithium battery technology, it cuts for over an hour on a single charge. And touch drive self-propelled technology makes it effortless. The Ego Power Plus Select Cut mower.
This gotta be Christian Gonzalez.
And Ego authorized dealers.
Gotta be.
Electric Dream Days are here. Come in now and experience the intense thrills and incredible offers on any of 5 Mercedes-Benz electric vehicles, including 2 years complimentary charging and prepaid maintenance.
Unless they go with the receiver.
Vehicles are all electric.
Jordan Aston, Jackson Smith, Najigba, Quentin Johnston. They have their pick at any receiver they want. Zay Flowers.
Are only here until June 5th.
I feel like De'Ami Brown already plays like a Zay Flowers.
Look at the size of that. Is that a goat?
Connor.
You talking about me? I think this goat is saying gap. Must be talking about the expensive health insurance doesn't cover. So who's talking about the money Aflac pays to help close
this
that gap?
kid.
Aflac, Dad, Aflac, Dad. It's about to go down, baby.
Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover. Aflac is an official sponsor of ESPN College Game Day.
Wanted, full-time fans. Must be enthusiastic problem solvers. Possess strong communication skills. Be good under pressure. Willing to travel.
Commanders are selecting Christian Gonzalez right here.
And happy to work weekends.
Gotta be. Gotta be Christian Gonzalez.
Brewed for full-time fans. Brewed for those with a fighting spirit.
I always hear you kids talking about this is fire, that's fire. Okay, let me tell you what's fire. Conditioning.
Everybody knows us Mannings are in peak physical form. Except Peyton.
I did the other 99 earlier.
Enough was enough. We had to show Coach Fan how we condition.
Personal best here.
He's got potential. He's just old. You okay, man?
Oof, I've been better.
As the Stanley Cup
All right.
playoffs continue on ESPN.
Commanders pick is still waiting. Pick is still in.
So the decorations could get a little out of hand.
I do think they're going Christian Gonzalez. I've said that about a lot of the ones this year, but I think it's Christian Gonzalez.
Could it happen for the first time? Could it happen again? Yeah, that could happen. That is playoff hockey. Devils Rangers Game 6 Saturday on ABC and ESPN Plus.
Welcome back to the 2023 NFL Draft, presented by Courtyard by Marriott.
We continue from Kansas City as we work our way to the midway point of round 1, actually slightly beyond with only 31 picks this year. The Washington Commanders pick is in. Here's the commissioner.
All right, Christian Gonzalez right here.
The 16th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft. The Washington Commanders select Emmanuel Forbes, defensive back.
Bro, what?
Wow.
What?
You talk about a knack for the football, Mel. This
They just don't want to take Christian Gonzalez off the board.
Listen to this. He brought 6 of them back for
I mean, Emmanuel Forbes is good. He's real good.
Anytime in the Joey Porter's better.
Joey Porter's on the board. Christian Gonzalez is on the board. Keely Ringo's on the board.
Ringo's going second.
Yeah, Ringo's falling, but wow.
Porter, Deontay Banks.
Deontay Banks, yeah.
7.5 vertical, 6'1" with long arms, so he has great length. Had some phenomenal games during his career. Picked off Will Levis, jumped a bubble screen, took it for a touchdown. This kid is my splendid
Wow, wow, wow. Emmanuel Forbes is really good, though. He is really good. This could be Christian Gonzalez. This could be Joey Porter. This could be...
Alright, it has to be Christian Gonzalez here.
Could be Deontay Banks at the rate this is going. I'm trying to think. Bill Belichick, known for reaching. Alright. You would think... Do they go Jackson Smith-Njigba, Connor?
No.
You want to hear the hot take my brother sent me earlier?
What?
After the Jahmyr Gibbs pick, I texted him. I said, wow, that's a... Jahmyr Gibbs is a stud. That's a pretty good pick. He goes, we have the best offense in the NFL.
What?
Talking about the Lions.
He means that? With Jared Goff? I mean, when they get Hendon Hooker, I mean, yeah. I mean, I see it. Once they get Hendon Hooker, they might have a good offense line, not the best.
Jared Goff's been balling over there.
No, he hasn't. Bro, they need a new quarterback.
I mean, he hasn't been bad. He's been balling. He's been doing his thing.
He's been alright. They had like okay season.
Okay season. They went from not winning any games to almost making the playoffs.
In the 2023 NFL Draft.
Oh, I got the.
Christian Gonzalez.
There he goes. All right, there he goes.
Finally, bro.
Finally,
and he's in our division, bro.
Oh no! You're kidding.
Bro, why does he have to fall in our division?
Damn.
We get a new rookie corner every year. We have the first.
And they're all good. Really good.
He's gonna be good.
All right, Will Levis off the board right here to the Lions.
Hendon Hooker. Will Levis gonna drive.
If Hendon Hooker's taken here, and Will Levis could realistically go to the Vikings. Wait, the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers.
Nah, they got their Baker Mayfield career
on a 1-year deal. On a 1-year deal.
No, that's Baker Mayfield, baby.
If they were serious about Baker Mayfield, they're signing him to like a 4-year deal. They're just testing the waters. They might take a young quarterback there. I don't know.
Who did Detroit pick in that last? Oh, Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah, Jahmyr Gibbs. I think they're going.
They picked a guy that's just gonna play behind DeAndre.
Listen, I think I know where Detroit's going with this pick. Nolan Smith. Watch.
Here, let me get my pick. Let me get mine.
Nolan Smith, Aiden Hutchinson. That's dirty.
And
now he's got it. Well, no doubt matching up, but traditionally.
Wait, didn't they not? Wait.
Alex Anzalone?
Bill Belichick system, the New England Patriots. So this is the guy, Mel, that they can line up and put on the knot on outside. You can put him into the boundary.
He is drippy. Christian Gonzalez is drippy.
His ball skills allow him to take the football away, but this
all white suit is tough.
To allow them to go back to play the old Patriot way, which is a ton
Dude, the Patriots actually just got a steal right there.
No tight end selected yet. How about that?
Christian Gonzalez, are you kidding me? He fell to the 17. That's a steal.
Bro, that's so annoying.
Such a steal. Jackson Smith-Njigba is still on the board.
Seattle, will anyone want a quarterback?
He's so good.
As we continue in a moment from Kansas City.
Gonzalez.
I know, he's in our division.
Quarterback in the draft class.
In our division. Same way Sauce was in our division last year.
Oh my god, I feel like the Oregon uniforms just make him look better too.
I feel like the Lions are about to trade this pick for some reason.
Does this mean you can watch NFL Sunday Ticket without
that, or they're taking Nolan Smith? You pair Nolan Smith with Aiden Hutchinson, that is a nightmare for quarterbacks, especially Jordan Love.
Celebrities now. Yes. To everyone
Who's the starter for the Packers? Who did the Packers draft?
You know who they're going? I know who they're going. I know who they're going. Hendon Hooker or Michael Myers.
They ordered pineapple. You gotta smell the butt.
Yeah, I mean, okay. Oh, dude, I forgot.
Tight end's a possibility here because they lost. What's his name?
T.J. Hawkinson.
Everything around.
If they go any tight end, it's Dalton Kincaid.
Nah, Michael Myers better.
Michael Mayer.
Myers. I like Michael Myers better.
You like it because of the movie.
Nickname. Yeah.
Nah, but Dalton Kincaid is a stud.
I draw on players' faces when they're asleep.
Hey, it's either gonna be Michael Myers, Will Levis, or Kincaid, or Hooker, or Joey Porter, or Lucas Van Ness, or Nolan Smith.
Luke Van Ness isn't on the board.
I said Nolan Smith.
For me, it's Nolan Smith, Dalton Kincaid, Will Levis.
Hendon Hooker, Michael Myers,
or trade. But it's getting kind of low for a trade.
Joey Porter.
But usually teams that trade know what they want to do automatically, so trade's still possible.
No, they want trade.
Yeah, not again. They already got the 34th pick. They are snagging. They're actually snagging. They got Jahmyr Gibbs, this pick, and then the 34th pick. All just from trading down for 6.
Toyota. Let's go places.
What if beer could get to the right place?
Yeah, but
all the time?
The Cardinals also got like a steal too because they got rid of their pick and then they
pick is in.
They only lost like 2 picks down in the second round basically because
pick is in.
So beer can be ordered, produced, and delivered more efficiently.
Why does it keep showing videos of JJ Watt sacking the Bills?
And the beer keeps flowing. That's the automation solution IBM.
Dalton Kincaid, Dalton Kincaid, Dalton Kincaid.
Michael Myers.
Doesn't get any better than that.
No way. That ain't goes for the first receiver, right?
That would be so wild.
See? Now they're protected.
This draft has just been something else.
Yo, Loki, if Nolan Smith falls to Buffalo, I'm not complaining.
I would hate that.
That's a lot of people who know things like teamwork.
I would hate that so much.
And surprising moments. Our experiences you'll always have.
The 2023 NFL Draft, presented by
Dude, this could be Will Levis.
by Marriott, is brought to you by
And guess what, Connor?
Toyota. Let's go.
Wait, I already won. I won the Will Levis sweepstakes. Let's go.
NFL
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Now on
How?
YouTube and YouTube
Because
TV.
you put him at, well, actually, well, yeah, no, you put him at 12, I put him at 23. We're at 18, so I'm closer now automatically.
Nah, the Texans are gonna pick him in the second round.
Alright, if the Texans pick him in the second round, if the Texans, the only
What if
hope,
we both don't get it?
well, that means I would win because I'd be closer to picking where he goes.
Let's take a look at your best available players, brought to you by
I'll do
Courtyard
it.
by Marriott.
I'll do it too. Honestly, I'll do it too. I want to try it anyway.
Like I say, sliding down. The first round hasn't hurt some other quarterbacks in the history of the draft.
What's his name? TikToker. He's like a analysis company. He did it, Will Levis, and he said the banana peel starts to turn. It feels like gum in your mouth after a little bit. But the coffee's horrible. He said.
I don't doubt that. Nolan's, I mean, Zay Flowers above Jackson Smith and the Jigba is kind of wild. Zay Flowers is raw, but I don't know.
Recruited by anybody, goes to the University of San Diego, and there you go, Will Levis waiting as we saw. One of your quarterbacks now, Aaron Rodgers sat and waited it out till the Green Bay Packers took him, I believe, at pick number 24, Greeny. Will Levis has to be disappointed, but hey, he plays with a chip. He plays with an edge.
It's not Will Levis.
Kentucky, right? They couldn't beat out Sean Clifford.
How do you know?
Because he doesn't look like someone that just got picked. He's like,
Zen right now.
he's sitting back talking to his family.
Yeah, I don't think there's a chance here.
And he still looks nervous, so it's not him.
Tampa only has Baker Mayfield and Kyle Trask.
It's Dalton
They
Kincaid.
the quarterback of the future post-Tom Brady era. That may be a potential landing spot for Will Levis.
The Lions
Or Nolan Smith. This could very well be Nolan Smith.
They took the running back, Jahmyr Gibbs, in a bit of a surprise at 12 after trading back from where they had originally been.
Dude, Jahmyr Gibbs at 12 is
a very
wild.
busy night for Detroit. Obviously, a terrific second half of last season. So many people view them as a team with a big future.
I just remember they took Jahmyr Gibbs at 12.
North, where Aaron Rodgers will no longer be dominating the division. Feels somewhat wide open. Maybe the Lions make a move here.
If they were gonna take Jahmyr Gibbs at 12, they should have just got Bijan at 6.
Further in that quest, again, Jahmyr Gibbs, the running back.
They must have like talked to Jahmyr Gibbs and stuff. Must really liked him. All right, it's Dalton Kincaid.
He's like a smaller running back. He's not really like a. That's how DeAndre Swift is though.
The Detroit Lions select
Like Amar.
Jack Campbell, linebacker, Iowa.
What?
Bro,
Jack
who?
Campbell.
Who?
Jack Campbell.
Named a unanimous All-American the year before that.
He looks raw.
Who?
He's from Cedar Falls, Iowa, where he's the all-time
Who?
of his high school.
Jack Campbell.
Ranked 87?
Jack Campbell, he about Aiden Hutchinson last year, gave him 9.5 sacks, had a great rookie year.
What is going, dude? The Lions, dude. They know who they want.
They're having fun, bro.
They know who they want.
They're having fun. They don't even care about like, oh yeah, who. They're having fun.
He looks raw. They're taking studs though. You can't
Bro.
lie. They're taking straight studs.
He's a 6 best linebacker.
He looks raw from these highlights they're showing. He's getting in there. Can't even lie. He looks raw.
Big guy had 1, 5, 9, 10-yard split. Like I say, you don't see Lewin.
Okay, dude. Dan Campbell's putting on some shows.
Got a chance to do the Music City Bowl this year, Iowa against Kentucky, and got a chance to talk to Kirk Ferentz, the head coach out there at Iowa, and he said this guy's too good to be true. He's too good to be true.
And Hooker.
Personal character, and then his play on the field. Look, he tested better.
Will Levis right here.
Was even imaginable. But when you watch him play, he is a big physical presence in the middle of the defense. As a blitzer on those cross dogs in the A and B gaps where he's coming downhill, he's going to wreck your inside running game. He had 5 career interceptions. He can run sideline to sideline. And for a defense that needed some beat in the middle, he will give it to them.
And when you think about Dan Campbell, doesn't this pick kind of fit? Like a guy who wants to play football this way, sideline to sideline, tough. And we always talk about fit. And how
Bucks
you
know
build
who they
your
want
team and the
too.
image you
This,
wanna
hey,
portray.
this is Dalton
This is the guy
Kincaid.
that they
I
want.
had
The
Dalton
defensive
Kincaid going
coordinator
19 to the
He got
Bucks.
a lot of flack early in the season, but the defense played better toward the end of the season. This is a plug.
And I hate this sport.
I had Dalton Kincaid going 19, so 19 to the Bucks. So this would be clutch.
2 picks tonight. They take the running back and the linebacker.
Let's
Will
go.
the Tampa Bay Buccaneers take the quarterback? We'll find out when we continue in 30 seconds.
Unless they take Will Levis.
From front door.
Your chain's off. We can fix it now, and you're done.
No, it was not him. It's not Levis. He looks depressed.
No
I just
receivers
said
off
round
the board.
number 2.
No receivers off the board.
All right, right here, DeJuan Jones.
Right here, Dalton Kincaid.
Video chat an expert.
DeJuan Jones or Brian Branch?
I got Brian Branch going to the Bills.
I don't want to pick a safety.
Brian Branch is raw.
I don't want a safety. I would rather take Antonio Johnson in like the second round.
Jordan Poyer's getting old.
I'd rather pick Antonio Johnson in the second round.
Well, no doubt, and talking to head coach Todd Bowles, the one thing they've been looking for over and over, they've tried it.
Who do you want? You want a lineman?
There's too many Alabama.
They need a 3 technique in this
Receiver.
that can rush the
The
pass.
Bills want a receiver?
Do they go on the defensive side of the ball?
Yeah.
Defense that carried them to a Super Bowl championship a few years ago. Let's find out. Here comes Roger Goodell with the pick.
Dalton Kincaid.
With the 19th pick,
DeJuan Jones.
23 NFL draft, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers select Kalijah Cansey.
Who?
Defensive end, Pittsburgh.
Alright, bro.
Defensive tackle out of Pitt, the last unanimous All-American from Pitt. was also a
Okay, bud.
defensive tackle, Lewis, and that was Aaron
I
Donald.
don't even need a fucking defensive end. I'm sick of this draft.
Who? Kalijah Kancey? I can't see that happening. Oh, bro, what?
He popularized this thing. Just watch it. Look how fast he hits it, and he's around the
Connor, you know the Seahawks could take at 20?
The Jigaba.
Will Levis.
Oh no, no one's picking Will Levis at this point, bro.
The Vikings at 23.
I'm gonna pull the New Orleans.
Get his hands on him, jerk the offensive guard down to the ground, and then just
Vikings
get
at
in on the
23. Will
That's
Levis.
exactly what Todd needs.
I'm gonna fall to Buffalo.
Will Levis.
Get after the quarterback, put him on the ground.
Miami pick 48. Will
Perfect play
Levis.
for Kalijah.
Yeah, because this will allow him not to blitz so much. The comparison,
Dude, I'm not gonna be able to watch any of the
Brady
picks
Jarrett. I'll give you
tomorrow.
another defensive tackle.
Actually, I'm gonna be able to watch a
Warren
lot of
Sapp.
them,
So
but
don't think
still.
that the Buccaneer organization, where I live down in Tampa, is not
What
thinking
time does
about
it
the
start
heyday
tomorrow?
When they had Warren Sapp, Gerald McCoy, guys
8?
rushing the passer,
7.
3 technique position.
Draft starts at 7 tomorrow?
Yeah.
Damn it. I'm gonna miss like the whole second round.
As the celebration is on in Fort Lauderdale, we're still waiting to hear the names of
Brian Brees is better than this dude.
Could Seattle wind up choosing someone to learn behind?
I mean, I guess, but like, I feel like he can get so much better right now.
From Kansas City.
Like,
No receivers in 19 picks is
Lawan
wild.
Jones,
Still no receivers on the
Joey
list.
Porter, Anton Harrison, Nolan Smith, Deontay Banks. The Jacob's going here.
Could be.
If you're looking for a first mate, I know a guy.
Tyler Lockett, DK Metcalf, Jackson Smith, and Jigba. That's gonna roll.
4 types of jerky. This is where I live now.
And then you got that one dude, yeah.
After the
Good.
2021 Rose Bowl, everyone thought Jackson was going like top 3. You remember that?
What?
After the Rose Bowl where he had like 4 touchdowns, everyone thought he was gonna be like a top 3 pick.
Pizza Hut melts, just $6.99.
Because he still had that whole year, but he got injured.
You ready for an adventure?
Who? Sorry, I wasn't. Wait, say it one more time.
The Rose Bowl 2021, Jackson Smith and Jigba had like 3 or 4 touchdowns. Everybody thought he was going to be like top 3 pick that next year. Now he's not even taken yet.
Should I tell you more?
Okay.
Deadpool and Dinner Rush.
Yeah, sure.
X-Men and Daymen. One is fun, but with 3, you can have it all.
Perfect.
Bundle Hulu, Disney Plus, and ESPN Plus, starting at just $9.99 a month.
Now I'm just amazed. It's been so many.
I don't know. This
so
draft's
many
confusing me.
reaches.
I don't know how you're supposed to. I don't know how you're supposed to get a perfect mock draft.
So many reaches.
All right, you're a
That's probably harder than getting a perfect Mark Madness bracket. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, 100%.
Never compete off road. What about when there is no road? No gas.
Seattle, Nolan Smith is an option.
For sure.
Then go edge.
For sure.
I'm not gonna go D line. Like if it, like freaking Tampa. You know Elias?
Yeah.
Obviously you know Elias, that's right. He just texted me and said Miles Sanders about to have the first 300-yard rushing game against that dude.
Where?
Cause he's a Panthers fan.
I think I'm ready for this.
Heck yeah.
They could. I can see the Jigba going, bro.
Dude, the Panthers. Bryce Young, Miles Sanders.
Oh, where is Will Levis gonna go?
The Vikings, 23. I'm telling you.
My uncle's downstairs. He's a Vikings fan.
Go tell him I said they're
He said he wants a.
23.
Here's to getting financially ready for anything.
He said he wanted like something like. I think he likes Kirk Cousins. I think he said he wants corner.
Hey, I mean, they still got Deontay Banks. Who else is there? There's another good one still.
Who? What? Joey Porter?
Yeah, Joey Porter, Deontay Banks still on the board. And one of them's going to fall to 23. Chargers aren't taking
And
a
then you
corner.
still got second round picks like Ringo and Cam Smith. That's 2 good second round.
Hey, right here. Chargers take a receiver. Ravens take a receiver. This is where it's going to start picking up.
We are back in Kansas
Vikings
City,
take
Yeah,
quarterback.
dude, I have to take a dump, bro.
from their first step on the field.
Telling
That
you,
fried.
as soon as you leave,
Yeah, to me.
Will Levis is getting picked up.
Goodyear, more driven. Philadelphia is still waiting to hear the name of quarterback Will
Dang.
Levis from Kentucky. Could this be
Levis is going to the
a spot
Vikings.
at 20 to Seattle? Morton and Adam, what can you tell us?
Well, Greeny, we still haven't seen a wide receiver or a tight end taking it, and we still haven't seen Will Levis. Now, during the visit process, he took 8 visits. 3 of those visits, the Texans, Colts, and Panthers all took quarterbacks already. The Raiders, Titans, Bucks, Patriots, and Falcons, he also visited there. And
Oh my God, bro, this is bad. I gotta go to the bathroom. I gotta wait for Seattle to pick.
Will Levis.
How many picks? Brogan, go see how many picks you've gotten, bro. I've gotten like 2.
I've gotten probably like 2. I'll check my sheet.
Alright. Alright. Brogan.
Yeah.
Brogan. Realistically, if Will Levis is going for the first round, someone's trading from the second round to get him.
Maybe Miami. Oh, that'd be painful. That would be so painful.
There was actually a moment last week.
No, but I can see the Titans maybe trading up.
Maybe, honestly.
In this draft, that did not last long.
Where are they at in the second round? Dang, bro.
So Seattle, Jeff Darlington reported to us in our pre-show tonight that Seattle coach Pete Carroll had talked to Geno Smith and told him there is a chance we will draft a quarterback tonight. We thought that might be Anthony Richardson. Could it be Will Levis? Could this make sense?
Depends what about opinion they have. Team does by team. Everybody has a different viewpoint on
I
quarterbacks.
doubt this is Will Levis.
They're going to look at a defensive player. They drafted Devin Witherspoon at corner. We said they cannot stop the run. They added Draymond Jones. They need a
No way DeAndre's going now. No players have been traded, and it's already in the 20th pick, Brogan.
Crazy.
Brogan. Like, where's DeAndre gonna go? To the Buffalo Bills? Hey, Bills trading their pick for D-Hop, bro. I hope, actually. I've been hoping for that for
I've gotten 1 pick correct.
I got 2.
This is crazy.
I got him in Bichon. I thought it was the only one I was gonna get wrong. Oh my God. Bro. Jackson Smith and Jiggle here. First receiver off the board. Or Nolan Smith.
This could be Will Levis, I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, they like Geno, I'm telling you. Pete Carroll and him are both old.
Pete Carroll was telling them how they could draft a quarterback.
Sure, they have some guys like Boye Mafe who have to come on, and they have Darrell Taylor. These guys have to take another jump as far as their development as edge rushers. But look, we still have a guy like Nolan Smith sitting out there that really fits what Pete would want.
Nolan Smith, too, is a big possibility here.
Do they need more people on the inside? A bunch of all the wide receivers still sitting there. Could they use another one of those? But I have a hard time feeling as though that this would not be another defensive pick.
And do they go for a bigger guy? You speak of Boye Mafe, Nolan Smith, kind of the same body type. Do you go for somebody like Miles Murphy, 6'5", 270 pounds, a bigger defensive end with similar type juice? Maybe they want to go bigger.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
Oh, goodness gravy.
Absolutely.
I'll remind everyone that they already have selected a player tonight. They took the corner, Devin Witherspoon, with the 5th pick in the draft. So they've made one move on that defense. But
you know what? Hey,
literally every receiver's on the board, bro. It's a take one. I feel bad.
It's so wild, dude.
The 2 running backs went before a receiver went. No tight ends went. Dude, second round might be watch-worthy, bro. It's gonna be watch-worthy.
Second round is always watch-worthy. That's always where, like, the dogs come out. What the heck is going on?
Yeah, but I've never really paid attention. I've really never paid to a draft class as much as this one, you know?
I'm not gonna have a chance to watch the second round.
Bro, I'll come to your game and stream it for you next to you.
Say you swear.
Alright, I will. I'll come to your game and just have you watch it.
Come over, stand next to me, and tell me what's going on.
Can I actually?
Yeah.
You have to pay attention to the game.
Yeah, but you just tell me, 'cause in between plays,
these guys need to stop talking to these high school students so I can go to the bathroom.
In between plays, like, in between every single play, we have like a 20, 30-second gap.
I got you, bro.
Alright, bet.
Oh, come on.
Bet. You'll actually do it?
Yes.
Alright, bet.
Yeah!
Braxton.
Look! Are you looking?
Oh, receiver off the board.
Hey, Brogan, guess what?
What?
I got 3 correct, baby.
Did you say that in your mock?
Yes.
We were just talking about that.
All right, I gotta go to the bathroom, bro. Look,
All right.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
First receiver off the board, Jackson Smith-Njigba to the Seahawks.
And the thing about it is, again, he's a three-position player.
Finally, dude. Finally.
He can really do a lot of work in the middle of the field, and he did a lot of work at Ohio State. But he's an X. He's a split end. He's a flanker. He's a Z, and he's also a slot guy. And they will move him all over the place and pair him with DK Metcalf for sure and Tyler Lockett. And Geno Smith has to be thinking, look, I have a guy here right now.
Chargers probably going to take a receiver too.
Catches, who you don't see get run down from behind, who offensive coordinator Brian Hartline out there at Ohio State says
Chargers might trade this pick, honestly. I don't know who they would take.
All the wide receivers that we put into the NFL, this guy of the recent crop is as good, if not better, than all of them.
Chargers could take Nolan Smith. I don't know if they need him, but Chargers could take Nolan Smith.
In terms of his temperament and his intelligence, the hamstring won't be a problem anymore. He's going to be a baller out there in Seattle's offense.
And you talk about he can play outside, sure, but I think he can be elite inside. His three-cone drill, 6.57, that's elite. That is Julian Edelman-type quickness on the inside. And isn't it ironic that Seattle, they didn't get a quarterback? Here's what they're going to do. They can say, you know what? We have Tyler Lockett. We have DK Metcalf.
All right.
We signed Geno Smith to an extent.
Chargers are about to do something interesting.
In our offense and put more weapons around Geno Smith. This guy will work the middle of the field, and he will dominate in between the hashes.
Yeah, you're at a 4.5 flat. People say, well, he's got deceptive speed, not that fast. 4.49, 4.5 was pretty good.
Yeah.
Jackson Smith and Jigba. That Utah game 2 years ago, the Rose Bowl, they have 15 catches. And keep in mind, 2 years ago, he outproduced Chris Olave and Garrett Wilson in terms of catches and average per catch. They had more touchdowns. He had more catches, average per catch. And they made a lot of that happen. He got 3 releases. They were really smart, and they devised that scheme to get him free and clear. Jackson Smith and Jigba, though, in Seattle, the third wide receiver that was a missing link with Metcalf and Lockett. He will fill a major void on that offense.
This guy is smooth now. The reason why I emphasize the fact that he's a three-position player is I don't want to just box him into being a slot guy, because he can get off the line of scrimmage. He doesn't need formation variation in order to win at the line of scrimmage.
All right, well, Chargers about to do something interesting here too.
I said this a year ago in August. This team is on the rise now, and they surprised people last year. These first 2 picks, these guys are going to produce for them right out of the gate. They're going to be one of the youngest, most productive teams as far as getting production out of their draft picks as anyone. Look out for Seattle. They have to be one of the favorites. To me, they're the favorite in the West.
They're still going to get gashed against the run.
But look, there's a lot of draft left now.
I hear you now. Let's start addressing it, Lou.
It's a team that traded away.
What are the Chargers taking Nolan Smith? I don't know if they need Nolan Smith.
I mean, look at the youth here with Charles Cross. I mean, Kenneth Walker's a stud.
They have Khalil Mack.
Tariq Woolen was a find last year in the 5th round.
They have Joey Bosa. They have some more linebackers. I don't know if they necessarily need Nolan Smith.
Look, I get it, Mel. You got to eventually start getting at the guts of your roster here and take care of it. I think they'll address it.
All right, Subway is going to take us back down to the stage now. Susie is with Jackson Smith and Jigba. Suze.
Your dad had been preparing you for this moment since you were a little kid. What's it like to have your dream come true?
It's awesome. A dream come true, like you said. A lot of work has been put in. You know, it took a village, for me to be here. And I appreciate everybody, all the sacrifices, all the love that I got back home. Let's do this thing.
The name Njigba is already in the major leagues. Your brother plays for the Pirates. What does it represent to have that name on the back of an NFL jersey?
It means everything. It means everything to me. It means everything to my family. I just want to represent it the right way and go about it.
Imagine having 2 sons, one in the MLB, one in the NFL. That is so tough.
Thank you so much.
That is so tough. All right, Chargers did make their pick. Pick is in.
They had Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave both go in the top 11 last year. They both had.
You can't count Jameson Williams as a Ohio State receiver. I mean, he was drafted out of Alabama. But
might be the one who's still there in Marvin Harrison Jr., who had 77 catches for over 1,200 yards a year ago. Meanwhile, time now for a draft moment delivered by Pizza Hut.
all right, I want to see what the Chargers do.
It was Bryce Young going #1 overall tonight as expected to Carolina. And then at number 2, perhaps not so expected, C.J. Stroud going to the Houston Texans. And then the run on quarterbacks continued with an emotional Anthony Richardson, who was drafted number 4 by the Indianapolis Colts. So 3 quarterbacks in the first 4 picks, with Will Anderson sandwiched in between there at number 3 also to Houston.
Come on.
It was a tumultuous start to our draft tonight, and that's our draft moment delivered by Pizza Hut, and that leaves
Jalen Hyatt right here, baby.
Jalen Hyatt is not going to the Chargers.
What have you seen this draft, buddy?
I mean, it is a wild draft.
1% chance that his name would not have been called.
I don't know what you don't see in Jalen Hyatt.
Jordan Addison right here.
You see in Nolan Smith.
Jordan Addison. Jordan Addison to the Chargers right here. Jordan Addison to the Chargers right here. Jordan Addison. Jordan Addison.
No, he's not.
Zay
Jalen
Flowers.
Hyatt, baby.
Zay Flowers is going to the Ravens with this next pick.
That's next pick. That's
I
next
know.
pick.
I know. Zay Flowers is going to the Ravens with this next pick.
You better go down 4-1, baby.
Shut the heck up.
So we'll hear from them after we hear from the Chargers here, of course, made the playoffs.
You know what? I'll do the Will Levis thing just because you kind of killed me in the mock draft. But
had the enormous lead in Jacksonville, lost in unimaginable fashion.
No!
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Shut up. Shut up. It's walking out now.
Oh, he's hot.
In the 2023 NFL Draft, the
Pause.
Los
I never said
Angeles
that.
Chargers select Quentin Johnston.
Quentin Johnston?
TCU.
No, that's the Bills player. It's always right around here someone steals our pick. That's the next Megatron, bro. They already have Mike Williams.
He looks the part. You know,
It's Mike Williams
Bro.
2.0 right there.
All right, add some football to us, I guess.
You thought about catching the football, he was able to do that in a
No,
lot
no,
of
no,
games
no, no,
for
no, no,
TCU
no.
and Max Duggan. Problem is, when you
That
talk
would
about
If we pick a goddamn lineman, bro, I'm quitting my
If you
career.
get Jordan Addison, I'll be so upset. I love Jordan Addison.
basically became too comfortable catching the football, body
Bro, he's a stud muffin.
big windows,
Who?
you can bobble it a little bit, you can body catching.
Dude, they just got paid.
Quentin Johnson?
Lewis.
Yeah, well, the cool thing about him, though, was as big as he is, you would think, okay, this guy's an outside lane player. They got him the ball in all kinds of ways. They moved him all over the place.
All right.
And they ran him on everything.
Next
They ran
pick
him
is
on the
Will
double
Levis.
move deep. They ran him on the intermediate digs and curls. They ran him on the bubble screens. They ran him on the shallow crossers.
This pick
Any way
is
they
Zay
could possibly
Flowers.
get him the
Next
football,
pick
they got him the football.
is
And
Will
He
Levis.
is a tough guy to bring down. So his run after the catch.
Jordan,
exactly
I mean,
what you
Quentin
want.
Johnston
He's
is
fit
so
the
good.
profile of the bigger receiver like the Chargers are used to.
And when you look at what the Chargers are doing, they got two $20 million receivers in Keenan Allen and Mike Williams. They stay hurt. It's hard to produce when you're hurt, so this fits the profile. We're going to get the quarterback.
The Chargers have like
We're gonna
4
sign
really
to
good
the
receivers now.
We're going to get him a dependable weapon. I can't have Mike Williams and Keenan Allen in the tub. I need somebody outside so our offense can be prolific and we can score points in the AFC.
And the wide receiver runs continue.
Exactly.
Yeah. Zay Flowers, one of my favorite players in this draft. Yeah. Boston College wide receiver. I'll tell you what, Baltimore needs a speed guy in that offense.
Yeah, this one's Zay Flowers right here.
Fit for the Baltimore Ravens. And Lamar Jackson now under contract.
Dude, you know what's on the board?
Huh?
You know, DeJuan Jones.
Yeah.
And
DeJuan
Anton
Jones.
Harrison.
DeJuan Jones is going to the Jaguars. It's Zay
No,
Flowers.
Brian Bruce.
Zay Flowers,
Brees.
Will Levis, DeJuan Jones. No.
Hey guys, random
Brian
question.
Brees is going to the
Bad to
Eagles.
swallow the lime in your Corona. Andy, did you?
Nah, Eagles are drafting what's his name?
Definitely did. Yes,
Ross Sean Johnson. Yo, how come Texas?
Who?
It's it's a Bijan's backup.
Oh.
Wendy's $5 biggie bag.
Yeah, I can see it.
Transformation is
He's
real,
raw.
but temporary.
Nah, they're going Deuce Vaughn.
Now any guy
Deuce
can
Vaughn.
temporarily cover grays,
Yeah.
fill in thin, patchy
In
areas,
Deuce we
and create a
trust.
fuller, defined look for beard and brow.
First
New,
round
just
pick.
for men, one day beard and brow.
They're going Travis Dye
Color that stays
Travis
put for the
Dye.
day,
out of USC.
wash it out.
Travis Dye.
Transform
I
your
thought Travis Dye was an Oregon
look.
running
New,
back.
just for men, one day beard and brow color.
No. Is there any coastal players in this draft?
Lance Boykin to Jordan Strong.
We are affecting everyone around us.
I have Lance Boykin's glove right here.
The more that we can shine a light on the positivity and the good.
Georgia Southern game worn.
The better off we're gonna be.
Keep that thing safe under my desk.
Time and time again, we are shown how beautiful and generous.
Remember I sniffs that to bed?
What?
How can I make a difference? No matter how big.
That is wild.
No matter how small. How can I make a difference?
What?
You see, I sniffed that before I go to bed. Crazy.
Yeah.
How did you know?
Oh, Jared Clark. Do you know who that is?
Oh, Gerard Clark.
Yeah, at a Coastal.
Yeah. He's defensive tackle.
Have worked at a McDonald's.
I have a picture with him.
Yeah, he's raw.
I have a picture with him and Jordan Strong.
Can I see?
And lifelong
You want
skills.
to see?
Well, he's like kind of good.
Yeah, he's alright, I guess. Just an NFL draft
I'm at this
prospect.
wing joint telling people that Geico has been offering savings for over 85 years.
Yeah, I'll
That's
pull
longer
it
than the
up.
Buffalo Wing's been around.
Dozen wings.
And did you know that Geico
I'm
offers
showing the
mo-
stream. See the stream.
motorcycle
That's
insurance?
me and Gerard Clark.
Oh, my lips are burning.
And then
Ah, no, my lips are actually
me and
burning.
Jordan.
Imagine he goes to the NFL. You met an NFL player.
Me and Jordan. He is. All three of them are.
It's too hot.
And then
Oh, this is too hot, mate.
What?
this is
How do you know
Logan.
they don't get picked?
That's Logan and Lance. Even if they don't get picked, they're still gonna be undrafted free agents.
The worst player in the draft, Travis Dye. What? No, I'm not kidding, but like he's the worst. What? You're gonna get picked? What?
Draft. Even if they don't get picked, they'll get picked up as undrafted free agents.
Courtyard by Marriott.
As like practice squad guys or just like depth.
The 23rd pick in this year's draft, but Adam Schefter, it's already been a busy day for the Ravens and a good one.
This is Zay Flowers right here.
Bro, Mannix is like, we're gonna bring Deontay Banks back to Maryland. We're gonna bring Deontay Banks back to Maryland.
It could be.
Bro.
I think it's Zay
Yeah,
Flowers.
but me too. I think everyone in their mom. Bro, he's so short though. He's like 5'6".
But he's
He was
raw.
standing up on the stage, bro. He looked with the Rick Owens on.
He's like what's his name? Rondell Moore.
What you believe they need to do is get another wide receiver to help him out.
Yeah, I think Zay Flowers, but he's so dynamic. He's so
Yeah,
sudden,
it's definitely
he uses
Zay Flowers.
sweeps, you get him on reverses. The kid is electric with the ball in his hands in the open field. So there's a touchdown waiting to happen. That kind of speed, that kind of big playability is rare.
Telling you.
Right now, going into this draft, is the 13th best player, my #1 overall receiver in this draft is Zay Flowers.
And let's not forget, Baltimore changes offensive coordinator. Todd Monken comes in. They want to open the offense up, Rudy. It's no longer going to be ground and pound. They want to open the field up. You got Nelson.
Zay Flowers.
They're gonna go Deontay
Zay
Banks.
Flowers. It's Zay Flowers.
Zay Flowers. You don't want Zay Flowers because that's gonna make my
I don't care at this point. You already won.
you know. I'm kidding. I don't care either, but
You already won. I already have to do the
where's
Will Levis sweepstakes.
Will Levis? They just signed back with Lamar. I had to do it too. I thought if I didn't get, do you want to do it?
You killed me in the mock draft, so it's only right.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, you gotta do it. I'll be there though.
Well, we're doing it at your house though.
He's impossible to cover for safeties. He's tough
All right.
You can do it at mine if you want. We can do it. I really don't care. We can do either one.
I'm pulling.
You want to pull up to my house and do it?
When do you want to do it? I'll just pull up wherever.
I can do it Saturday.
This Saturday?
Yeah. We could do that.
Might be able to. I don't know.
Do that and then watch the rest of the picks, like the day 3 picks.
We could. You know, I have probably no day 3 players.
I have orientation from like 9 to 11. I'll be home at I'll be home by 12. That's when the picks start. Zay Flowers.
23 draft. The Baltimore Ravens select
Yeah.
Zay Flowers.
Yep. That was an easy one.
Boston College.
That's like an actual pick that you could predict. Dude, he's drippy. Oh my gosh.
In the country now, Mel.
He's dripped out.
I know he has the Rick Owens on
At
too.
a young age, he had a lot of responsibility. His dad's working. He's got 13 siblings. He's out there. He understands what
Say
it
it's
is
13 siblings?
and have to do things and take care of his sisters and brothers. And Zay Flowers.
God damn.
5'9" and a quarter, 182, 4.4 speed.
His dad is
Electric,
about
as I said,
that.
So sudden. He had quarterback issues.
Dang.
Kovic injured.
13 siblings.
He's lit. Over Jordan Addison's crazy though. Like, I don't care if it fits their scheme. They like him a
It's
lot.
Will Levis. It's Will Levis. It's the Vikings. It's Will Levis. It's Will Levis right here.
I look. You want to see my uncle's reaction to his
It's Will
pick?
Levis. I'm
Should I
telling
go
you, it's Will
downstairs?
Levis. It's right here. Take a video of it. Take a video
No,
of it.
bro.
Take a video of it.
You look about a guy who can make things happen with the ball in his hands.
Please go take a video of it. It's Will Levis.
The best line I heard about it throughout the whole process. He can win a game of tag in the phone booth, Greeny.
Trust me. Go down and video his reaction right now. It'd be so funny.
They were last in yardage in the National Football League, so they had to get somebody. Not only they can win at the catch point, but when they get the ball in their hands, they can make plays in space. And Zay Flowers definitely.
Go video his reaction now. It's Will Levis.
Alright. Wait, the pick isn't even in yet.
I'm saying when the pick is in, go run downstairs and record it.
These guys who I'm telling you is a matchup nightmare.
So
because of
funny.
How good he is getting off the line of scrimmage, how he can play outside and inside, and just how good he
It's
is
gonna
at
be
the
Will
top of
Levis.
his routes as far as creating separation, getting DBs to turn, and then he has the jets and he just turns it on. Look, if they put him at number 2 or number 3, you should see right here as a defensive back, as a safety, and look, man, you just better back up. Just back up and play it top down, because if you really try to play it true and try and read his routes and read his releases, you don't have a shot. This is something that Kansas City used to do with Tyreek all the time. As soon as you turn and open your hips, you best believe he's got you right where he wants you. And then after that, you're not going to catch him, just like you're not going to catch Tyreek. And I'm not saying Zay is as fast as Tyreek, but it's the same kind of
Lamar's like, yay. Yay. Hooray.
Dude, Lamar signed a
Lamar's
$240 million
Lamar
contract. Has Odell and Zay Flowers.
Hollywood Brown, basically. He's literally just like the same scheme as Hollywood Brown.
Swear.
After the catch now, he has great run instincts and vision. And once he turns on the jets,
He's
exactly
actually.
what he's going to do. He's going to probably get a
Hey,
15-yard penalty.
Zay's from the same street as Lamar.
The same street.
In Florida. Bro, that's what he said. Like, someone was talking to him at the, like, they lived on, like, right next to each other, like, somewhat close.
Ow, I just banged my knee on the desk.
Obviously, Mel, the quarterback of Baltimore is happy.
But nah, like, this pick right here, they're taking forever because they're contemplating. It's Will Levis.
They weren't one the same street. I was joking.
It's Will Levis. Did you make that up?
Hey, he's an 82 overall. No, but I heard him say something. Dude, I'm gonna say the TikTok because I've been confused about it all day.
How do you know
My
their
throat hurts,
overalls?
It says 82 overall. I don't know.
Oh, you're watching a different thing. You're watching the NFL Network one.
I'm proud of the patience. I just fought through everything, no matter what it was, adversity. And I had my family, I had my
Brogan,
friends,
look
I
at
had
it, snap.
everybody by my side. And Coach Hafley stuck by me. And
That's low-key a fire. Lamar, Zay Flowers, Odell, Rashad Bateman, and Mark Andrews.
14 kids and your dad held it down on his own, but in this moment, how do you want to honor your mom, what she's meant to the journey?
She the reason I'm still doing this. She put me in this, it started with my mom, and my dad continued it, and me, everything. That's why I made sure that she was on with me. Made sure she was with me tonight.
You know somebody who's really happy tonight. Lamar Jackson has already tweeted out how happy he is.
Tell him let's do it. Tell him let's do it. Hey, we about to work. Let's get to it. Let's get to it.
Congrats.
Yeah, beautiful moment there, talking about his mom, and then, of course, Lamar Jackson tweeting the happy news, and we gave you the number beforehand. Since
Yo, it looks like he got picked.
first start,
Brogan, hello?
What?
the team is
What are you doing?
I was watching the thing you sent me.
Oh, I was like so confused. There was like a muffled person talking in my ear. Did you hear what he said about Lamar?
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
No, he was talking about how, like, they were on the something Ravens because they were, like, on the same street.
it's going to change. They want to open the offense.
Like youth football, Pee Wee football. They're on like the something Ravens.
So now they're going to play the ball that the Chargers are playing.
I don't know.
The Bills are playing.
No, wait, no way. They played youth football together. They're like
maybe. I mean, Lamar played high school in Florida, so that's where that.
He did.
He played in Miami. You remember
So
that?
he lived in Georgia.
You remember that clip of him running really fast and then like stopping at the pylon?
Which he was the toast of the town.
That was in Florida.
The next team up is the Minnesota Vikings.
Oh yeah, that like that where he juked backwards.
Yeah. That was Lamar in high school.
Yeah, I know, bud.
Yeah, it was in Florida.
31-24 in an NFC that has been somewhat depleted.
All right, this is Will Levis right here.
Is this a spot where they could consider taking a quarterback? I feel like I've heard that mentioned a couple of times through the process, but Mel is shaking his head at me vigorously.
I'm not saying they won't take Will Levis. I don't know. I'm just saying their defense was bad. And I watched
They're going Deontay Banks.
Yes, sir. And I got Emmanuel Forbes gone, right? Christian Gonzalez gone. Devin Witherspoon gone. But who's left? Joey Porter Jr.
These picks are taking so long, bro.
Deontay Banks, who had a heck of a year, came back from a shoulder injury in 2021 to have a whale of a season.
Remember, go record his reaction in case it's Will Levis.
So Deontay Banks and Joey Porter.
All right, I'm going right now. I'll send you a video. BRB, Brogan.
Please be Will Levis. This would be so funny. This would be so funny. Please be Will Levis. I've been saying Will Levis to the Vikings all night. I mocked Will Levis to the Vikings. Please, this would be so funny.
He doesn't have the people to do it. This has to be a corner.
This would be so
Banks is in
funny.
that athletic super freak category now, as far as his explosive qualities, explosive movement qualities. And you're right, with Brian Flores, look, I'm going to run a lot of zero blitz.
Yes.
I need a guy who can get up on the line of scrimmage and will not flinch. You get beat on a 9-ball, and the next play you're getting up there, and you know what you're doing? You're pressing him again. And then you come back and you make the play. That's Deontay Banks. I've seen him do it. I've seen him get beat, come right back, get right back up in a wide receiver's face. Explosive athlete.
Please, 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 Will Levis, Will Levis, Will Levis, Will Levis, Will Levis right here. I've been saying it all night. I mocked him to the Ravens. I mean, not the Ravens. The Vikings. It's Will Levis right here.
Will Levis, we've seen it before. Boomer Esiason, and the Bengals took 3 players in the first round. Boomer slid to the second round in 1984. Brett Favre slid to the second round.
Pick us
so
in.
it's happened before with quarterback. Jimmy Clausen did too. That didn't work out well for me. We'll see how it goes with Will Levis. But Will's right there. Heck of a quarterback, I believe. Nolan Smith, an outside backer who you can move around. It could be off ball as well. Dalton Kincaid and Michael Mayer as well. Tight end.
This is Will Levis.
Still on the board. We have not yet had a tight end drafted. Deontay Banks, Lewis, and Boog have talked about. And there's Jordan Addison, who went from Pitt, where he had 100 catches with Kenny Pickett, to USC with Caleb Williams, who may be the #1 pick overall next year out of USC. Their quarterback.
How about that name right there, Jordan Addison, right? One of the best route runners in this draft. I mean, just think about him in this offense.
Use him.
Think about him right up here with Jordan. I mean,
I was thinking about that. Jordan Addison here, honestly, is not far-fetched.
Because the value kind of matches up for me, right, with the need. I mean, wide receiver is always good because Jefferson needs help, especially, you know, now that Adam Thielen has moved on. He needs somebody. He needs a running mate because they're going to – you can take one wide receiver out of the game. This will be an interesting pick. I don't see how they go away from defense, but I wouldn't be shocked considering some of the quality wide receivers that are still in the board.
And I'm looking at the needs. Jacksonville's got a corner need.
Yeah.
Giants have a corner need. So you got teams right now that are looking, I'm sure, at Porter Jr. and Deontay Banks.
That's right.
And so this will be the Vikings making their pick here. Again, we are expecting them perhaps to go on that defensive side of the ball. You never know. You mentioned the departure of Adam Thielen, so perhaps help needed at wide receiver. The Vikings, who had a big regular season and then that very disappointing postseason performance. I do see the commissioner starting to make his way towards the podium here where he'll make the announcement. A big acquisition in Minnesota this year, the new defensive coordinator, Brian Flores, the one-time head coach in Miami.
Is it Will Levis?
We'll see if they go that way. Here's the commissioner.
Please be Will Levis. This would be so funny. Please be Will Levis.
2023 NFL Draft. The Minnesota Vikings select Jordan Addison, wide receiver.
Makes sense.
USC.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
You called it. We talked
Dude, that receiver core is going to be dirty. Oh my gosh.
The monster year there, won the Boletnikoff and
wow.
went to USC, caught 8 touchdowns there. Let's take a look at the prospects.
Justin
resume
Jefferson,
brought to you
Jordan
by
Addison,
Indeed.
KJ Osborne, TJ Hawkinson, Herb Smith Jr. Let him cook. Oh my gosh. Let him cook.
You talked about 2021. He won the Biletnikoff. He said, you know what? I'm going to leave Pittsburgh.
You wouldn't think the Giants would go Will Levis. I mean, they re-signed.
And he put up numbers. He can do it all from any
They
spot
re-signed
on
DJ,
the field.
right?
Speed to burn, to meet the versatility, where you can line him up and how he can get it done. You can put him in the slot. And imagine a nickelback. Usually they'll score a corner trying to check him. I put my foot in the ground. I'll get inside. I can get open. Easy pitch and catch. You talk about the ability to get deep. Throw him a little bubble screen, and now, not only can I catch the football, I can make guys miss and show a little toughness, playing up there, the ability to break tackles. But what I love is you can put him, you can isolate him, put him one-on-one, and say, you go beat their best DB. I put my foot in the ground, and you can throw it to him. The ability to play inside, outside, that's the reason why he was my #1 receiver. No, by the way,
Look at Connor's uncle to this Jordan Addison pick.
Yeah, and what he showed in SC this year is a guy who can go outside and win the one-on-ones, which, look, if you ask even the best wide receivers in the NFL, they feel as though
I'll play it again with the audio here. That's an NBC response right there.
And he can win the one-on-ones when you know you're throwing it to him. And Jordan showed that this year at USC. Last year,
I told ya.
where he tore people apart.
Once again, that was tonight's prospect resume brought to you by Indeed. I'm being told we have another.
Whoa!
The Giants will be on the clock when we continue in just
The Giants?
Here trading up with Jackson.
Straight up switch with the Jaguars right there?
Who are they looking to draft tonight? We'll find out next as we continue from Kansas City in just a moment.
Giants, they must know who they want.
Her name is Sadie.
Who would they jump him for? A receiver?
Any word? She goes to them.
Yeah, I mean, Jaguars kind of need a receiver too, so it makes sense.
Now streaming on Apple TV Plus.
Who's on the board?
There's a lot of anticipation.
Zay Flowers, Jackson Smith, and
My hopes
Jigba.
is that I look the best there.
Jackson.
Jury plays
Yeah,
a
so
big
that
part.
Jordan Addison.
It's the last step to
Who
making
else is on
your
the
outfit
board?
stand out. I like to be shining.
I know there's some studs. Quentin Johnson's gone too. I know there's some studs. Who else on the board?
Take over any
I'm trying to
room.
think.
I'm gonna cherish this every time I look at it and think back to the draft.
Jalen Hyatt, Cedric Tillman. I don't know. We'll see. Oh. Connor might be right with Nolan Smith for the Cowboys.
Toyota. Let's
Unless
go
that's
places.
who the Giants are going right now.
Sticky floors, catching breaks, and second wins.
Oh, this could be
Never
Deontay
forget the
Banks,
way
actually.
some things taste. Great taste.
They could have just jumped him to make sure they got Deontay Banks.
Tastes like Miller time.
Lowe's knows the most powerful
This would be a pretty good
tool
pick
in
for the Giants if they go Deontay
It's an
Banks.
app that saves you time and money. That's why we got an app that lets you build an instant
Yeah, I
quote.
think that's what it is. I think it's Deontay Banks right here for the Giants.
And track your MVP's pro rewards. It works hard so you can stay on the job, get it done, and move on to the next. You got this, and we got you.
Good morning. I'm Peter Davidson. Not Pete, because before 11 a.m., I like to keep it toned down and simple, just like Taco Bell breakfast. With fluffy eggs, sausage, melty cheese, and a crispy hash brown and a grilled tortilla. Nothing too wild, just like me. Peter Davidson. Isn't that right, co-host Rhonda?
Co-host?
You're on Breakfast with Peter. You're my co-host.
Are we on TV right now?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
George Foreman ain't no new champ. He is the new chump.
Big George Foreman is a great American story.
You made me something once. You can do it again.
The risk is of losing. It's dire.
A 5-star film. Big George Foreman. PG-13. Now play.
Interesting piece. Let me bring in my expert.
So many scratches.
Those are from my car keys.
Such a rich history. This won't do well at auction, but
At AT&T,
Let's
it's worth
go.
a brand new Samsung Galaxy
This is
S23.
Deontay Banks right here.
Wait, really? What about this?
AT&T's deal is back. Everyone gets a free new Samsung Galaxy S23 with a Galaxy phone trade-in. Any year, any condition.
All the options have you up in the air. Well, yes.
Stand by.
Help you make the smartest decision by comparing rates of high yield.
We're back in Kansas City, the 2023 NFL Draft. We've had quite a few trades, and we just had another. Adam Schefter, what are the details?
Well, Greeny, the Giants are trading a few picks to move up one slot, and the Giants have needed help in the secondary. They've been looking hard in this draft, and this will be their chance by moving up one slot to improve their secondary. This would be the spot to do it, Greeny.
But we'll see, Mel, if that's the direction they go. We are coming off 4 consecutive wide receivers selected, which, by the way, I'll mention quickly, is the first time that's ever happened in the common draft era. 4 consecutive wide receivers, and so now the Giants, if they do want help in that secondary, Mel, what direction should they look?
Well, we thought Minnesota could be looking at corners. They passed. They took wide receiver.
Dude,
Jordan
Will
Addison,
Levis
which
is
a
still
need
on the
for
board.
right.
This is
They got
Deontay
those
Banks right
over
here.
defense, but for Wink Martindale,
Jacksonville
the
not
Giants,
taking quarterback.
they gotta get a corner. And I think
Hey.
we
Cowboys.
Joey Porter
Hey,
Jr. from Penn
I'm
State,
back.
my guy Deontay Banks from
That was such
Maryland.
a...
You know, it's here, Brian.
Makes sense. You're gonna go up, and
Huh?
Jacksonville, to me, could take a
What?
corner, but then
What?
their tight end Dalton
NPC.
Kincaid, tight end Michael
Dude, that
Mayer,
was such an
Dallas
NPC
Scenario,
response.
maybe thinking tight end.
I told you.
See what happens there in terms of maneuvering, but I only think the Giants.
That's a good pick, though. Jordan Addison.
With Deontay Banks, love the kid. He came back from that
Brian
shoulder
Branch is
injury.
going.
Their receiver core is so dirty. No, this is Deontay Banks.
This guy has a perfect arm.
This is Deontay Banks right here.
Than Wink Martindale. You got to have a guy that can be explosive, play
Wait a
man-to-man
minute.
coverage, be physical, and have the mentality that I'm going to win down after down. This fits the defensive coordinator's personality. Deontay Banks fits. Wouldn't be surprised if that's the pick.
Yeah, I mean, he's just
But
super
Jacksonville
athlete,
is going
man.
Devon Jones. Cowboys are going Nolan Smith. You guys are going Brian Branch.
It looks different with Deontay Banks. And he is not scared as far as sticking his nose in there against the run either. And you know how Wink Martindale is.
Exactly.
He likes those kind of guys, those kind of competitors. It would fit perfect. He fit perfect in the scheme.
Yeah.
I mean, just maybe pound for pound, one of the most explosive players in this draft.
So you saw the celebration in the Giants draft room there as they have made their pick, and here comes the
Giants are pissed they didn't get Jordan Addison. Jalen Hyatt.
No, this is Deontay Banks.
Roger Goodell.
Dang. I'm surprised they didn't go Brian Branch.
Traded the 24th pick to the
Bills
New York
might
Giants.
Bills might be going Brian.
With the 24th pick,
Did we
That's
trade
what I
up?
said.
23
We traded.
NFL draft, the New York Giants select Deontay
Bills traded up.
Banks,
To
defensive
what?
back, Maryland.
We traded.
For
We're
20
up next.
25?
In Baltimore and stayed home to go
Yeah.
to college.
The Jaguars got jumped again?
Never looked back. He's got the combination of size and speed, Mel, that every team is looking for.
Yeah, 6 foot, almost 200 pounds. Greeny ran 4.4, 4.35 to 4.4, 42-inch vertical jump. Talk about how athletic he is. Lewis was talking about that in Booger. You think about this year. He came back from a shoulder injury, missed most of 2021. I'm watching Ja'Cory Bennett to start the year.
What are
He's
you
a really
talking
good
about?
player.
You haven't traded up on my
Third-round
screen.
pick, fourth-round pick. Deontay Banks just jumped out at you from game 1 on. He had 8 pass breakups, he had an interception. He did not allow a reception of over 30 yards all year. Talk about notable games. Purdue, Indiana, outstanding. Ohio State.
Did you guys actually trade up? Oh, yeah, there we go. It just popped up.
Yeah.
It just popped up.
I thought he showed some improvement, but that was kind of the bugaboo. That was something I think.
All right, yeah, I think you guys are taking Brian
He
Branch.
can fix that, improve on that.
Or
His size,
maybe
speed,
DeJuan
and
Jones.
His toughness, he will light you up. Yep. He's got a chance to be really good.
This might be DeJuan Jones. Or Nolan Smith.
See it on your screen as the graphics will change here for you as they see Deontay Banks who goes to the Giants. The Buffalo Bills have moved up, so Jacksonville has traded twice.
I wanted to trade with the Cardinals, honestly,
To allow the Giants to come up.
for
Now the
D-Hop, but
Bills
it's fine.
have come up. We'll find out which player it is they've decided they needed to get as we continue in just a moment with the NFL Draft from Kansas City.
All right, so who do you want here?
With exfoliating bar. The bar on the handle removes unseen dirt and debris that gets in the way of the blades.
I don't know, bro. I'm being honest with you, probably Brian Branch.
Lifetime warranty.
Nah.
If you want to keep the beard, use King Seed.
I don't know, bro.
A lineup of products designed to cleanse,
Nolan
soften,
Smith
trim,
is
and
raw.
style for your best beard. Gillette, the best a man can get.
It takes fight to be a full-time fan. There'll be early check-ins, then late shifts, good days.
I don't know who I want. Is that bad?
But you'll never quit.
No.
Because you're in this together. It won't always
Will Levis
be
probably.
easy, but when you love what you do.
Jalen Hyatt, baby. Give us Jalen Hyatt.
No, I get Will Levis.
He's a dog. Oh, do I have to go downstairs with my dad or what?
1 in 8. That's how many people have
No, I'll go down after.
McDonald's.
All right.
Made more famous fries and more kids' days than
You want me to go on
orders,
camera?
and no two
See my
ships are the
reaction?
same.
Because I don't. It's not gonna be a big reaction, so
Means more
I'm probably gonna be like,
time.
dang.
That the skills you learn
Yeah, let's see it, Connor.
Jawan Jones. Actually, Michael Meyer, bruh. Give us a go behind Dawson Knox.
Start at McDonald's. And when you start, stays
Go,
with
go,
you.
go, go. Brian Brandt. Joey Porter hasn't been picked, right?
Nope.
So I'll admit it. I'm a bath bomb guy.
Dang. Joey Porter. No, we don't need corner.
He's a
Hendon
corner
Hooker,
last
no.
year.
Personal price plan simply helps you create an affordable price.
Okay, and he's like mid.
Kyrie
Alright.
Elam is good.
Jalen Hyatt. He's alright.
Who is that guy?
Jazz
Caller click to get a quote today.
Go.
Mike, a good
I would
neighbor.
want Nolan Smith. You guys lost Jermaine Edmonds.
Alright, you're right. And Cowboys were gonna pick him.
Yeah, exactly. You guys jumped him.
I'm
for a
watching
reason.
Zen right now. Like, enjoy the Zen. We'll be right back.
I'm telling you, it's Nolan Smith. You guys jumped him for a reason.
I don't know, man.
I hope it's a kicker.
Yeah, we need that punter back.
It's a beautiful time for basketball.
Matt Ariza just wasn't in, huh?
Nah.
Matt Ariza was raw.
You know what?
The NBA playoffs continue with 2 game
That's not the only
sixes
thing that was
Friday
raw.
on ESPN.
Hey, Dan, bro. After we go tight end.
Back in Kansas City late in the first round.
Oh, Will Levis looks happy. He looks
Oh.
happy.
Bro, if a tight end, if they let Dalton Kincaid or Michael Meyer go play with Josh Allen, come on, bro.
Dalton Kincaid would be raw.
He's so good.
Dalton
Kincaid is
Kincaid.
raw. Look at Dermot over there. He looks like my driving instructor. I just noticed that.
But the family's doing okay. Mellon mentioned that Levis plays with a chip on his shoulder.
I'm stressing. I'm eating my fucking hat.
And his mom, Beth, was a
Looks like you're driving.
Bro, give us Nolan Smith, Jalen Hyatt,
drama. You're welcome, NFL.
Deuce Vaughn,
Sounds like she has a chip on her shoulder.
Brian Branch,
Again, we had Bryce Young, Will Anderson,
or
and,
Devon.
Bryce Young, C.J. Stroud, and Anthony Richardson go in the first 4 picks tonight, and no quarterback since. Again, there was a moment last week, in which Will Levis was the odds-on favorite to be the 2nd pick in this draft, Mel, and instead, here he is still waiting to hear his name called as we approach the end of round 1.
Well, Susie touched on it. That some quarterback was going to possibly fall.
Oh,
so,
fudge.
is it the end of the world? Heck no. I mean, how many quarterbacks we have to mention that went from the 2nd round one who became heck of a player in the NFL? I talked to Boomer.
And the Buffalo Bills select Bijan Robinson out of Texas.
Don't get down. Just get motivated.
I mean, I'm not even gonna have reactions because I don't even know. Like, I'm not really excited with this pick. Oh, I thought you were gonna say.
As you look at the teams that have yet to select tonight here in round 1, it seems almost impossible that any of them would take a quarterback. Now, certainly, we have frequently seen teams trade into the end of round 1 to take a quarterback, and it is certainly possible we will see that when you consider Dallas and Jacksonville.
Don't let him fall to us, and he's gonna be the best tight end of all time.
The commissioner and the Bills.
Oh, you let it. Oh, they let it fall. They let him fall, Brogan. They let him fall, and now he's gonna be the best friggin' catcher from Josh Allen ever.
The Buffalo Bills select
Sudden, natural hands,
Dalton Kincaid,
competitive yards after catch.
I told you, dude. Kincaid's
How
wrong.
did you mute me?
No.
Dude, no. With Josh Allen, bro. With Josh Allen.
The football team, Mel, at the University of San
He's gonna be
Diego,
raw.
caught 19 touchdowns there in 2 seasons, and then found his way to Utah.
Yeah, I'll tell you, we talked about the one game for C.J. Stroud, and we talked about one game.
Dude,
for
Kincaid's
Dalton
actually
Kincaid. Got
tough.
everybody's attention. USC game.
This girl-
He has 16 targets.
This girl just said he's so
16
fun.
16 for 16
Who?
against USC. That's pretty doggone good. And he got, I'll tell you,
Kincaid.
state misfortune. Brant Keithley's a heck of a player who's going back to Utah. Brant Keithley got hurt. Dalton Kincaid stepped up in Keithley's absence and had a heck of a year. This was the year of the shine for Dalton Kincaid. He took advantage of every opportunity. He is the ultimate
He is crazy.
stretcher with great hands. Josh Allen's going to
It's bad that he fell that
He's
far.
not a tight end. He is a glorified wide receiver, guys. Blocking, he's keep improving. He's going to work on that. But he's a guy, boy, they move him around. They moved him outside with his 6'3.5" frame, 246 pounds. Great hand-eye coordination, and a guy, like I said, that really put on a show when he got that opportunity with Brant Keithley's injury.
Yeah, just a ton of production over the last 2 years, 106 catches, 1,400 yards, 16 touchdowns. And if you're Buffalo, we thought about Buffalo maybe adding another wide receiver. What did they add? Another weapon to go with Stephon Diggs and Gabe Davis.
So are the Cowboys going Michael Mayer now?
They're going to give Josh Allen another weapon in the
Nolan
passing game.
Smith.
I like what Buffalo did here.
Could be, but I mean, the Cowboys don't have a tight end either.
Another weapon, taking some pressure off the number 2 receiver in Gabe Davis.
Yeah, I mean, 55% of his snaps, he was aligned in the slot this year. So what is he going to do? He's going to work.
Oh, is that why he dropped them?
He's going to work between the numbers, run the seams, run the wide basics, which are the 10 yards and cut across the field. He's tough after the catch. He will compete as a blocker. You can use him as an F. You can use him as a U, meaning line him up at fullback, put him, off the ball as a tight end, block across the formation. He'll compete
You're
with
right.
all that
I
stuff.
gotta talk to my dad.
Ken Dorsey will find some real creative ways
Dalton
to use this guy.
Kincaid.
Josh Allen will love him.
All right, so the Dallas Cowboys are now on the clock, and Chris Mortensen has insight for us. Mort.
Well, with the pick of Dalton Kincaid to the Bills, and the Bills jumping in front of the Cowboys, this is about where we expect these tight ends to go. Now, for the Cowboys, I don't know who they're going to pick, but I do know tight end is a need. And the one guy who most resembles Jason Witten, one of the all-time greats for the Cowboys, tight end, is Michael Mayer of Notre Dame.
That's what I was saying.
Will tell you, he's a full-service tight end. Not saying he's going to be the pick here, but Mike McCarthy, the coach of the Cowboys, likes somebody that can play in line as a tight end, block, but still make catches down the field. At some point, we're going to see these tight ends come off the board between the rest of the night.
Michael Mayer, that's what I'm saying. He makes most sense.
I think the top of the second round, too, as well, Greeny.
Now, we just saw the first go, and Mel, I feel like there was a time at the beginning of this process that people were mocking Michael Mayer to go much earlier in the draft than this, so he'd be a very
This
interesting
draft has
option
been
here
way
for
too
Dallas.
unpredictable for any of that. It's been so unpredictable. Holy crap, dude.
But you watch him play since his freshman year. He didn't play too much. He plays a true freshman. Wasn't that super highly rated coming out of high school, but made a big-time name for himself at Notre Dame. He is a blood and guts football player. Boy, he will win contested situations. He will battle for every inch of real estate after the catch. He'll help out as an inline blocker. He's a throwback to the 80s as a tight end.
Yeah, to me, he's the most complete tight end in the draft as far as somebody that can line up on the line of scrimmage and block and also work the passing game. He's not going to wow you with the numbers. He's not going to wow you with the 40 times. You talk about the arms, the length, all that, but he reminds me so much of Jason Witten, a guy that can just get open. Jason Witten is going to the Hall of Fame off one route, and then it's Y option. The ability for that tight end to get the option, and then the hands, the sure hands. It doesn't matter when he's covered. He's really not covered. Go up, catch the football with your hands. Talk about being a body catcher.
Yeah, I think it's Michael Mayer
He's
here.
going to go up and snatch the football with his hand. Reminds me of somebody else who they said, he's not an athlete, he's not quite fast. All Jason Witten did was go to Dallas and have a Hall of Fame career, catch the football with his hands, always in the right spot. But what he really made hay Mel is when it came time to be a blocker, came time to run the football, he could stick his nose in there. You can line him up there wide, you can bring him across, he can block. And for a team that wants to run the football, Mike McCarthy has said he wants to, this sport, it sure looks familiar. How ironic would this be for Dallas to have one tight end in the Hall of Fame and Jason Witten and go draft another with the same type characteristics as Michael Mayer?
Yeah, it was kind of uncanny how similar they looked. When I was watching them, I'm going, because I remember when Jason came out of Tennessee, I was low on him. I didn't think Jason had a hell of a career, and he's a hell of a guy. There's no question about it. Love him to death. I just didn't think he'd be that good of a tight end. I didn't think he'd get open. Because I was just like, man, he just doesn't look like he's going anywhere. And you know, I was surprised at the number of people who didn't challenge Michael at the line of scrimmage in college. He was constantly getting free releases. And then he just puts people around on the second level, and he has those great hands. And he is a good route runner now. He's very good at the top of routes. Very, very good at that. It's almost like too easy of a pick for them.
The Cowboys have taken a lot of time.
All right, well, the pick is in. They're high-fiving, handshaking all across the room. Yep, pick is in.
Has happened as you see the reactions in their draft room. The pick is in, and the Cowboys have made it. And so we'll see which direction they choose to go, as they had the good season last year. Dak Prescott taking, in most people's estimation, a step backwards a season ago. They make the change with the offensive coordinator. Kellen Moore no longer there. He's now in Los Angeles with the Chargers. Booger, you mentioned it. They're looking to run the football more this year, and obviously the tight end fits nicely into that scheme.
Yeah, they talked about not being able to try to outscore everybody. And Mike McCarthy got a lot of flack for those comments. They're like, huh? The name of the game is scoring points. But at some point, you have to win with how you want to win, your philosophy, how you want to do it. And so, yeah, it makes sense to get a tight end in this situation.
Perhaps that's the direction they go. Their defense was much improved, obviously, each of the last 2 years.
Hello?
Dan Quinn, is there anything on the defensive side?
My groin.
Hello?
My groin.
Yo.
Continue to speculate about the possibility of a tight end?
My groin.
Well,
Nolan Smith.
Yeah, when you look at their run defense,
Nah,
I mean, that's
Michael
where they
Mayer.
were in the bottom quarter of the league as far as rushing yards per game. So, I mean, I just, the tight end makes more sense.
They're really
to
just
me
preparing this dude
here,
good,
as far as, you know, what they
Jason,
wanna
man.
get done offensively and how maybe they wanna
That's the whole thing they're
have
just
a
showing.
controlled passing game.
Just comparing him
Bro,
to Jason.
Dalton Kincaid. I'm actually hyped. Bro.
These are all.
Available right now.
You guys still
I
have
know.
Dalton Knox?
Oh, dude. You think about moving the receiver? Yeah.
Is you're gonna have to be able to control
They're gonna double him up or move Kincaid to a receiver type of thing.
I mean, he's built like a receiver.
Who's the player that came in?
You could put him at like outside, but you could also
And
have
put
him
like
like
Knox on the line.
you could have him like design blocks and everything.
Nolan Smith has some of those same characteristics, and he ran
Yeah,
4.3.
and Knox the block.
So maybe they get another chance piece.
I like Knox though.
All right, this is Michael Mayer, no doubt.
Only because look, I saw Jason Kelsey in the hotel this morning, and I said, look,
Michael
it was
Mayer.
unfair what you were doing to people down the stretch, dude.
Mozzie
I don't know
Smith.
what you're
Oh.
doing as far as your training regimen. Give it to me.
Who they're gonna pick?
Give it to me. So I don't know. Maybe
Huh?
defensive tackle makes sense.
Who do you think they're gonna pick?
To find out now, the Cowboys
Michael Mayer.
have taken some time, and the commissioner is here to announce their selection.
With the 26th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft,
I was not expecting us to go tight end tonight. I'm not gonna lie.
Mozzie Smith.
Dude,
Defensive
wait.
tackle.
I mocked them, Ozzie Smith.
That's a surprise. Although
I actually mocked that. Yes.
his freak, the quickness and agility
You're lying.
at his
No, I'm not. Go
size
check the
is
mock draft.
extremely rare. Played in 35 games, starting 28 in Ann Arbor.
All right. Well, it feels good to get another one back.
Powerful kid.
On call, Connery Steelers fan.
Sack production.
Yep.
2.5 tackles for loss, half a sack, forced to
No, I mocked that though. Good playing.
fumble, but he had 48 tackles.
Good playing. I don't know how I mocked.
All right, you're down like 4 to 2.
Dude, out of all the picks I mocked that one. Come on.
I don't even know who Mozzie Smith is.
I have
I'm
seen
so
this
bad.
Stroud and Mozzie Smith.
Powerful hands. You got to believe he can expand his game.
I heard you say it, and I was like, oh, no way.
I've never seen anybody move him out, and you won't move him either. Grady.
Nah, I try to like cover it up too.
I know, you're like, really on the fact. I knew once he said that, you weren't just going to randomly say it. I knew that's who they picked.
To allow DeMarcus Lawrence the ability to rush the passer. He has pass rush ability. It just won't look clean. He can push the pocket. Now you have Lawrence and Parsons coming off the edge. The numbers won't show up, but he will help their pass rush by pushing the pocket.
Look, I'll tell you this. Dan Quinn is going to have to get him going, though. He has to get him to play consistently coming off the ball. For me, I saw him too late off the ball. Not getting off blocks one-on-one. Too much one-for-one at the point of attack where you're sitting there going, look, man, you're 6'3". You're 323 pounds. You have 34 reps. You should be ragdolling people, and you're not. I mean, I guess that's why you slipped down to this area of the draft.
Oh my goodness. All right, who are the Jaguars taking?
All right, the Jaguars are on the clock after moving back twice already tonight. Very much in keeping with the theme of the night. What a night it has been. Trades galore, and we are
Oh, I know who they're taking. I know who they're taking.
for the home team, Kansas City, to wrap it up with the final pick of round 1 of the NFL draft. And we continue in just a moment.
You know who they're taking, Connor? Yeah, real talk.
Lucas Van Ness.
DeJuan
Does this
Jones.
mean you can watch NFL Sunday Ticket without
DeJuan
putting a
Jones.
satellite dish on your roof?
Yes.
Does this
Brian
mean you can
Brees.
watch your
They need
favorite
another
teams
Trevor
on
Lawrence type
Monday,
day.
Sunday games?
Brian Bresci, he's going
Does this
to the
mean all
Eagles.
players are technically YouTube celebrities now?
Actually, he's probably
Yes,
not. They already
to
got a
every
D tackle.
one of those things. Sign up now and get our lowest full season price of the year on YouTube and YouTube TV.
I'm slipping out of these pants. I don't know who comes to do it.
You brought a human here.
I ain't even seen nothing. I'm not even seeing anything right now.
There is a darkness coming.
How big can this guy be?
He eats planets. So, like, way bigger than a planet.
Let them come. Rise of the Beasts. Watch the new trailer online now.
$6 your way
My
deal
Clemson
MBK.
shorts.
All your taste buds will say hooray, and for just $6 your wallet will
Yeah.
too. When hunger calls, you know what to do.
Ugh. Yeah. Drip.
The all-new Prius, Toyota. Let's go places.
What if you could make analyzing a big bank's data no big deal?
Go on.
Well, what if you partner with IBM and Red Hat, use a hybrid cloud solution to connect data across multiple systems globally, then analyze all that data with Watson?
Okay, but this needs to meet our
Security standards? Yep.
compliance standards.
Mm-hmm.
So they get the insights they need.
Yep.
In real time.
Check.
Hot, bruh.
Check.
And check.
That's the hybrid cloud solution.
My sister
IBM
is
and
on
Bank
tour. I
created.
don't know
But
if
when
I'm
you
in.
create
I
IBM,
don't know if I
let's
want to or not. Though. I kind of want to. I mean, I don't want to, but I do want to.
English muffin, shredded beef, and
But
roasted
who wants to go?
veggies, creamy
Oh,
hollandaise,
but they have a chance not to.
new eggs Benedicts, and 4 delicious
Huh?
flavors. Only from
What?
IHOP.
I just like my
Download
fourth
the
block,
app
my
and
first
earn
block.
free food with
Yeah.
every order.
Need to hit the road if we're gonna beat the traffic.
Should I stay home tomorrow? Or what?
Yeah.
Maybe we'll just beat the traffic.
Nolan Smith. No, Will Levis, bro. Bro, Will Levis just fell to the second round, bro.
That's wild.
Lots of great storylines.
He's about to get picked up by freaking Detroit in the second round.
About to go to the XFL.
He's about to get picked up by Detroit in the second round, or like
About to get picked up
the
by the
Rams.
St. Louis Battlehawks.
Wait, the Rams. The Rams. They don't have a quarterback, right?
The St. Louis Battlehawks.
Oh wait, they do have a quarterback. I'm dumb. They have Matthew Stafford.
Back in
He's old.
Kansas City, and time now for a draft moment. By Pizza Hut, or in this case, a flurry of them. That was the moment when Bryce Young was named called as the first pick in the draft. And then
Tennessee needs a quarterback, so they got. It's either gonna be Tennessee or Detroit.
special moments here all night long.
Because no one's picked. He's not going first round.
All over the country as the NFL draft has continued. Filled
They
with
need
a
Nolan
variety
Smith to fall
of
behind
fabulous
the
moments, and it is time
Josh
now,
Allen.
Mel, to take a look at your best available still remaining in tonight's class, which is brought to you by Courtyard by Marriott.
I thought Trevor Lawrence played his rookie year, so. And we lost 9-6.
9-6 is tough.
Throughout the rest of the season was Will battled.
I think it was his rookie year. Didn't I?
Nolan Smith with the torn pectoral. 8 games in. Pushes him down just a bit.
2 years ago, I think it was.
Got a little handsy at times in coverage. I thought he improved on that. Still
Jaguars, Will Levis.
Murphy, defensive end, has that pass rush ability. And then Anton Harrison, offensive tackle, left tackle.
He actually fell to the second round. No one's taking him now.
I just got the pick. I'm not gonna tell you though.
Is that his girl? His girl's a baddie.
Who?
What player it is, Lewis, that they've decided to identify here. Obviously, the star
Who are you talking to?
quarterback Trevor Lawrence, who really came into his own a year
Bro,
ago.
bro, went mute.
Protect him, right? Take care of that young man. They've had some losses on the offensive line.
Here he is, Roger
Hello?
with the pick.
With the 27th pick.
I had this guy going way earlier for like the Steelers,
Jaguars select
and he went to the freaking Jags. I literally have Lucas Van Ness going to the Jags.
Well, Lewis, just as you said, versatile lineman from Washington, D.C., played mostly left tackle, started
Who's
23
next?
games
Cincinnati.
at that spot the last 2
They're gonna go
seasons.
Branch.
Played basketball in high school, so he's got
No one's gonna let Branch.
and he's got
Joey
plenty
Porter
of
still hasn't
power
got
now.
picked, bro. They're going Porter.
I thought I was impressed. He had that one game at right
Or they're
tackle
going Myers.
last
They
year.
might go
The first
Michael
game
Myers.
was the season opener against UTEP at right tackle. Remaining 11
They're
games
not.
were at left tackle. That's where he's played his
Huh?
career. They can play both.
They'll go.
Why not? They need to
One a quarter, 315
Whose
pounds
girl's
with
bad?
long arms. As
They
a
might go
run
Michael
blocker,
Mayer, actually.
drove defenders off the ball.
Whose girl's bad? You like meteor and micro? Said someone's bad.
As a
Will
pass
Levis.
blocker, the footwork, the technique, the ability to mirror, he did that. He got that movement in the run
All right.
game. He was a
They're
pretty good
going
offensive
Michael
player. He
Mayer
was at his best. He played, I
or
thought, had a
Joey
wonderful
Porter.
season.
Did Joey
He was
Porter
on my
get
big
picked?
board.
Nope.
Ended up at 26.
Bro, how?
All
He's
time,
good.
250, 300 big board. Anton Harrison at 26. He was the next offensive tackle. I think the ability to play right tackle or left tackle makes him valuable. And who are you protecting?
It was
You're
better be
protecting
getting
the
Sean
franchise
Tucker.
down there in Trevor Lawrence.
Deuce Vaughn. We better get Deuce Vaughn in the third round.
And this makes sense when you figure out the report came
Whoever gets a Deuce Vaughn's gonna be my favorite team, and Will Levis.
I'm getting a Deuce Vaughn jersey.
Bro, I'm getting a Will Levis jersey. I don't care.
If and when Cam Robinson does get suspended,
I'm gonna
I'ma
get
do
a
the-
Bijan. I'm getting a Bijan Robinson jersey.
Actually,
Let's do a challenge.
has the very latest with
All right.
All right.
perspective on that.
Whoever fails
That's
first.
the whole thing here, Greedy. Cam Robinson
Every morning you gotta eat a banana with peel on it and mayonnaise and coffee.
Dude,
And
what?
whoever fails first, that's my Will Levis
Going through
jersey.
the process right now, he's fighting it, but the chances are ultimately
Fine.
he's going to face some type of multi-game suspension.
No, let's figure out something to do like all in one day, so we don't have to do it like every morning.
No, I know, but you're already eating a banana. I thought you were doing it.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, it sure does. Because
Should my punishment be having to do that
I
and
just
get a Will
killed a
Levis?
mosquito with a balloon.
Should my punishment have to also get a Will Levis jersey?
all the physical talent that
No, I mean, I don't care. I'm getting a Will Levis jersey no matter what.
you have a heavy punch. He wasn't like
No, but you should definitely eat a banana peel. You still have a chance, you know that, right?
physically impose their will.
No, I
Darnell Wright,
don't.
There's a reason why he went 9th overall.
You do.
Because we have the same guy mocked to the Saints,
The same kind of physical ability as some of
Who?
those higher rated
Miles
talents,
Murphy.
but it wasn't. He didn't have that same kind
Eagles
of
aren't taking Brian Bressie, and I doubt the Chiefs are taking Cedric Tillman. So
sink his hips a little bit more so he can come
Who do you
out
have Cincinnati
with
taking?
more power. They have themselves a steal.
he doesn't have that tenacity.
It was
What he
Luke
does
Van
have
Ness.
is the rare ability of a guy that's
I'm gonna make a second day bracket.
when he gets beat, he can
Huh?
recover, and I think that's something that
I'm gonna make a second day bracket.
I am not.
Bengals will be next up here.
Yeah, me
We
neither.
have 4 picks remaining in round 1 of this NFL draft, and barring any more
Dang.
trades, and certainly we may still see some if history is going to be any guide, but we have the Bengals.
Well,
and
there
the
goes
Saints,
that.
Then the Eagles and Kansas City will wrap it up. At that
Dude,
point,
Nolan
not
Smith
one
still hasn't got
person is
picked.
left here tonight.
Wild.
Frequently, as we've
Bro's
mentioned, we've
Bro's
seen
undersized, I
three
guess.
earlier, but for the first time, the defending
You know how
Super Bowl
pissed I'd be.
champions are hosting the draft, and so the fans
The Saints are
waiting for
taking
them.
him.
This player, remember, here we go. The Bengals are ready to go. The commissioner is here.
No, not.
With the 28th pick.
Yeah, they
in
will.
the 2023
No, they gotta take Joey
NFL
Porter
draft,
for Brian Branch.
The Cincinnati Bengals select Miles Murphy.
Oh, Miles
defensive
Murphy.
end, Clemson.
A 5-star recruit was the top player in the state of Georgia.
How did you
coming
just
out
see
of high
that?
school, had
Shut the heck up.
29 pressures last year.
Bro, are you actually
at
being serious?
Clemson
Shut the heck
Mountain.
up.
Yeah, he was an average.
Shut up.
You don't want to mess with me.
Shut the flip up. I actually need you to come in clutch tomorrow though while I'm reffing.
You want to see it more and more, and you never saw it consistently.
After that, I'm not.
He's got a ton of upside.
Kinda mean.
It's really,
What?
really good, but his badge just leaves you like.
That was kinda mean.
With those freaky
Shut the fuck up.
stats,
I need a sorry.
Sorry.
not make plays,
I need a sorry.
not make more plays, and I think he showed you.
Alright, I'll pull up.
But it's going to be up to the defensive
Baby.
line coach. Can you get
My
it
parents
out
love me.
every single
I have to
snap
watch
with
my.
consistency?
I have to watch my sister tomorrow. I'm being dead serious.
When you talk about
Screw your
guys like
sister.
Sam Hubbard and Trey Hendrickson, these guys are motor players.
My parents went out all night, like until like 3 a.m.
Who I absolutely
Bring her
love.
with you.
We'll get it out of this guy. I didn't have any problem with this.
I actually could do that.
He has got
Yeah.
power for days.
All right, we continue in a moment here as our aerial coverage is provided by Goodyear. It takes
I need a
time to
drink,
reach the
bro.
next destination.
I do too. I'm not
More
doing
driven,
dry.
3 more picks tonight.
So
Round one of the
quenched.
NFL draft from Kansas City.
Last 3 picks.
Let me be direct. You're doing TV wrong.
This has to be Nolan
You
Smith.
thought that other TV provider was good enough. Now what? You
Dude,
talk?
please don't let the Chiefs walk away with
You
Nolan
call us
Smith.
watching sports, do you? You deserve better. So much in life is a compromise. But with #1 customer satisfaction, DirecTV never is. Now, get out of here.
Guarantee your low price for 2 years. Call 1-800-DIRECTV to get a $200 reward card.
Next on Behind the Scenes.
Let me tell you about the greatest roster ever assembled.
The Monster, the Outlaw, and you can't forget about the Boss.
If the Chiefs walk away with Nolan Smith, I swear.
Want to eat your heroes.
The Subway Series, the greatest menu of all time.
Ego, the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power, brings you the world's first power load string trimmer with Line IQ technology. So smart, it loads the line automatically and keeps the line extended to maintain full trimming power. With Line IQ, there are no bumps, so you work faster. Powered by Ego's patented 56-volt arc lithium battery technology, it runs up to 60 minutes on a single charge. Plus, the same battery powers all Ego tools, exclusively Lowe's, Ace, and Ego authorized dealers.
We all have something we love. A passion. Could be our job. Travel. Sports. It could be anything. But here's the thing. If you follow it, wherever it takes you, you'll always find what you're looking for.
Doesn't get any better than this. Yeah. Be a shame if it rained, though. And that's why I brought these. See? Now they're protected.
Cheers to that.
I don't know how I'm gonna drink this now.
It was your idea to bring them, bro.
Yeah, I didn't think it through.
Hi there, I'm lost.
This is Will Ferrell.
Just blocking for dogs like you.
You ever been with an Afghan before?
I don't think so, but thank you.
This is Jamie Foxx.
You were straight. You can do anything you want.
Really?
I was recently with this couch. Best sex of my life.
Oh my goodness gravy, these final picks are about to get hectic.
I think I got something. How many of these should we eat? All of them?
Give me a second.
You look different.
You look different too.
How so? Is it my human hands? Hold up, Strays. Home new theaters. Rated R.
Trinity Thomas is the best in NCAA gymnastics, maybe even in the world.
Did she drill that? My goodness.
Fantastic. There it is. Oh my gosh.
Feels like a change is coming.
There have been 80 years of drafts.
I'm told the pick is in.
Thousands of names called.
Jerry Rice.
Eli Manning.
Sauce Gardner.
But there's nothing like hearing yours.
A spectacular moment for this young man.
The 2023 NFL Draft is presented by Courtyard by Marriott, the official hotel of the NFL, and in part by the new movie Strays, in theaters June 9th, rated R, and Subway. Subway's upping their game with the All-Star Subway Series menu. Order by name or number, and they'll do the rest.
As everyone knew they would, this city of Kansas City, one of the great sports cities in America, they love their Chiefs, and they have shown up in a huge way tonight. 125,000 people, the estimated attendance tonight, and not one of them has left, because for the first time, the home team is the defending Super Bowl champ, which means they will make the final pick of the first round. Which
all right, pick is in. Saints pick.
We have a few picks before we get there. The New Orleans Saints, their pick is in. Then we will.
This gotta be Nolan Smith. There's no way he's dropping that. I do not want him to drop to the Chiefs. They do not need Nolan Smith.
We'll make theirs. The Saints pick is in. Lewis, very quickly, what direction should they be looking?
But they need more pass rush on defense, especially on the interior, to help a guy.
They do not need Nolan
To help
Smith.
out some of their defensive ends. They're getting a little bit older at the position. They got to beef it up on the defensive line.
It's a time of change for New Orleans, obviously, in the last few years. They do bring in Derek Carr to play quarterback for them this year, so they will go in that direction. And I see the commissioner making his way out here. The NFC South, a division really in a state of flux. Let's see what the Saints are doing. Here's the commissioner.
With the 29th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the New Orleans Saints select Brian Brzee.
Brian Brzee.
Tackle, Clemson.
Okay.
Back-to-back Clemson
That's
Tigers
one
now. You
pick
just mentioned him. He's been on the
before
radar a long
I
time.
took him.
Some services
I had
ranked
him
the
going
number one high
30
school
to the
player in
Eagles
country
in both
coming
mocks.
out of Damascus, Maryland.
Yeah, at Damascus High School, he was rated anywhere between 1 and 3. Grinny, you're right. He was also on the basketball
Good
team.
pick, good pick, good pick. He's very solid off the line. Big guy. Get to the quarterback, disrupt the run, disrupt the pass. Big guy, big sacks. Pause. Whoa, whoa.
Four-and-a-half sacks that year. Forced the fumble. He was really active along the interior. Really got after it. 2020 starts out the season, then the ACL. Then this past year, his sister passes away. He has a kidney infection. I mean, and then he looked rejuvenated at the combine.
Yo.
Ran 4.9.
Hello?
Yo.
You see the pick yet?
Yeah.
300 pounds. He looked like Brian Brzee was back like he was in 2020. So I think they're going to get a kid here who is now talking about what he means to that defense. Lou, you mentioned it. Number one need for the Saints defensive tackle.
Yeah, they need pass rush on the inside.
I like it. I like it.
They're getting a little old. They're getting a little.
Alright, you know who hasn't got picked yet?
They need juice. They don't
Joey
need him
Porter
just to be a
Jr.,
two-gapper.
Nolan
They don't need him-
Smith.
Look, obviously they need him to stop the run.
DeJuan Jones, bro.
DeJuan
They
Jones.
need this guy to be able to push the pocket on the inside.
Jalen Hyatt. Will Levis.
Could this be Joey Porter Jr. right here?
Michael Myers.
He's in a good space mentally to where
Hooker.
he can really hit the ground running.
This could be Joey Porter Jr.
Didn't they just get a... Oh, they didn't. Yeah, there's some player. Porter. I mean, I've said that every pick since 26 pick, so like, I don't really know. Nolan Smith hasn't got picked either, right? Yeah, like what?
No.
But the three technique over the guard. So New Orleans can play him anywhere they want to play him.
Cedric
As long as they
Tillman.
get the 2020 version of him, where's the freshman All-American. It's rare you see a guy that big that can run sub 540, that can move like that. They can unleash that, and now when you still have Cam drawing from off the edge, this can be a ferocious pass rush.
And so two teams remain, last year's Super Bowl teams, the Eagles and then the Chiefs will wrap up round one. Now let's take a look at your best available players tonight.
How would Joey Porter about all these guys?
Yeah, the quarterback's still there because nobody here is needing a quarterback. So unless somebody trades back in, Will Levis slides into the second round. Nolan Smith. I think he could be off ball. He can get you 8 sacks off the edge, but he is coming off that.
And they just got it. Bro, their defense is so good.
Joey Porter Jr., that press corner with length, only had 1 career interception. Maybe they're holding that against him. He's still on the board. And Keon White, really impressive player at Georgia Tech.
Or Nolan Smith.
And then Michael Mayer. We talked about him at tight end. Thought he could be a Dallas Cowboy. He was not Dallas Cowboys. Instead, went for defensive tackle Mozzie Smith out of Michigan. So Michael Mayer, also Luke Musgrave, tight end Oregon State, and Darnell Washington, tight end Georgia, still on the board. Only one tight end. You want to call him a tight end? Dalton Kincaid, more of a receiver out of Utah, goes in the first round to Buffalo. All the other tight ends still on the board.
And of course, we were looking there at the pictures of Will Levis, and it feels like every now and again we have one of these nights where there is a player whose name we expect to hear called much earlier. And in the case of Levis,
Brogan.
moment, it appears
Yo.
we'll have to wait until tomorrow, although there's still the possibility
You want to hear something funny?
of a trade. Certainly, the Eagles and the Chiefs are not going to take a quarterback.
Yeah, and I think he was always going to be the fourth.
So you got the Eagles, who got Jordan Davis out of Georgia last year, Jalen Carter out of Georgia, and they can get Nolan Smith out of Georgia right now.
They could. Quay Walker out of Georgia too.
And you just look at some of those teams though that are going to pick at the top of the second round
Like,
tomorrow.
I don't get it.
Look at a team like the Rams.
Oh yeah, and they got Nakobe Dean.
Nakobe.
That came from that
Oh yeah, Nakobe Dean. That's what I meant. Quay Walker plays for the Packers.
Type of offense that he played at
Quay Walker's the one that shoves all the.
They're just picking Georgia's national championship team every year. Their defense is so good, bro.
Just the Philadelphia Bulldogs.
And I don't think it's an excuse when you talk about this past
Will
year.
Levis dropped to the second round.
When he was hurt, there were miles in front of him. Will couldn't move. Normally, he's running for 20 yards. He played because
Miami
he's a
Dolphins
gutsy,
select
tough kid,
Will
and he
Levis.
played through pain.
Oh, there's no question about
I don't know how you hold turnovers in Kentucky with the offensive line as bad as it was against Will Levis. We're not in the 7th round here. Yeah. We're only going into round 2. And I mentioned I had Boomer aside. I talked to him. That led up brought up Dan Fouts, John Unitas, all the quarterbacks. So Boomer was down. He's a second-round pick. Bengals took 3 players in the first round. Ricky Hunt.
Nah, low key, they need to go Deuce Vaughn here. They need a running back.
Ahead of Boomer, he becomes the 4th pick of the Bengals in the second round. We almost went through a tractor pull before he was picked. Okay. This is Mel's 40th year analyzing players at ESPN, and he still remembers the 3 that Cincinnati.
They need Dwayne McBride or Bigsby. Oh, Tank Bigsby. I forgot about him.
I'm sending you
Tank Bigsby.
Will Levis's girl.
6 foot.
Jalen
Holy
Carter,
crap.
who many believe is the best player in this draft, although so many questions.
I need
surround
Tank
him. So they
Bigsby.
make that pick earlier tonight. In what direction should they be looking here, Lewis?
I just wonder if here now it's about the secondary. Could it be a guy
He's
like
low-key a
Ryan
dog.
Reynolds?
Holy
Could
crap.
it be a corner? Because, I mean, really, they don't need... Well,
Tank
you can never say they have
Bigsby.
too many defensive linemen. I don't think they're going to take
Out of
a wide
Auburn.
receiver. You know, the
Running
is
back.
off the board in the first round. The best two
Look at
running
the TikTok
backs
I
are off
sent
the board. So they don't need that. They're solid.
Dang.
I think it's defense.
That's what
I think
I'm
it's
saying.
Well, you see
Wow.
the draft room there as you see everyone sort of standing around. Still 2 minutes and change.
I mean, he is jacked. Bro didn't even get in the first round.
Bro doesn't care if he got drafted in
He's
the
not even
first
a
round or
first-round pick.
not. He's literally dating a baddie.
Another really strong, powerful player on
He's
that
not even a
defense.
first-round pick. She's gonna leave him.
Yeah,
He's not gonna be a starter.
She's the first round conflict.
He's not even gonna be a starter. He's gonna practice squad.
Let's, you know,
Is this DeJuan Jones right here for the
Bro,
Eagles?
Detroit's gonna get Will up. No, bro, they're gonna get.
they love
They're not getting Nolan
defensive
Smith.
linemen and pass rushers. Yeah, they love them.
Yeah, they are. It's a Georgia defensive player.
Look, I have people tell me his pec's going to be fine. That's not a reason. That's not a reason.
And Nolan Smith fell all the way down to.
Why?
I mean, 20, 30, 29 is his draft class. So I mean, his rank. And according to these people.
Yes, that's the get off that I'm talking about. He's slippery coming off. I mean,
Oh my God, it's the guy. They're showing the guy that Phil.
Yeah,
What's his name?
Philly
What's his
sports
name?
guy.
You may have just heard loud cheers
Yeah.
behind us. That's
Yeah, I saw him earlier.
Well, the
I saw
season
him
is
after
over.
They showed him after the Jalen Carter
The
pick.
Kansas City Chiefs are now on the clock, and so
The
that
season is
why you're
over.
hearing so many of the cheers from the 125,000 fans who are here. I haven't done this.
Bro, the first
I have not
pick
done
was
this
like
scientific
10
count.
hours
I think
ago.
124,000 of them are from Kansas City and are rooting for the Chiefs. It has been remarkable to see how excited this city has been. And
I'm about to not go to school tomorrow, bro. I'm gonna be hyped.
With a parade that culminated almost exactly where we are sitting right
Oh,
now.
Coach Steffi ain't even gonna be here.
In that Super Bowl, we're
Oh, yeah.
sitting there, we
That's my
talk
favorite
about
class, and she's not gonna be here. I'm not.
For a team that was ferocious rushing the passer, they can't get to Patrick. You know that had to stick, like be a thorn in their side all off season. We have to get even more guys.
And the field,
more guys.
The field has something to do with that night.
True.
All right.
Brogan, are you falling asleep on me?
The Eagles entering
No,
the
must
stage
have
with the
played
commissioner
TikTok.
is Donna Kelsey, the mom of Jason and
Brogan's
Travis
on
to
TikTok.
announce the Eagles pick. And here we go.
Taking 70 years to get this Eagles pick. Is that dude perfect?
Joining me on stage now are some very special
Yes.
content creators who you know from
Donna
YouTube.
Kelsey.
Dude Perfect. And
Dude
Jason
Perfect and Donna
and
Kelsey.
Travis's
Yeah, okay.
mom, Donna Kelsey.
Where's Cody and Garrett?
Thank you, Roger. Okay, Miss Dawn, I got a question for you. Sure. So when you've got both boys playing in a game on TV at the same time,
Right.
okay, Travis is there, Jason's there, how in the world do you decide which game that you're going to watch?
Man, I don't know. That's really tough. I don't know. It's just tough to choose.
We had a feeling that would be the case, so we cooked up something a little bit special for you to help you break the tie. Here's the deal. We've got a custom coin with Travis and the Chiefs on one side.
Is this like Shark Tank, bro?
No clue.
If your boys are playing at the same time, all you have to do is flip it, and it takes the decision out of your hands. Should we try it? Let's try it. It's Travis and the Chiefs!
No way.
Good news, good news.
It was Travis, bro.
On YouTube and YouTube TV, you don't have to make that decision. You can watch both boys at the same time.
Great.
You ready to do this?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Let's see who's going to be joining Jason and the Philadelphia Eagles.
With the 30th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select Nolan Smith.
Oh my gosh, dude.
What?
This is just crazy.
There's your guy, and at some
Did you see the pick?
Yeah.
the Eagles need to consider changing their name.
I don't get it. They're just a Georgia team at this point. There's just.
Georgia defense
There's more-
down there, and including 2 defenders from that Georgia D tonight.
It's unbelievable. They got 4 guys off of a defense that so many people said it's the best defense of a generation.
This is kind of like what's his name falling for the Jets.
great combination of veterans both already along the defensive line. This team, I'll tell you what, they're doing some work, man.
You heard me,
They're
Boogie?
building it front to back.
Yeah.
That is for sure. They are saying we're going to bring people.
What was his name?
grades. This guy plays so hard. and he's
I
so
know
fast
you're
off
talking
the
about
snap. And I'm telling you, he plays about 3 feet off the ground as far as his pad level. And you know just how torturous
What dude
that
on the
is
Jets?
for offensive tackles and running backs who are trying to pick up these guys when they're rushing.
He like he fell all the way to like the Jets like last pick in the first round.
Oh, Jermaine Johnson.
I mean, come on now.
Yeah.
The people they already have, the inside big bodies who are athletic, and now the juice on the outside with Hassan and him and Brandon Graham to be able to teach them. It's unfair, almost what they're putting together up front.
He's got the best
Dude,
bend in the
oh
draft.
my
Von Miller
gosh.
like being around the corner. He runs the art, meaning Greening. When he gets to
This
the
is
top of
wild.
the top of his pass rush, he can bend the corner and get to the quarterback. That's where you create sack fumbles. For a guy that runs 4.38, here's the thing that he needs to improve on. He's got to get a counter move, the speed rush, the one-on-one.
Jalen Carter, Nolan Smith, Jordan Davis, and Nakobe Dean. 2 years.
Has to be developed more. If he can do that, now he becomes scary as a rusher in the National Football League.
They should have got Joey Carter. They need a cornerback.
And we see, as we mentioned, all of these the Eagles picks. As you see, this room has turned red now for Kansas City, and that's why it's gotten so much louder. But here they are. I mean, it's Jalen Carter and Nolan Smith tonight, and Davis and Nakobe Dean a year ago. Getting to be pretty scary.
All off one defense, Greeny. Yeah. All those guys played on the 2021 defense that they said was the best defense ever. Now they're recreating it in Philly, and it's so good for Jalen Carter and Nolan Smith. Young guys that can come in with the veterans you mentioned, Lewis, that are already there. This is a perfect mixture.
Who are the
in
Chiefs
Philadelphia.
taking?
Talk about culture and creating environment.
Those guys
That's
just
hard.
came back for 1 year.
I don't know.
Fletcher came back for 1 year.
Might as well take Joey Porter.
Brandon came back for 1 year. Jason Kelsey came back.
Don't
for
let him
1
fall
year.
to second round. Please.
You were trying to create a college-like bond.
They're gonna take Jalen Hyatt.
Building through the draft. How about you just get all the guys from the same team?
Or Michael Meyer. No, they don't have Travis Kelsey. But imagine him and Travis Kelsey.
How about Nolan Smith, Mel?
Tell you what, you talk about slippery off.
Or line.
Impact the game in a variety of ways.
DeJuan Jones, maybe.
Walking out with the Lombardi trophies. What a flex.
Certainly for the Philadelphia Eagles, to be the guys that have been on back-to-back
Who?
national championship
The
teams,
Eagles,
put
the
them on one
Chiefs.
side, and also give Jalen Carter that strong
They are?
room
Yeah.
and the friendship that he has with those former teammates.
I don't
Also
see
an
them.
important piece of the equation.
Well, it may be
I must be
fairly obvious.
behind.
Let's explain what you are seeing. Those are 2 Lombardi trophies that they just brought out.
Oh, I
on the
see it.
stage.
Yeah.
As the Chiefs have won, of course, 2 Super Bowls in the last few years with their spectacular young quarterback in Patrick Mahomes and Coach Andy Reid and everything else, and the fans are going to get to celebrate that. The part owner, chairman, and CEO Clark Hunt will be out along with the commissioner to announce the final pick of the first round, which will be here any moment as we see the Chiefs have a little less than 3 minutes left.
Jalen Hyatt, DeJuan Jones, or Michael Meyer here.
Of this Super Bowl celebration that we are seeing here.
Or Brian Branch.
It's outstanding.
DeJuan
And if you're the
Jones.
Chiefs, having won the Super Bowl, let's face it, they got the best
Yeah.
quarterback in the league in Patrick Mahomes. And they played a lot
Maybe
of
Brian
defense in the
Branch,
secondary. So this
Maybe.
allows them at this pick, they can go up.
Low-key crazy, he kind of fell in the second
Continue
round.
to go up front and try to get somebody to replace Frank Clark coming off the edge because he's no longer there. You can always fortify your pass.
Maybe the
rush.
Dolphins
definitely a
will
safety
will
draft class,
trade
though.
up like
that
a
has
couple
Patrick Mahomes
picks.
and a ton of young secondary guys that contributed.
Imagine
at a high level
Javon
on the back
Hall.
end.
You want to talk about a team?
Dude, if Antonio Johnson falls to the Bills in the second round,
Philadelphia tonight.
One of those guys
I'll
could
be
fall
happy.
to the Dolphins.
Over the past 2-3 years,
And it would be like Brian
there's
Branch,
3 that like
Javon.
there's 3 that are around the same. Jamie Robinson, Sidney Brown, and Antonio Johnson are like right around the same.
bunch of young guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Imagine Brian Branch, Javon Holland, Xavier Howard, and Jalen
Revamped their
Ramsey.
offensive line again, maybe made it even stronger.
That would just
Brian
be.
Branch is not falling, but that would be insane.
Well, I'm saying we could like trade up like 10 picks or
They need
so.
some more juice at the wide receiver position. They need to continue to make sure that Patrick
He has narrow frame though and too aggressive and top end speed.
He can't play forever. Right? What's Travis now? 34 years old?
Yeah, right.
Ball
I
hawk.
mean, and you have some tight ends now who could possibly be that luxury
Javon
type of
Holland's
pick.
hard
I
hitter.
know Brett
We could have a
likes
hard
that
hitter
big
on one
Brett
side and a
likes
ball
the
hawk on the other.
quarterbacks out there. They have a
And
bunch of
Javon
young
Holland already is a
players
ball hawk too.
But you're right. He's right now just reading the board, man, and saying, what do I want?
Just have him flying around the field.
We'll mention that they are the first defending champion
They're both
ever to
fast,
lose
too. They
both
wouldn't
their
get
starting
burned.
offensive tackles from the
Iron Bricks is wall, bro. I don't know
What they
how.
do, they got that
I don't know
makeup
if that's a
speed.
direction that they would consider going here. They have a lot of options, but they did lose that. They did allow a league worst 33 touchdown passes
All right,
last
pick
year,
is
for
in.
whatever that is worth. Mel, so they're great, but there are some
Stewan
needs.
Jones.
Tyler Steen, the kid was at Vanderbilt, goes to Alabama. Is a nice
They're going Will Levis.
Bergeron
Will
out of
Levis is
Syracuse is
crazy.
another player on the offensive line. Had a nice finish to his career. I'll tell you what, Felix Anudike-Uzomah from Kansas State, a pass rusher coming off the edge. He'll be
Bro, I feel like there's been like no one at the, no one's that got picked is at like the actual in Kansas City right now. Besides like a certain few.
So, I mean, again, the Eagles setting up, get the number 1 player on my board, and Jalen Carter at what, 9, get the number 12 at 30. That's the way you draft. That's getting value.
You mentioned Felix Anudike-Uzomah. Should he go here tonight, it would be a dream. He is originally from Kansas City, so he would be.
Bro, Bears have like 0 picks, and they're so bad.
And again, this will be the final pick of
Well, actually, no,
round 1
they-
tonight.
They
This is
should
the
have
year
better
in which
picks,
there
that's
will
what I'm
only
trying to
be
say.
31 selections. The Dolphins forfeited their pick, so you might see on some of the screens it says pick 32. It's only
I'm
the
so
31st
annoyed. We
pick
should have
of
had
the
a
first
pick
round, but
tonight,
there
but
will
we had to
only be
forfeit
31
it.
picks. So this is the last pick of the night again. As
Wait,
always,
why again? Like the Tom Brady?
Yeah,
we are
tampering
here in
with Tom
Kansas City,
Brady.
where this celebration has continued straight up
That
until
doesn't make
tonight. They've
sense.
also made a change at offensive coordinator.
What does that mean? Like, what were y'all doing? Trying to get him on our team?
We were in talks with him while he was under contract with another team.
He's someone who really, head coach Andy Reid got him
We
into
snitched.
coaching when we were all in Philadelphia. And Matt is now, he's kind of like back in his comfort
Was it
zone
you?
with people that he knows. He's college
snitched.
teammates with general manager Brett Veach. Look, this football team's just going to keep on humming because at the most important positions, they have nothing but alignment and unity. Head coach, general manager, offensive play caller,
It's DeJuan
quarterback.
Jones.
It's all a perfect marriage going on right down here. What a great
Brian Branch.
atmosphere to try and build a football team, man.
And the longer you think about it, again, Frank Clark, the absence, Chris Jones, we know he's dominant. You still need somebody to help Chris Jones up front. They need some juice coming off the edge. They got George Karlaftis from Purdue last year, more of a power guy. Where's the speed? Where's the fastball that Frank Clark brought off the edge?
The AFC is about as loaded, particularly with quarterback talent, as any conference has ever been at any time in the history of the National Football League. So you figure you always need some sort of defense, whatever the case may be. Chiefs obviously as set as can be with Patrick Mahomes at quarterback. The word dynasty thrown around a good deal in these parts and all across the NFL as we wait, Mel, for the pick to come
Hey,
here in round 1. This very interesting and in the early stages, particularly fast-moving round 1 of the NFL.
Yeah, we've had runs on positions. We had the 4 wide receivers go in a row. And you talk about the defensive line. We had Mozzie Smith, and you had Miles Murphy, Brian Brzee. Like I say, you had guys sliding through like the
All right,
drops to the late
this is
first
taking
round. We're
long
talking about
enough.
Joey Porter Jr., a cornerback who has size. He's got the length.
They're gonna wait till 12.
A little handsy, a little crabby.
Guess
People wonder
so.
why is he still on the board because of that. Only 1 career interception. They
take the
bother
ball
the
away.
people lack those great ball skills that you need. So that's why Joey Porter Jr. We know about Will Levis. We talked about that. Keon White's an interesting kid out of Georgia Tech for the second round area. And then Brian Branch. No safeties have even been talked about in the first round. Brian Branch has done it all. He's played center field, box, slot at Alabama. He's a good second round pick for somebody.
All right, and so we are ready now as they're going to announce the final pick in the first round of this year's NFL draft, and they will do so with an announcement to the House here in Kansas City right now.
Kansas City Chiefs selection. Please welcome Chairman and CEO of your Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs, Clark Hunt.
What was that giggle? That like pedophile giggle at the beginning. He said,
How about it, Kansas City? With the
all right, bro.
pick of the
I gave up on this draft.
2023 NFL draft, the Kansas City Chiefs select Felix Anudike-Uzomah, defensive end.
Oh no, they were talking about that earlier. He was, yeah, Kansas City native. Good DN at Kansas State. That makes sense.
Out of Kansas State. Yeah.
That's what they were talking about.
Edge out
earlier.
of Kansas State. He 60.
Jordan Addison to
Has
the
long
Vikings.
arms for defense. Let's see his highlight. his length, range pursuit, and motor. His counters, his weaknesses are counters and double teams.
I don't know how many people are going to be double teaming Felix Andubuike Ozama. But, dude, Jordan Addison to the Vikings is actually going to be tough. Jordan Addison's going to be really good on the Vikings, especially when Justin Jefferson gets doubled. He's going to go flying downfield, deep threat. That's going to be crazy.
I don't know if I like that picture, though. Chase Hookie. Like, I get he's a native, but I feel like he could have got something better.
They could have gone, like...
Highlights are kind of mid.
They have good
He kind of
safety,
looks
too.
slow.
Yeah.
He has long-ass arms.
But yeah, that's all 31 picks. I mean, that wraps up the whole draft, the whole first round. Draft coverage, draft night. It's 11:56. I'm gonna see if I can stay home from school tomorrow.
Do you see, bro?
Cover.
It's a high school picture.
Yeah, but you got anything to say,
let's see
Connor?
if they just. Huh? Oh nah. Hey, watch the mock drafts.
Watch the mock drafts. Watch the new mock drafts. Even though it's already past the mock drafts, but still watch them anyway because they're funny. Have a good night. Like, subscribe, keep y'all number one, and go to bed because it's 11:56. I'm going to hit the hay.